deal really well with strip into debuff like Shwanchi and Plume. So catching the goal is actually banned out by the Chinese player here. And we're starting off with the Fear in a lock position.
Oh, so he's going for that Zhang Li. Interestingly, it's on 12-12, so it is on full speed. But then with that catchy the guard gone, Sharon getting a lot of value. So Yue locking that Sharon, because what do you take now? Loan actually getting all the way to 4th pick kind of surprises me. We've been seeing Loan very high priority at the moment on ladder, going a lot of the time in the 1-2 slot.
Yeah, I think Loan, I think Shwanchi is the one that's usually she's the one that's usually being picked a little bit later. But over
We're seeing the
oh, we have the Holden
ดีครับ ดีครับ สวัสดีทุกคนครับ
now. That is absolutely insane. He's actually doing it, and the Holden looks like it's going to be an aggressive build on Moon Bunny here, and we're bidding on a Jackal Guard as well. Bidding is going to be pretty good into the turn boost of the Holden and everyone else pretty much, except for Sylvia. So I think we are smelling a Sylvia. And oh my goodness, is that a Nahor? Oh my God, Nahor!
Wow. This draft has taken a turn. Now, this is a very fast thing as well, because it's on full speed. The whole draft is going to come down to who goes first, I feel like, in this matchup.
But, I mean, if you go first and you don't have strip, that could be a problem as well. But we don't know what kind of build they are running on at the moment. I think they flashed the build for a little bit. But I can't see what's going to happen in the very first turn right here. But
เซิร์ฟจีนผมอ่านชื่อไม่ออกใครวะเนี่ย
hitting, that kind of exciting. That is actually insane.
นาฮอ
Remember, this is a fast Holden. He does have strip. So he could go into and strip the whole team. Who is going to go first here? Who gets turn 1?
Wait,
the Ting goes first.
The Ting ออกตัวแรก
that's a little bit awkward though. But he can still deal with the Shwanchi and the Loan immediately.
So I don't know if he goes for the S2 here, and then he can go for the S3 strip into taunt with his. I don't know. He might need to
the
go
problem
for
with Holden is just a low base speed, right? Like he has a 120 base speed, so it's pretty tough for him to go first in front of like a much faster base like Ditting.
And after he goes, the Zhang Chi is probably going to push the rest of the team.
มันยังไม่ได้แชร์ไลฟ์เลยว่ะ ไลฟ์ช้าเกิน
Onto the Zhang Chi. S2 cooldown increase. Okay. I thought he would maybe go for the taunt, but he's not.
He's letting the Nahor and the Sharon play out. So we are going to see like a frozen Xuan Li. I mean, everyone's probably going to get frozen here. So it's looking really good for this Nahor play.
He does have the Fia though, so the Fia will cycle a lot with this Sharon on the other side. And the Zhang Chi's taunted for 2 turns.
Oh, I think he also missed the defense break. And there's no more taunt coming out from the Loan, so that's going to be rough. But the Shwanchi damage is cutting through the Ditting like butter like there.
This is looking kind of rough now. The S1 here is dealing a lot of damage with these dot stacks. And the Ditting's already gone.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the Holden is going to be gone very, very soon as well. The Fia is not going to get a chance to do anything because Nahor is getting another turn and it's going to be an easy freeze onto the Fia, forcing her to move into her turn so that she can't really move anytime soon. So that is really good. This Nahor play is absolutely beautiful coming out from UA.
Yeah, and you were a doubter in Nahor, weren't you, Sean? But
I have no idea what you're talking about, mate. I have no idea. What are you even talking about, mate? I have no idea.
Will this Fia ever actually get to press S3? If she does, is there a route back?
I think she's going to press S3 right now, but for who?
Well, the Holden didn't really work there. I feel like the Holden needed to go before the Ditting potentially to be.
เพราะว่ายูเองก็เต่งแชมป์แต่ว่า
With the
ผมงงที่
game, it's kind of hard though.
ไอ้รอบคัดเลือกอ่ะเขาได้ที่ 2 ของกลุ่มเฉยเลยไม่รู้ไปแพ้ใคร
See, I told you, Holden just not him, man. Holden is just not him. And funny enough, of all the things we get to see, we saw a CC game right off the bat, and it was a W for the CC squad.
Hey, and everybody says CC's dead. CC's still strong. The only thing is you need to pick CC on 5. It is a last pick counter pick, and it is pretty strong when available. especially with Catchy out, because no immunity, just let Sharon run wild.
Indeed. Also, I'm surprised that I think we didn't see Luvia picked up because the pre-ban was Nathan and Catchy the Goat. So Luvia was available up for grabs, did not get used by any of these players.
Do you think we'll see more Luvia as the day goes on?
I'm pretty sure if everyone's running this Amber Xuanqi, Luvia got to show up at some point.
Yeah, she is a very good answer into it because you can just S3 him and then get the cycling out from the enemy team. And actually, since she got her buff, she actually deals pretty significant damage with those dot stacks. She's pretty decent at answering into Ambers as well. But you can see the key animus this time was definitely that Sharon dealing 59% of the enemy health with only 3 turns taken. Shows you how powerful those dots are.
Nah, my key animus is my goat Nahor. He is the goat. He did 100% damage. He did not do any treatment, but he won the game, okay? Took 2 turns.
สวัสดีทุกคนครับผมมาไลฟ์ช้าหน่อยลืม
That's not what you were saying to me before in the
ลืมว่ามี
pre-show,
แข่ง
so
อันเนี้ย
I'm pretty sure you were saying a different tune about Nahar.
Oi, we don't talk about that, all right? That was not on recording. Okay, Nahor's the goat. And I'm pretty sure you guys going to bring him back, so I'm excited for that.
Well, maybe. Do you think we'll see a Mio? Are you going to change your tune on that one as well?
Nah, Mio sucks. I stick my I stick with my opinion on that one right there.
So what do you think is going to mix up in this game too? Because already tournament life on the line.
Not too sure, but I hope he doesn't pick Holden anymore. Maybe that's going to help him a little bit.
I think the Holden's good. I think it's just a niche pick that you need the right draft for. I'm not sure if this was the right situation. Really struggles with the immunities. I think he's actually a good pick into Fia. I feel like the Fia just lost a lot of tempo for his draft.
Maybe he's good pick if you have the first pick, Xuanqi, so that you have to deal with one less problem. But then you also have to face maybe an Aya last pick as well. That could be a problem because Aya is very simple to build and I think everyone has like an Aya build for that 1-2 game that you can last pick and they have to do something about it.
Yeah, Aya is a bit of a nuisance when you have too many debuffs on your team. She just cycles so fast and she's able to just reset the cooldowns on your side, especially if you can pair it with something like a Fushu so that she's permanently in that S3 state. Fushu is another one of these units that since her buff we've seen a lot of. She's getting that, especially with Sylvia, because if she gets that S3 off and Sylvia ever presses S3, she's basically permanently staying in that S3 state.
Can be scary, but I'm sure we will feast on Fuchu gameplay soon enough. I think we are lucky that the first 2 players we're looking at right now are both semi-control player. I think UA has always been like a control kind of guy. He was always locking in Navet Nahor for a long time into like Santic bidding. He was always leaning into the control lifestyle.
Yeah, he back in season 3 when he kind of made his rise, he was more CC with Freya lock or type thing. But then towards the end of that season, started transitioning more towards Bruiser and playing more standard playstyle, and it's working for him.
Yep, and we are going into the second game at the moment.
เมื่อกี้นำไปก่อน 1-0
You be
เดี๋ยวมาดู
surprised
ว่า
dog.
จะด่าอะไร
We got another Nathan first pick.
Nathan first pick. Wow. So what is the answer going to be into that Nathan?
เหมือนในแพทแข่งยังไม่มีแอเรียลนะใช้ไม่ได้
I'm gonna ban that, so the draft has not started yet.
Do you think we'll see a Messiah answer? Another answer that people have
ตอน
actually
คัด
been
ตึง
doing
ไหม
on
ครับ
Ladder
ไม่ได้
is
ดูเลย
taking that Loan S3
ก็ตึงอยู่ว่าผมอยู่กลุ่มเดียวเก็กเกอร์โดนตบไป 2-0 แต่ว่าในกลุ่มมี 5 คนนะผมชนะแบบมันจะแข่ง 4 เกมผมชนะ 2 แพ้ 2 ได้ที่ 2 ของกลุ่มแต่ว่าพอไปแข่งเพลย์ออฟกับอีกที่ 2 อีกกลุ่มหนึ่งอ่ะผมแพ้ก็เลยไม่ได้แข่งแพ้ไมทราถ้าชนะไมทราก็คือได้แข่งเหมือนกันแต่ว่าสู้เขาไม่ได้
We don't have the info on the screen right now for you guys just yet, but the draft is
สวัสดีคุณจัดจีนครับ
and we have it right now. We have the Nathan first pick.
Nathan first pick
to the Doki lock.
Second pick ของ
and over there
จริงชื่ออะไรนะ
Bloom lock, but this time
ผมว่า
is actually
ดราฟนี้
So Plume is a very good answer into the Doki lock, especially if you can get that in the locked position. Because when they S3, if you can pull up the rest of your team as well, if they aren't directly to over push, it can actually put the Doki player into a bit of a rough spot.
ตรับ
And he's
ตรับ
taking that Sharon. So
จี
I
นก็
assume
ดีนะเนี่ย
the Sharon
เพราะว่า
and the Sylvia
อันนี้
are both very
โดกิล็อก
fast.
กลางก
So
ดพลูม
she's
มา
wanting
แล้วก็
one
มี
of
เฟีย
those units to cut after the Doki goes.
แต่แค่สมมติว่าถ้าเกิดเราแพ้สปีด ตอนนี้เหมือนดาเมจขาดนะ ตัว 5 จีนต้องหยิบ
This is
ดา
true.
เมจเพิ่มอีก
He's
ตัว
going for that Heinrich. Heinrich is actually a very good answer into the Fiamelia because you can open with that S2, get the silence down, and she can't actually do anything.
You know what? That's actually kind of insane. We got a
โอ้โหโคตรบ้าเลยว่ะ ไม่ผมไม่กล้าเล่นนะเนี่ยกด2 CC 4-5 เขามีเฟียมิเลียมีซิลเวียแล้ว
I'm pretty sure Nathan is going to get banned here because Nathan actually cooked all the passive over there coming out from Shan Shumao. So whatever last week he's doing,
คือยูเอน่าจะไม่ชอบฟิมิเลียตอนนี้
it could be a good Lilium.
Could be.
แต่ผมคิดว่า
If you take the Lilium
ยังไง
here, I feel
พิก
like
5
the
ก็
Lilium
ต้องฟอร์ส
probably
แบนป่ะ
just dies to
ไม่
the
นะ
Zhongqi. The Zhongqi damage will be so high. Instead goes for that Zhongli. Like I said,
ผมว่ายังไงเขาน่าจะแบน
she's a 12-12 Zhongli, so she is
อะไรวะเนี่ย
fast.
ทำไมชื่อมันไม่ตรง
She's going to be fast enough, even with that plume push.
Oh, I
เน
think
วิ
this
เทล
could be an
นาการัน
easy Sylvia
ชวน
Nathan ban right there. One side is gonna try to control, the other side is going
Oh,
to
the
try to survive.
Nevada's
But
taking out.
แบนเนเวต
wow, we asked for a Nathan game and we get a Nathan game so early.
เอ้ยคือไม่แบนนาเทน
I'm
ด้วย
not sure
ไหววะ
what the other guy plan is,
เขา
but
แบน
letting
Sylvia
Nathan through like that sounds pretty scary to me.
He does have full immunity on his side, so if this Heinrich presses S3, that's normally enough stacks to actually proc the Fia.
Oh, but
How
look
is
at
Yue going to
that.
navigate that?
He
ยัง
set
ล
up
บหัว
his
ก่อนนะ
speed
ลบไม่ออก
perfectly to get the strip, but he
Oh, it didn't get the
on the
strip on
Fia.
Fia!
Maybe he has enough
อันนี้อาจจะ
damage to heal
ก
through.
ดตีธรรมดาก่อนนะ
Does he
May
go
I
for
got
the
2
S3 or does
ผม
he
ว่า
just try and terminate
กด
something
ธรรม
with
ดา
the S2? He
ก
just
ด
goes
3
for
ไม่คุ้ม
S1. He's
เพราะว่าเดี๋ยว
holding
ฟิ
the
มิเลีย
S2.
ล้าง
Ooh,
Not
holding
แต่
getting
ซวยอยู่
the
ครับ
stresses.
แต่ว่าจริงๆอันนี้กด 2 ใส่เฟียได้นะ
Yeah, this is looking
ให้
really bad
เอา
for
อย่าง
Vanguard.
แล้วก็ใบ
He does
โอเค
not
เอ้ยใบไม่ติดด้วย
any
He
value
doesn't
out
get
of
the
that.
silence either.
โอ้โห
He
แพ้เลยไหมเนี่ย
any value
ล้าง
out of
ล้างหลาย
that.
ดีว่าจะโคตรแรงอะ
Ooh, look at
จบ
the
แล้ว
damage coming from the Fiamelia.
น่าจบเลย
And I think this dot is gonna bring everybody down.
ยูเอน่าจะแพ้
It could be one of these Nathan 1v. Oh, he even tags the Nathan.
Well, he got everybody, including the Nathan.
got
That's actually
everybody.
crazy.
ค่าโด
And
กิ
look
ให้
at
ได้
the
ก็ชนะ
lead
ละ
to move in front of the plume. This is gonna be one hell of a skill 3 right there. Somebody's going down.
I think that might just be game. The Sharon's actually already coming back round after the plume, so she can just S1 the Nathan, and the Nathan's going to be dead.
เอาค่าเทนเลย
Nathan's getting hit. Nathan's getting absolutely hit, but
อ๋อ
he could
เพราะว่า
not
มัน
crit
มีห้าม
on the
ล้าง
Nathan,
อยู่
so
ดี
that's
รอบแร
fine.
ก
But I think the dot's gonna be
ยังไง
more
ก็
than
แพ้
enough to finish off the Nathan right here.
ผมก็ว่าแล้วว่า
Yeah.
แต่ผมไม่กล้าเล่นนะ
Oh,
เขากดเฟียมาแล้วเขากดซิลเวีย
because the dots
เราจะเล่น
when
สอง
they
ตี
come
ซี
back
ก็
round,
เหนื่อย
they'll
อยู่
just kill anyway.
I'm
So-
แต่นี่ผมว่าสวยด้วย เพราะว่า
Yeah, he got
ใบ
it.
ไม่ติดอ่ะ
I think he got this one in the bag.
Wow.
That game was so fast, and Nathan got absolutely destroyed by the Sharon.
Yeah, Nathan got to do nothing. So I wonder how fast that Sharon was. Because
Wow.
you need
Okay.
to be faster
ผม
than
ว่า
the,
ไมค์ผม
the
น่าจะไม่
Nathan
ดัง
to
เกิ
be
น
able to tag him. And
I mean, you could
The
be
Nathan
slightly
act-
slower and still land it, right? Like it's not like
yeah,
the moment you're one speed slower, you will never land it, kind of thing.
เพราะว่าฝืนไปหน่อย
but I feel like that game actually came down to missing the strip.
จริง
on
เลี้ยว
that Fia. If
เลี้ยว
he
มา
didn't miss
เล่น
the strip, he could have got that S2
Air-
off with the
Air Soul
Heinrich
อะไรก็
and silence
พอ
her,
จะ
so
ดู
she
ได้
wouldn't
นะ
be able to cleanse any of the debuffs. But it just wasn't to be. Resisted.
ไม่น่าได้หรอ
Unlucky could be a high res Fiamelia because I think most Swansea would not have any
ไม่ก็ต้อง
actions
เล่น
like whatsoever. You would be rocking 10
เล่น
actions
ทีมคลีปไปเลย
most for most Swansea.
Yeah, you'll get a couple from the cards.
ยูเว
in
แข่ง
some-
ใหญ่ไม่ค่อย
in
คม
some
เท่ากดคนกด
situations, but
RDA
nowhere
ไม่ค่อยคม
near enough
เท่า
to
ตอนกด
transfer
RDA
the
ครับ
Fia, especially if the Fia is
ล
on
บไม่ติด
hard
เหงา
mode,
อืม
and
แต่ผมว่า
you're never really stripping.
ผมงงอยู่เลยว่า
It's
ยูเอ
just
ตอน
RNG if you do.
เขาคัดอ่ะเขาได้ที่ 2 ของ
So
กลุ่ม ไม่
there
รู้เขา
is
ไปแพ้ใคร
that key animus. It is the Fia. One turn taken, 58% of the total team's damage. That is because there was so many debuffs on her
ได้เล่นเทิร์นเดียวแต่ว่า
that she would just
MVP
be
ไป
able
เลย
to deal massive amounts of
Familiar
damage with that one S.
เพราะว่าเมื่อกี้แบบดีบัฟเยอะจัดอะแล้วไม่มีบัฟ
And
ห้ามล้าง
speaking of healers, just
Anti
for,
ทีก็โอ้โห
everyone
อย่าง
in
แร
the
ง
chat, this tournament does not
เขา
have
ไม่ได้ใส่
the
โอ๊ตเลยเนี่ย
latest
ใส่เป็น
LG Animus
บัตรบาส
Aerial, so that's why you don't see her getting pre-banned or drafted. Because if she is allowed, I'm pretty sure she's also going to be even more popular than Nathan.
Yeah, she would be first or second pick every single game. Interestingly here, the FIA is still running the old build that a lot of
เนี่ย
players
เหมือนที่บ็อกบอกว่า
transitioned
น่าสนใจที่
away from. A lot of
ฟิมิ
people
เลีย
are
ยัง
moving
ใช้บิล
to
เดิมอยู่
the
ถ้าเกิดเป็นโอ๊ตอะน่าจะเก่งกว่า
unyielding oath on FIA so that she has that additional healing for herself when she takes that turn.
เพราะว่าทุกครั้งมันเข้าเทิร์นบ่อย
Yeah,
อะ
I've
พอ
been
เข้าเทิร์น
doing
มันก็
that
ฮิว
too, but
จาก
you
ดาเมจ
can't
ที่ไม่ได้
never
รับ
go
เทิร์นที่แล้ว
wrong with that map, to be honest. Like maybe this guy just refused to farm the new thing, or the new thing just couldn't roll into yellow speed or yellow HP percent for him, and the bloodbath.
เมื่อกี้
still
ถ้าลบ
provide
เฟียออกแล้ว
much
นาเทศ
better
อันติ
overall
เฟีย
stat.
ก็เด้งไหมครับ
And I think it's cool to have a new set.
ผม
but
ว่า
it's not
เขา
the
น่าจะ
must,
ไม่อันตินะ
which is
นาเทศน่าจะกดหนึ่ง
a
แล้วก็
thing in this
ให้
game. Like, you don't
ให้
need
เฮลิต
the
ใบก่อน
newest
แต่เมื่อกี้ใบไม่ติด
and
ไง
you can still compete with it.
ก็สวย
Yeah.
เพราะถ้า
so
ใบ
it's
ติดก็
just
คือมันจะ
about giving the
เฟียมันจะเข้าเทิร์นฟรี
kind of
แล้ว
slight differences in
มันก็จะ
play
อันติ
styles.
ไม่ได้ แล้วพอมันเข้าเทิร์นไปก่อนอะ
Bloodbath
เทิร์น
is
หน้า
one
ค่อย
of
อันติ
those
อีกรอบห
tried
นึ่ง
and
นาเทศ
true, kind of works in everything.
Yep, as long as you live, you don't
แต่
need
จริงก็
extra
เสี่ยงอยู่
healer.
ครับ
You
ดาร์ฟ
live. You
ดาร์ฟ
gotta
มัน
heal the rest of the team
มันแพ้
out.
เฟีย
Yeah.
นาเทน
although you
ไม่
were
นาเทน
saying
ไม่แพ้
that
แต่
to
ว่า
me the other day
XC
when I
แพ้
was playing my
เฮลิต
unyielding
แพ้
with Giada and you were hitting her.
I have no idea.
แล้วที่เขาแบนฉลาดนะ
I
เขาแบน
delete
เน
that
เวต
game
ไปเลย
to my memory. I let Ariel through, and oh my god, I touched Yada, she gained a turn instantly. I touched her, she gained a turn.
Yeah, and every time she gained a turn, she full healed. It was very wholesome. Very
อ่า
wholesome.
ดู
gameplay.
ดูแชท
But tournament life on the line for both of these players now. 1-1. Both very quick, very exciting games.
มา
So we're in
เกม
we're
3 Best of T
seeing Nathan first pick again.
เหมือนเดิมครับ
We got a Sylvia pre-ban, Loan pre-ban,
โอ้ยแต่รอบที่แล้ว
Amelia
ยูเอ๋ก็เริ่มก่อนปะ
getting first pick by Shoshamao.
รอบที่แล้วเขาแบน
Right,
เค
so
ทอ
what
รอบ
is
นี้เขาแบน
Yuri
ซิล
gonna
เวียละ
answer with here?
เปลี่ยนดาร์ฟ
Goes
เลยเหร
for
อ
the Jean cheat, so he has a lot of cycling. Is he going to go for the Doki again?
Probably, I think he need that
เสี่ยง
extra
จัด
level
ใช่ครับ
for his Nathan, who is on Amber, but
นาเทน
locking in
ส่วนชี้
Kashi the goat in the middle
คาชิ
provide the
Go.
immunity.
คาชิน่าสน
So
ใจ
a
นะ
lot of players
เพราะว่า
have
อีก
moved
ฝั่งเขา
over
กด
to
ฟิเมเลียมาแล้ว ผมรู้สึก
almost
ว่า
the top speed
คาชิมันแพ้
team
ทีม
on
ครีป
their account,
อยู่เหมือนกัน
locking that and getting it to
แต่
go
ถ้าเกิดเขากด
first.
เฟียมาแล้ว
Regardless
โอกาส
of
เล่นทีม
all
ครีป
that.
จะน้อยลง
Yeah, I think I just
แต่คาชิมันจะแพ้
like
เคทอนิดนึง
like
ผมว่า
Sharon and Nathan in general. So
Yeah.
also the defense break completely shut down character like Sean Lee and Sean Chi and take away all the damage.
ช่วนหลีล็อกกลาง
Yeah, and he's locking that Jean Lee in response. What is he going to lock on 5 here? What would you take, Sean?
Oh, that is a rough. I can feel like an Azo, but then Nathan is so.
ตัว 4 น่าจะ
scary in
ผมว่าต้องมีฮิว
and
ป่ะ หรือว่า
any
ไม่ก็
sort
โล
of
วา
damage seems pretty
ดูเหมือนน่าจะ
bad.
โล
We
วาน
kinda need
ตัว
like
หนึ่
a
ง
single target unit, but then Lowan is being pre-ban, so he went
อ๋อ
with
โลวาน
a
แบนไปแล้ว
safe option
He's
and
going with
dropped
โลวานแบนไป
the
แล้ว
Lolo.
It's the
ถ้าว่า
Ling
ฟิมิเลียจะ
Luo
เก่งจัด
on
ตอนนี้
Gigabyte with forced immunity.
เดี๋ยว
so
แต่ผมว่า
won't
ไม่ค่อย
be
ดี
able
นะ
to
ลิง
land
หลัว
that.
ฟิ
But
มิเลีย
if the Nathan ever gets
มัน
forgetfulness on the Ling Luo,
ไหนต้องมี
he
ฮิว
will
ตัวหนึง
know
อ่ะ
the
กด
plans.
ยูเอกดฟูชิว
And
มา
then going with that Fushu, we were talking about Fushu before this game, and Fushu is super strong at the moment.
Yeah,
Just
Fufu
give-
take one turn and suddenly the game is gone for the enemy. But I think both are going
คาชิ
for a
390
good
พอดี
setup,
ยูเอ
and the
แบนและ
person
โล
who
วาน
picked
ผม
Nathan
เห็นเหมือนกัน
can afford to
ว่าเขา
pick
มีแบน
Azo,
ไหม
which means we might see like Raymary last pick over there.
แต่น่าสนใจนะที่แบบว่าเริ่มหลังแต่ไม่แบน
Because
อา
that
เทน
would mean Azo is gonna be
ปล่อยให้
unlocked.
เขาเล่นเลยอ่ะ
Yeah, but then you're also under a lot of
ผมว่า
pressure from the Nathan. These drafts are both kind of balanced on a knife edge. I feel like a lot of this comes down to what is this 5th pick? Goes for the Aaron.
อุ้ย
I don't know about that, Chief.
Oh, this is
Iron
all in on the
all
Jean
for
Lee. So
ส่วนห
with
ลีเหรอ
this in mind,
แต่จริง
I
มันก็
think
เก่ง
he
แหละไอ
has
รอนเล่น
to
กับส่วนหลี
ban
เพ
the
ราะว่าไอ
Asal.
รอนมัน
Because
ได้
if he
ตะเทิน
doesn't
นะ
ban the Asal is just going to go into this Jean Lee, and he's just going to lose
ผม
slowly.
ว่า
So yeah, the Asal is gone, but what does UA ban? Takes the Aaron
Iron off.
away. So with taking the Aaron away, I would assume he's looking to try and put the forgetfulness on this Kathos so that it doesn't steal the turn away before the Fushu gets the S3 off.
เขารับดาเมจมาตัวเดียวนะของจีน
Here we go. Let's see
ยังไง
how
ก็
this
ต้อง
is
แบน
gonna
โซ
work out.
ห
We
มายถึงว่า
have
ถ้าเกิดเขาแบนเคทอ
actually
มันจะ
a
เหลือดาเมจ
goat
ตัวเดียว
for the first turn, potentially providing the team with defense buff and immunity. And I think that's also gonna allow the Fuchu to press S3 as well.
อันนี้
Unless this Kethos
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยว
stop
เพิ่งเห็นว่า
So he does have the immunity on
นาเทนไม่ได้
everybody.
ใส่นี่แหละ
Will
ไม่
he
ได้
go
ใส่
for
จิก
the
เกอร์ไป
S3
ไม่ได้ใส่
into
แจ็ค
the
โอกาส
Fushu, or is
จะ
he
ไม่มี
gonna
วาส
go
ปีด
for
นะ
someone else?
ผมว่ายังไงแจ็คโอกาส
'Cause I
ก็
feel like if
ก็
the
เก่ง
Fushu ever
เก่ง
gets
กว่า
the S3 off,
ถ้า
I
จะเล่
feel
น
like
แอม
this
เบอร์มัน
game
ต้องมี
is
ตัววาสปีดการันตีด้วย
kind of over.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Tag
very,
my
very
UA
hard to do any real damage. He went for the Fuchu.
He goes
He got the
P1.
Fuchu. Push it all the
ผม
way
ว่า
back
มี
as
โอกาสแพ้
well.
นะ
And he is in front. At the moment, he's
ยก
in
เว้น
front,
ว่า
but this Zhang-Chi is going to pull her up.
ส่วน
Will
จี
it
จะ
pull
ดัน
enough, though?
ผู้ฉิวขึ้นมาได้กลางอะ
I think this Fia has
เอ๊ะ
to
เดี๋ยว
steal
นะ
one, but he's
อาจจะไม่ได้กลางนะ
gonna
โดน
steal
แทรก
one
เลย
right there. Do some damage, push back the
ผู้ฉิว
Shuan
ไม่ได้
Chi,
กลางแพ้เนี่ย
allowing the Linglo to get a turn right there. Linglo with
อันนี้
is
มัน
still
เขากลาง
available.
นี่แล้วอะ
Does she have like that turn meter boost card?
Oh,
She
goes for the...
does.
Does he land, though?
He
This is
should.
very important.
โดนรีคูลดาวน์
He does. He gets the cooldown increase onto
ถ้า
the
ไม่มีฮิว
Fushu,
ยังไงก็
which is
แพ้เฟ
massive.
มิเลียสู้ไม่ได้ ไม่มีตัว
I think
นี่ด้วย
they might be cooked for this one because
This is
ไม่มี
Fuchu is
ตัว
just
วาน
gone. Fuchu is just gone from this game right there.
ถ้าผู้
And
ฉิว
he
ตายก็คือ
needs
แพ้เลย
this speed buff. He needs the
แล้วโดน
healing
โดนแทรกด้วย
desperately.
Oh, and he
เรียบร้อย
steals the turn, so he doesn't even really need to kill the Fushu right now because she still has the cooldown increase, and she needs to take a
แต่
full
จีน
turn
คนนี้
before that
ผม
will even come
ผม
back up.
จำไม่ได้ว่าเคย
You can just
เจอหรือเป
ignore
ล่า
her now.
Oh no, that is looking pretty
When
bad.
Survey
Kachi
Chia.
is getting focused as well. And Kachi is usually not exactly the most tanky unit over there. Nathan with down a speed buff, not doing a whole lot on the enemy team right here. He just doesn't have the support that he needs.
Yeah, and he's... This is going to need to be a Nathan 1v4 if UA wants to pull this out, but it's looking really
แพ้เฟีย
rough.
ดิ
He does get the speed down on everybody, and he lands a Forgetfulness. The S3's already used
เอ๊ะ
because he used it last turn with
แปะ
Fushu,
นี่ไม่
so
ติด
he
เหรอ
can't cleanse this off.
แปะ
Yep, so he
Forgetfulness
will
ไม่
need to
ติด
get a
ใส่เฟีย
non-full
โคตรสวยเลย
turn
ว่ะ
to cancel these, and meanwhile, he's trying to kill Kachi the guard. And the Fuchu is slowly creeping her way for that skill 3 to happen. Kachi the guard's gonna fall first. This Sean Lee needs to do the hard carry job here, taking out the Fuchu maybe.
Oh, not down yet. But she
แต่ว่า
pulled
ยังไง
that
ผู้ฉิว
next
ก็
turn
ไม่ได้
to
กลาง
the
อย่างนี้โดนรีคูล
Kethos.
ดาวน์อยู่ผมจำได้ว่าโดนรีอยู่เทิร์นหนึ่ง
That is not looking good. We have two Amber unit on the side of UA with the Nathan and
เฟิร์สเทคเล่น
Sean
ยาก
Lee.
ครับ
So they still have another opportunity to do
แต่ผม
something
จะ
here.
ผมจะกดผู้ฉิวล็อกกลางนะ
But
ผมจะไม่กด
He
คา
has
ชิ
the
Really
S3
rough.
again, though. And he hits the
เพราะว่า
cooldown
มัน
increase on everybody. He could just kill the Zhang-Chi here.
กลายว่า
And
มัน
the
ต้องมา
Amber
มา
might
มาเลือก
activate.
ฟอร์ส
Oh, not quite enough.
ตัวฮิวพิกซี่อีกเพราะว่า
You
เขามี
think the
เฟีย
Nathan's gonna be able to do it? The
I-
look
oh!
at
อุ๊ยตายเลยเหรอ
damage! One tap. The
อุ๊ยอย่างนี้มี
Kethos
โอกาสอยู่
coming
นะ
out from the enemy with 38,000
แต่ว่าเสียดายไม่มี
skill
แต่โอกาส
on.
ถ้ามีแต่โอกาสผมว่ายังไงก็ไหว
Nathan
what?
might be able to do this.
อันนี้ไม่มีบา
I
ส
think
ปีด
without Kethos, Nathan will actually do this because I don't think Sean Chi has what it takes to break through
เออ
these
ว่ะ
two
เพราะว่ามี
Ambers.
แอมเบอร์2ตัวเลย
The-
มีโอกาส
If the Zhang-Chi
ชนะอยู่
can
นะ
get the time we
ด้วย
drops and get back to another S3 so that they can get the speed buff up on everybody, then maybe
เอ้ย
because
ปะ
she should
โอ้ย
then
แต่
be
ยากอยู่ว่ะ
fast enough to
เขามี
permanently hit the Nathan.
เอาไม่อันติดอะ
Unfortunately, she is still 3 turns
อ๋อเล่น
away
Mambo
from her skill 3, which means no speed buff anytime soon for the healers, ladies. So they are going to be food for Nathan here. They cannot do any real damage. Nathan's going back into the Xuan Li. Xuan Li's
เออ
probably
ว่ะ
the
เพราะว่าพอ
permanent
ตีนาเทน
slow
มันก็
as well.
มันก็เด้งสู้นะ
So she is not touching
เพ
this
ราะว่าส
Nathan
ปีดไม่ได้สูงกว่า
whatsoever.
ยกเว้นว่า
And
ต้อง
the
รออัน
Xuan
ติ
Chi,
อีก
we
รอบหนึ
saw
ง
the damage earlier. He will one tap this Linglo at some point.
ว่าอย่างนี้ไหวอยู่
Don't know because the Ling though might be able to get that defense buff back up if the Zhang-Chi can get lucky with those time weave procs. I feel like this game comes down to that.
กด2ได้ปะ
Nathan
กด
going
2ไปก่อน
Once
จะได้
again, without the Jackal
Wait.
Guard,
อ๋อยังไม่กด
it feels a little bit bad because you're not as
เพราะว่า
fast
มี
as you
นี่เหรอ
should be. And the damage on from the Fia is looking very scary as well.
He's holding the S3 on the Fia in case he. So if he sends the S3 here as UA, that is going to give him more damage.
เอาเรียบร้อย
Oh,
อย่าง
He
นี้
does do
อัน
it.
นี้ตายดิ
I think the
I think
Swan
the
Lee-
Zhang-Chi
อันนี้
is
1-3 อะ
dead. Yeah, I think he's dead.
Oh, I think
It's all on Nathan.
I think that was purposely
Wait, wait.
to force the Swan Chi to die. So now everyone will boost the Nathan.
ถ้าตี
But
ไม่
did
คลิ
he not? Oh.
เอาแต่ว่า
It's looking really scary.
เซอร์หลีไม่มี
right
อันติ
there.
แล้ว
This
ดาว
Nathan is about to enter
อัน
Amber,
ติหมดก่อน
and he has to come out of that and
ไม่รู้ว่า
solo
ตอนนี้
3 unit. Can he do it?
คูลดาวน์กี่เทิร์น
He's gonna have another turn though before the Amber gets procced because the Zhang Li's out of her S3. There's full immunity on everybody, so I think he just S1s here. Or he might go for an S2 just to heal.
Lucky for you, Xuan Li does not have
Why,
skill
man?
3
Nope,
ready
just
to
go
go
for the
at the
F1.
moment. So it's gonna take a while.
เทิร์นหนึ่ง
One more turn. Got really unlucky with the time weave procs. I think he didn't get any on his Jean Li.
Yeah. Oh, he gets
แต่ไงรอบนี้ก็ต้อง
one
อัน
more
ตินะ
time here. Should he heal
อันติปะ
or is he going to save it for later? Is he gonna
แต่ว่า
extend
เขาล้าง
his
อยู่ดี
life before Amber for a little bit?
แต่อันติมันเขาจะได้
Xuan Li has a skill 3.
บีบ
so
ให้
it's
เขาอัน
gonna
ติก่อนนะ
enter
เพราะว่าอันนี้
back
ยังไม่เข้า
into
แอ
the
มเบอร์
defense
ถ้าเกิดเรา
plus
โดนอัน
speed
ติ
buff
เฟียร์เข้าแอมเบอร์ผมว่า
and
คุ้ม
that's gonna give this Nathan a
ไม่
lot of
อันถึงยู
problems.
เอะแต่ถ้าเกิดไม่ใช้สกิล
This
เขาก็
is
ไม่ใช้สกิล
looking
กันนะ
on a knife set. He's
Yeah.
still doing decent damage to this Jean Li though.
แต่เขาจะไม่ใช้สกิลกัน
But there's a
Oh,
limit to
holds
that.
the
I
แล้ว
think
จะโดน
Oh, this is looking rough. Because even if he gets the S3 off now, he puts
ผม
the
ว่าเมื่อกี้
forgetfulness down,
ยูเอะควรอันติ
and
ปะ
the Fia is just going to be able to cleanse it all away.
Indeed.
This is
ต้อง
looking.
บีบให้เขา
This
กด
is
อันติ
looking
อย่างนี้
on
เขาก็ไม่
Jean.
กดอ่ะยังไง
And
เรา
the
ก็จะไม่ได้ใช้อัน
protection
ติ
coming
ไม่
out
มีโอ
from
กาส
the
ละ
defense buff and the speed buff, allowing the team to survive so much better.
แพ้แล้วว่ะ
Like if he put it down right now, he might get another hit in, and that hit has to kill something. I think he has to rely on skill 1, skill 2. He cannot skill 3, but he went for the skill
He
3
goes for it.
anyway. Oh, that was not
I
the damage that I
I
hoped to
think he's
see.
hoping that he can just lap and then S2 kill the Fia. I think that was his only out.
But the Fia has the Fia has defense buff, so it's not gonna be that
I
easy
know.
to kill the Fia. He needs to lap one
แพ้
more
ดาว
round.
ครับ
He's
Oh, he
switching
goes-
target. Oh, he's
He's
just gonna
healing
heal.
up.
Oh, the
เขาไม่มีบัฟส
defense
ปีด
buff
ดิ
landed.
Defense break,
And another
เล่น
crit.
เล่นนาเทนแต่ว่าไม่มี
Oh, my
บัฟส
baby.
ปีดแถมไม่มีแจ็คเข้ากาดอะ
Wait,
กลายเป็นว่า
Yue is
Goes for the
out.
S3.
Yeah, that might be over.
Yue's out.
Yue is actually out of the tournament. In
โอ้ยแพ้แล้วคือออกเลยเหรอ
match
รอบนี้
today. And that is
That was a-
GG.
GG. That was a big upset in round 1, but I did say we haven't had a
หลังแข่งนี้
a
ยูเอ
winner
จะ
yet
เลิกโม
from
ไหมครับ
the
อ่ะ
Asia region. Maybe this is
ผม
going
ง
to
ง
be
ว่ะทำไม
it. Non-show now.
แต่เล่นแรงเขา
You know
เขาเก่ง
why?
จัดเลย
Because he stopped using Holden.
แบบไม่ใช่ของปลอมอะ
Winning.
แต่ว่าทำไมดับแปลก
What do you mean? Holden was great. I refuse. No.
He stopped using Holden and he won 2 games in a row. A beautiful reverse sweep coming out from Shang Mao. Absolutely Giga Chad. Abandon his
ๆหวัง
pride.
แค่
You
20
know,
เปอร์จ
lower
ริง
his
ๆติดรัว
ego. Stop using
ๆ
Holden.
จริง ๆ มันเยอะกว่า
Stop
20
using
เปอร์
again.
เพราะว่า
Beautiful.
จังหวะที่อันนั้นมันลงยาน
I
อะ
believe,
สปีด
but we
นา
will
เทน
see
มัน
the
สูงกว่า
Holden
ถูกไหม
again.
มันจะ
He's
บวกไป
just,
อีกตามส่วน
saving it
ต่าง
for
ครั
the
บ
finals, I believe. But Yue out. Massive shock.
Wow, Yue out. That is really, really scary for Global because one of our biggest gun is done for the day. He's just done.
แต่
He's
ว่า
not
ยังไง
gonna play
เจ็ก
tomorrow.
เกอร์ก็
It's
เต็ง
over
ปะ
for him.
Yeah. And what would you be your key takeaways from this best of 3? We're seeing, for the most part, these games were pretty fast.
ผมงงเลยดู
Indeed.
ยูเอ
Also Nathan
ยูเอก็เต็ง
actually
นะ
did
ยูเอ
not
เจ็กเกอร์
win a
แต่ยูเอ
single
ตอน
game.
เข้าอะมันเขาเข้า
He
ที่
was
2 ไง
played
ก็เลยแบบ
twice and he
แ
lost
ปลกๆนิดนึง
both games.
But that's the downside of the Amber Nathan. If you have that Jackal, he has that speed boost for himself.
บล็อกเห
whereas
อะ
if you
ที่
have
ผมว่า
that Amber,
ว่าถ้าเกิด
sure,
มี
he
แจ็ค
has
เข้ากาด
that
มันน่าจะ
extra
ดีกว่ามี
survivability.
บัฟสปีด
But then you're weaker into these teams that have a speed boost
คือ
on
ถ้าเกิด
their side.
ไม่มีบัฟสปีด
because
แบบ
they
ไม่มี
can
แจ็คเข้า
kinda
กาดอะ
counter
ก็ควร
that.
มีตัวที่บัฟสปีดได้อย่างเช่นบิลลิ
Yeah,
ล
I
ลี่
don't like the Amber
มี
Nathan
ลูเวีย
at all.
มี
Maybe it's just because on ladder where
ตัวอะไร
you
เดียว
have
อีกตัวห
to
นึ่ง
fight some
Sylvia ฮะ
unexpected cleave.
อืม
I think Amber might be better
แต่
in
นี่เขาไม่มี
general.
สักตัวเลย
But if you're not fighting like a Messiah player, there's no reason to be on Amber because he is so hard to kill. You don't need Amber for that. He was already like a menace.
Yeah, like imagine if he had a Jackal there.
เดี๋ยว
He
คนไทย
probably
กี่
could
คน
have
ครับ
cycled
ไม่มี
so
คนไทย
much
เลยครับ
that he would just be able
ใน
to
นี้
permanently spam that
ตกรอบ
S2
หมดแล้ว
and keep himself fully topped off.
Indeed, the Xuan Li was able to damage him, defense break him.
หมายถึง
very,
ว่า
very
ไม่ได้
often,
เข้ารอบ
couple
มา
times
แข่ง
as
อะ
well. So the Nathan, even
ไม่ผ่าน
though
คัด
with
เลื
the
อก
passive, the speed buff
แต่ว่า
for the
มันคัด
Xuan
ยากเลยครับ
Li helped her
24
a
คน
lot
จาก
on
global อะ ท็อป
negating
24 ของแรง
passive coming out from
เอาแค่ 6 คน
Nathan.
อ่า
So I think that Nathan desperately need like a speed buff on his team, and that Fuchu
แต่จะมีคนสละสิทธิ์ประมาณ 4-5 คน
Yeah, I
จ
was
ริงๆก็
gonna
ประ
say,
มาณ
I think the MVP
6 คนจาก
in that
18
game was
19 คน
definitely
ประมาณ
the
นี้
Kathos. If you don't get that S3 off from the
ก็ยากอยู่
Fuchu,
ดีนะ 33%
you can't play. If he got the S3 off, I feel like it's a different game.
maybe he just need a faster Fuchu.
Maybe. Or higher res. Be interesting to see how much res he had on that Fushu and how much accuracy he had on the Kathos to be able to tag it. But key animus in this game, we have the Jean Li. She was the one dealing all the damage in this game, and yeah,
Yeah, she was
massive
absolutely
value
incredible.
getting that speed boost, keeping the defense up, and giving time weave to the rest of his team. The John Lee didn't actually benefit from it, but the rest of the team did.
ถ้าเสียง
Also,
YouTube ดังไป
he
บอก
did
ได้
not go for the obvious what do you call it? Fury edge, and he went for more speed in general, so that his Shuanli is not too slow compared to Nathan or
ใครก็ฝากกดไลค์
the
นะครับขอบคุณมาก
battlefield. So that with the speed buff, you pretty much have the same speed as Nathan, so you don't have to fear the passive just as much.
Yeah, the other thing with going a 12-12 build is it gives you more versatility in terms of whether you're playing turn 1 or turn 2.
สวัสดีครับสุด
But
หล่อ
we
วัช
have the
ปาร์ตี้
highlights from
สวัสดี
some of
คุณ
the
ลูน่า
games. In that game 1, we had
สวัสดีคุณ
the
ที่แท็กเซ็นเตอร์
Nahor
สวัสดีคุณที่
came
ทอนสวัส
out,
ดีคุณ
and we seen the Nahor
Army
masterclass from
คุณทูนี่เอิร์ธคุณจาจีน
maybe should have picked Nahor more.
คุณซาเทลีครับ
Yeah, maybe Nahor was the one.
แอเรียลไม่เก่ง
Maybe.
RTA หรอครับ
Nahor 100%
ไอ
win rate.
แข่งรอบนี้เขาไม่ใช้แอเรียลครับมันยังไม่เข้า
Also,
หมาย
we
ถึงว่า
had Iron being last pick right
มัน
there
เป็น
actually got the ban. He absorbed the ban
ของก่อน
so
แอ
that
เรียลเข้า
Kethos could stay and won the game. Maybe if Iron was not banned and
ถ้า
Kethos
เกิดสมมติว่ามันเข้าแล้วยังไง
Fuchu
ก็
would
ต้อง
have
แบบ
popped
ว่า
the skill
แย่งกับ
3,
เค
even
ทอ
though
น
you
ไอ้ย
have
แย่ง
to
กับ
deal with
นา
the
เทน
buff
อะ
stealing from Iron, maybe that was better than not playing Fuchu at all.
I kind of agree there. I feel like you're able to just focus down the Aaron and then you probably just win. But it's all kind of up in the air now. It's already over. The Aaron was banned. And
กี่คู่ครับ
UA
เพิ่ง
is
จบคู่แรก
out
ไปครับ
with,
UA แพ้
Jean
2-1
Chalmau moving
งง
on
เลย
to the next round. Well done to him.
Congratulations. We have an Asian server player moving on to day number 2, and we will see more of him tomorrow. And now we're moving on to the next couple of the night. We have Riggers, and I think that is Lucky Ilun from the China server.
Yeah, so Riggers plays more of a kind of standard tank playstyle. So we may be seeing a bit of a slightly slower game here, Sean.
Last time I fought Rigger was yesterday, and it was an Amber Merchant in there with Doki Doki.
Yeah.
I think he's locking off Doki Doki. Not sure if he's gonna switch that for the tournament, but we are going to see a whole lot of Amber from coming out from Riggers probably.
Maybe, and I wonder if he's copied even more of my tech and goes for that Jada. I would love to see the Jada
Ooh.
come out, but I don't know if he'll quite pull it out.
Yeah, the Jada tech happening after the balance patch was pretty interesting to see. A lot of people started building
สวัสดีคุณปุ่น
more
ครับ
Jada,
มีมาสเตอร์
and it kind of worked out
ยูเว
pretty
ด้วง
well
เฉย
if you
อันนี้
manage
คือ
to
ตก
get like
แล้วตก
protect
เลย
the
หรือเปล่าค
Jada
รับ
com, but
ผมก็ไม่
it's
มั่นใจเหมือนกันนะ
definitely
เดี๋ยวลอง
vulnerable to different kind of draft. Like
มัน
Luvia could just
ดู
send
ยังไง
the
อะ
Jada away, and suddenly your com has
อัน
like
นี้ปะ
with a lot of cool little
โอ้ตกเลยนะ
tidbits
เพราะ
that
ว่า
we can
ไม่ใช่
expect to
ไม่มี
see
สายล่าง
from each one of these
เป็นแบบว่า
players.
น็อกเอาท์
And I
อัน
wonder
นี้ท็อป
if they
16 นะ แล้วก็
prepared
ชนะก็
a
ไปท็อป
little
8 เลย
pocket pick like the Lilium draft last time, because I don't think Lilium can
อ๋อ
really
แต่ว่า
do too
วันนี้
well
แข่งแค่ท็อป 16 ถูกไหมครับ
anymore.
Well,
Top 8 แข่งพรุ่งนี้
someone might pull it out
Okay.
and show you something different to any of these CC style comps. Because she'll normally be sitting at around 200 res with her stacks and if you play her on Law of Silence without even building her into res.
That's kind of cheating, okay? I don't enjoy that. That reminds me of the peak of what is that card? Give you resistance?
Archon, can you imagine if we had Archon cards still as it was and we had buff Jada? That would be peak.
What was the character that was really good at Archon? The one that put threat on one other person. I think she is pretty much gone for the meta, unfortunately.
I can't remember.
แพ้ตกเลยเหรอครับ เหมือนจะตกเลยครับ ไม่น่า เหมือนจะไม่มีสายล่าง เป็นแบบน็อกเอาท์อะ
Everybody
อารมณ์เหมือน
was
ฟุตบอลโลกอะ
furious about the Archon card.
ฟุตบอลโลก
They nerfed it and she's
รอบ
kind of gone too.
16 ทีม
So we're seeing Riggers here. He has reached rank 1 in the RTA ladder. The ranks kind of fluctuate throughout the season, but he has been at the top for most of this season so far. So
แรงวัน RTA
doing really well. His key animus is
Licker
Fee,
แรงวันนะ
Loan, and Sylvia. I know his Loan is
แรง
very
วันไม่ใช่
fast.
UA
I
กับ
tried
เจ
to
เกอร์
play him
สัก
the
คนหนึ่ง
other day,
ผมลืมแล้ว
and I locked one of my top speed units, and his Loan outsped me.
นาเซนวิลเลจศูนย์ว่าไง
That's pretty insane, huh? That Lowen must
งงแล้ว
be crazy fast. Lowen went from falling off
เจอ
to
Familiar ดิ
being first to pick heavily contested unit because a lot of the strong enemies fall under Lowan taunt and they are absolutely controlled.
โลวาน
And we
พลิ
are
กแร
seeing
ก
Lowan being first pick
ฮะ
coming out
Yeah.
from the enemy. Riggers does not get to play with Lowan, but
อ๋อ
he's
เพราะว่าแบน
gonna
เคทอร์ด้วยมันจะเหลือเล
Maybe these players
Lay
have
XC.
played on ladder, and he knows that Riggers Luan is super fast. So I was saying in the
อ๋อ
previous
เขา
game,
ทำ
I'm
งานบ้านมา
surprised
แล้ว
we
บอกว่า
weren't
แล้วรู้ว่า
seeing
ลิกเกอร์โลวาน
Luan
เร็วจัดเลย
first
ตัดเลยเหรอ
second rotation in that first game.
ใช่เหรอ Luan พลิกแรกอะ
Because it's just so powerful at the moment. But we're seeing the Sharon here on 2. What is he going to lock with this? Goes for the Thea.
โอ้ยยังไงก็โดนนี่ปะ
Catchy is
ยังไงก็โดนคาชีล็อกกลางอย่างเงี้ย
Indeed, I think that's an easy, catchy lock for Riggers to deal with a Sharon, and potentially even deal with the Lowan because I've been using it against Lowan. When you buff immunity, you still get hit, but at
ไม่
least
ใส่
you're
ใจ
not
ก็
getting
ดี
taunted
ไปใส่
and
เอมเบอร์
still punch the
ใช่ครับ
other enemy
ไม่มีบาสปีดเลย
beside Lowan, pretty much. But we got
อ๋อ
the
ผู้ชิวแทน
classic season 0
Fushu.
Fushu lock. Oh my god! Back then to go first pick Tiamat into Fushu lock.
So I know from speaking to Riggers really likes these comps.
ยังไงแต่ยังไงตัว5ต้องดาเมจแล้วไอ้ตัว4ตัว4ตรงเนี้ย
So if
ต้อง
you
ดาเมจ
look
ก่อน
at his
เอ
team
อ
at the moment, he has a speed boost
ถ้า
on
กด
Sylvia.
คาชิตรงนี้เดี๋ยว
The
มันจะแพ้
turn
โลวาน
from Janchi, and if that Fushu gets
เพราะว่ามันจะเหลือ
the
damage
off, he has another speed
แค่ตัว
boost
เดียว
and
ยังไง
more
ตัว
turn
5เขาโดนบังคับอีก
He's going for that Raymarie. The Raymarie's on forced Wellspring on Amber. And then we're seeing the Asal with the Aaron as an answer to that. So what is Riggers going to go for here on 5?
Wow, a
ผมว่ามีโอกาสที่จะเป็นลิเลียมจ
modern.
ริง
That's like 2
There's
seasons
the
ago.
Lilium.
Oh, maybe that's gonna be to punish the Sharon, but that might have to be an Asal ban. Asal seems really good into everybody at the moment.
I don't know. Maybe you let through that Asal and just S3 the Asal with the
อาจจะเป็นไอรอนก็ได้นะ
Lilium, then you get
ป่ะ
a guaranteed S1 execute with the Raymarie.
ไว้ชอบ
We
เลย
shall see, but it is
No,
going
the
to be
Asal
an
is
Asal
taken out.
ban.
And the
Sylvia
Sylvia.
getting banned now.
So this Lilium will be going in, just trying to get a one-shot, probably on whoever doesn't have the Aaron buff.
ที่ผมว่าแบน
That looks
ไอรอน
like
เก่งกว่าปะ
a pretty fast Sharon, so that might be the Lilium victim right there.
It might be.
เพราะว่าเดี๋ยว
If-
ลิเลียม
I
แทง
don't know if he'll
แล้ว
be
ก็
able to get
execute ได้เลย
through that
Delay.
Aaron buff if he decides to put the buff onto the Sharon.
Oh, we got the Lowan going straight into the Lilium. Lilium's gonna be the
Goes onto
target.
the Lilium.
อย่างนี้ไอรอนการ์ดโอเคเนี่ยชารอนก็ไม่ตายละ
It has been put onto the Sharon. I think this is going to make it really difficult to kill. And this Sharon's actually going to lap ahead. She's already taking a second turn before this Fushu's got her S3 off.
แต่อย่างนี้ก็น่าจะแทงนี่แหละ แทงไอรอนนะผมว่า
I think the Fuchu will get the S3 off regardless, and that's gonna be very complicated. But you can see that the well
อุ้ย
spring
เพิ่งเห็น
build
ว่า
is
อันนี้
absolutely
เป็นนี่แหละ
one tap.
เลเป็น
So
And
much
that's why
Amber.
people are running away from the Wellspring build on Raymarie, right? Because you get one tap so quickly by the Sharon.
ผมว่าอันติได้ปะอันติแล้ว
What do you do here?
ถ้าเกิด
Do you just S1?
Lilium
I don't
เร็ว
feel
พอ
like
น่า
you
จะแซง
want to press the S3
Fia ขึ้นมา
because it's going to give the Fia far too much damage when she takes a turn.
Yeah, I think you probably
Anti-
have to
Oh, he
just
goes for
one
the
the
S3.
Iron
โอ้ยแต่ลบไม่ออก
for the S3.
อุ้ยเดี๋ยว
Give
เดี๋ยว
him free
ตายเลย
damage
วะ
to
เนี่ย
this Fia Amelia.
Does this Lilium survive here? I don't know if he's maybe put over too many debuffs and now the Lilium's just going to die. I feel
ลิ
like
เลียม
it's
มี
gonna
โอกาส
be really
ตายนะเนี่ย
close.
ถือว่าเอ้ยแสงขึ้นมา
Oh, the Lilium's gonna get a
Oh,
turn right there.
Lilium. Oh, never mind.
Mayberry get a turn as well.
อุ้ยตายเลย
Oh,
โดนใบเชียว
God.
ตาย
Wait
โดนใบ
a
เชียวอยู่ตายเลย
minute, That is beautiful calculation.
ใช่เหรอวะ
Wow.
ดีฟูเทคูเลชันเขาตั้งใจเป็นอย่างเงี้ยโอ้แต่สับไม่เข้าอยู่ดี
Not very much. The Sharon's still alive. And
โอ้ยจบแล้วว่าแพ้แล้ว
But Riggers is
จีนแพ้แล้ว
in a pretty comfortable spot now. He has the Ambers proccing on both of his units, and he really doesn't have a way to deal with this Lilium anymore.
Wow. I was so impressed. He knew that the
เขา
Titan is gonna
มันแอมเบอร์หมดเลยยังไงชารอนก็ไม่ไหวปะ
Lowan together with the Raymarie skill 3 with the
เนี่ยเขามาชารอน
Swansea buff
โดนจิ้ม
already applied because he didn't care about the Fia cleansing it at all. He just wanted to make sure that he
อุ้ยแต่
killed
แต่
the
หนาจัดเลย
Yeah, this Lilium is just kind of running this game now. There's nothing he can do about
ก
it.
ด2ได้นะ
So
ก
he's
ด
going to be
2
able
ตันชารอนก่อน
to. Does he go for the stun here? Potentially, you can't really stun the
Wait.
Aaron because if you stun the
Ow.
Aaron,
May-
he's
may
just going to
stun
cleanse it anyway. And if you try to stun the Sharon, then he can transfer that across.
I think if I'm Rigger, I will just skill
แต่
one
ตันไป
Lilium
ชารอนมัน
until
ออก
I
ก่อน
get
อยู่แล้ว
another
นี่ถู
skill
กไหม
3
ก็
because I would
เสีย
never
เทิร์นไป
die
เลย
that way. Like he would never be able to kill me. Every time you move with the skill 1 together with the Fuchu extra healing, you just gain back to almost full HP. And Sharon is literally nothing to Lilium. And Fia only get to do a bit of damage once in a while, so that's not really a problem as well. So does Lilium just have to skill 1 until she can S3 again? And maybe just kill the Iron, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I would probably be focusing down the Aaron, just because then you can remove that buff off of the Sharon and
ลิ
just
เลียม
make
บิว
her
ไหนดูไม่
easier
ทัน
to kill.
แล้วผมก็มัน
It does
ลื
go
ม
for
ดู
the
ว่า
S3 here.
มีบัตรบาสป่ะลิเลียม
The Aaron's getting pretty
อ๋อ
low.
แต่ว่า
He's still
จังหวะ
one
ที่
turn
เล
away
โดด
from
มัน
the
นี่นะ
Fia
โดน
S3,
ไทเกอ
but
ร์
there's only one stack
มาร์ค
left,
หัวไว้มันเลย
which
แรง
means
จั
the
ด
next debuff that comes up will actually proc.
Wait.
S2's not quite enough to kill her, but that
มีอันติด้วย
procs the Fia.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage on the enemy. Swan-Chi almost died right there. Swan-Chi is probably gonna die here.
ต้นชี้ตายแล้ว แต่ถ้าต้นชี้ตาย
He dies to the debuffs. I don't think you
Leding.
touch him because if you touch
จ
him,
ริง
he's
ๆทำไม
gonna
เขาไม่
heal
ฆ่า
up.
ไอรอนวะ
You
ผม
just
งงว่ะ
S1 someone else.
งั้นผมน่าจะสับไอรอน
That's
ก่อน
another
วะ
Fuchu. You maybe get oh
Oh,
he does more than enough to finish
But
on
man-
the Swan-Chi.
มันตี
Trigger the
ตี
Rain
นั่น
Mary,
ไม่เข้าอ่ะ
putting
ดิ
more dots onto the enemy team. Fuchu is under a lot of pressure. Look at that damage though.
this is coming
these
down to
Fuchu-
the wire.
อย่างงี้มันก็ดึงเรื่อยๆ
This
อ่ะ
Lilium's still a problem. Even if you kill the Fushu, how do you deal with the Lilium?
I think you still have the fear to potentially kill the Lilium right there. It's just that you gotta make it quick. We don't have time here. We have to finish off the Ray Mary. We have to finish off the.
แต่
the
ผู้ฉิวกลางอยู่นะ
Fuchu.
ยังไงเลยเนี่ย
Here's
ผ
a
มว่ายัง
moment
ไม่น่า
where
ตาย
he can potentially have enough dots to finish off the Fuchu if he gets another turn. And remember,
That's a
this
lot
Ray
of
Mary
dots
is
on
on
that.
โอ้ย
Wellspring.
ตายไปแล้ว
Oh, this
Don't
is
say
It
that.
has the
scary. This is
S3
scary
here.
part.
How much damage
อ๋อ
is
เอ
this?
อ
Now keep in mind,
เอ๊ะ ใช่เหรอ
below the 60% threshold.
เอาจบแล้ว
It kills!
Oh,
แรงจัด
that's GG. Without the passive, the dot is not gonna be nowhere near enough to kill
สวัสดี
this
คุณ
super
โซ่ครับ
tanky unit. I think it's over.
I think it is. I think he just kills the Aaron now with the Lilium, and then there's no chance for or just terminates with the
Joblah.
Raymery. I know Rigger's Raymery is pretty strong, but that is game 1 to
ชาลอนอึด
Rigger.
ครับ เพราะว่าไอรอนมันกาดให้ไง
Wow, beautiful.
ไอรอนกาดมันจะ
showcase
แบบอึด
of
ประมาณขึ้นมา 50 เปอร์เลย
play
เพราะว่ามันไม่ใช่
being
แค่
used in the match.
ลดดาเมจ
Well
มันยัง
done
แชร์เลือด
from Riggers. And we also saw the Lilium being used really, really well into the Sharon to counter one of the strongest debuff character in the game that we saw completely dominated the Ray Mary, dominated the Swan-Chi as well. But it's the Lilium that
อันนี้เลที่เอามาแก้ชาลอนเลย
Yeah, and Lilium's one of those units that is always kind of good on have an answer to the Lilium. You can just punish that Sharon, especially if that Sharon's on a faster build, which most of them are because they need to get that S3 off before the enemy team moves to help her cycle. You can just one-shot her. If she didn't have that Aaron, the Sharon was dead.
Indeed. So maybe
แต่
the
ทีมที่ของจริง
ban
ผม
would
ว่า
be
ก็ดับ
on the
ดับ
Lilium
คันสมองอะนะ
if, I
มีทั้ง
can't
โล
remember
วาน
what
มี
he
เฟีย
banned right there. Oh, he banned
มันทำให้
Sia, which
ดาบยาก
is
ขึ้น
also
พอเจอ
really
เฟีย
big.
เราก็อยากกดทิวมา
The issue here is I think Rigger's just won in draft because if
แต่
he
กดไอ้นี่
bans
มา
the,
คาชิล็อกกลางก็
the
เหนื่อย
Lilium,
ก็เหนื่อยอ
then
ยู่
the
กลัว
Sylvia
ไม่มี
can
ฮิว
just S3 and get rid of all the Sharon buffs, and his Fushu would then have permanent S3 uptime because she would press that S3, get off, and then he can just keep sending her back with the Sylvia, so she'll always be in there. So you'd have a really difficult time actually getting through that. But he did have the Loan, so there was maybe a chance because the healing would be reduced on one unit. It's just who would you focus?
Also, I think the problem with these drafts are the early Sharon is kind of vulnerable to a couple of different kind of
ผมคิด
things.
เหมือน
And we saw one of the
เหมือน
things
ชอนบีเลยบอกว่า
that is going to
การ
be
หยิบ
really
ชาลอน
exploited
เร็วๆอ่ะ
the
มันไม่
early
ค่อยเก่ง
Sharon draft. You might
ห
be
ยิบ
able to
ฟิก
kill
สอง
the
อะไร
rest
เงี้
of
ย
the
ฟิก
team
สอง
and
ฟิก
then
แรก
Lilium
ล็อกกลาง
will
อ่ะ
hunt
ผมว่า
you
ชาลอน
down
ไม่ค่อยเก่ง
no matter what.
ถ้าเกิดเริ่ม
Here
ยิ่งเริ่ม
is
ก่อน
the
เนี่ย
key animus. It is the Lilium.
แต่ถ้าเกิดแบบหยิบฟิก4ฟิก5แล้วบอกว่าเขาแบบไม่มีตัวล้างหนัก
So going for
ไม่มีเฟียไม่มีลิเลียม ไม่มีซิลเวียไม่มีคาชิ
so it has a
ก็ถึงจะอยาก
little
กด
bit
นะ
more survivability the lower it gets, but also deals more damage. So helps her heal with that S1 and gives her a little bit more tankiness. I think
Yeah, I
the
think that-
Tiger Intel actually came in really clutch there. A lot of people run on the what is it called? Law of Silence. But because you're running her into Sharon strips. So what's the point?
Indeed. But I really can't bring myself to farm that boss to get a better tire yin. So maybe the next shell lab is gonna be for my Lilium. But my Lilium is also P1, so I'm not too sure about that one. Maybe I'm gonna rely on other strategy.
เพราะว่าลิเลียมถ้าจะเก่งอย่างน้อยต้อง C2
Especially using
P1
Kachiga
P2 ใช่
But
ได้
moving
คิด
on
เล
to
ท
the second
ได้ทำส
game,
เตต
now we
ง่าย
know that the
ๆถ้า
Lilium is
P1
a
แบบที่
very
ชอนบีบอก
high
น่าจะเหนื่อย
damage
อยู่
Lilium.
เล่น
And
ยาก
that is the kind of Lilium that you use to counter CC, but would die immediately.
จังหวะทีเผลอครับเจอดอทไหลใต้หมด
So if you switch your strategy a little bit and not pick an Iron last, maybe pick a damage dealer to kill the Lilium, that could have been a different story.
Maybe, but it would need to be fast enough to get off before all of Riggers gets his Fushu S3 off. Oh, we're back into draft. Going for the Kethos first pick from Riggers. Kachi is out and
Kethos
Nathan
first pick.
is out. We're seeing the Loan first pick again on the other side.
Loan
Along with the Sylvia this time.
ซิลเวียถ้าผมจะกด
Funny
เล
how we have seen a lot
ซิล
of
เวียไม่ก็
flashy
XC
pre-ban.
ซิลเวีย
This unit proved to be quite a problem for these pro players to deal with, and they choose to just pre-ban it instead. So if they can play with their
ยังไงต้องเฟียร์ล็อกกลางป่ะ
Sharon,
เนี่ย
or if they can play with their Xuan Chi, that's gonna be much more comfortable.
Yeah,
ยังไงผม
and
ว่าละ
going for that
เพราะว่าโดน
Zhang
เฟียร์ล็อกกลาง
Qi,
สวนมานี่
getting him
เหงาอยู่
back. So he has
XC
turn meter
เดี๋ยวเล่นยาก
manipulation from the Zhang
ต้อง
Qi
ตัดมาก่อน
a little bit
ถึง
from
มันจะแพ้
Thea,
โลวานแต่ว่าถ้าเกิดเรา
and kind of from Kethos in the
กดล่อ
final
ให้เขา
of
ได้
that
มาร์ค
basket.
เฟีย
So a
มันจะ
lot of
ตัวอื่นมันจะไม่โดนมาร์กไง
cycling
ตัว
on
ดาเมจ
both sides, really.
Ooh, now the
Taking
Fushu.
away the Fushu.
ผมว่าต้องฟูลชิลแหละเพราะว่าฟูลชิลล็อกกลางมันจะสู้ฟิล์มเดียวล็อกกลางได้
Both team locked in healer, but that is a very early Azo coming out from Lucky Loon.
Now,
Okay,
what
น่าจะ
is
โดน
the
เล
answer with here? Does he go for that Raymery again? I know he really does
Charlotte.
like the Raymery. Oh,
ถ้ากดชาลอนก็โดน
switches over to
XC
Sharon. It's
ลิ
not
เลียม
Missile.
So he's kind of asking
ไม่ XC
for the
คาชิลิเลียม
last pick Lilium once again. So maybe this time
เอาคาชิแบนไปแล้วด้วย
he expects
เออว่ะ
Lilium and he
เหลือ
has
ตัวแล้วมั้ง
the
นะ
last pick and he knows what
เล
he's
เหรอ
going for.
อ๋อแต่เลเขาเป็นนี่ไง เล
So
เขา
we're
เป็นแอม
seeing
เบอร์
that
มันสู้กับ
Raymery
ชาลอนได้
hovered from Riggers and locked. So final pick, what will it be? Will he go for that Lilium
แล้วคือเล
again?
เล
And
เป็นแอมเบอร์ที่แบบว่าใส่
there's gonna be an
เวล
answer
สปริง
of
ว่ะ
potentially
ผม
another
งงเลย
damage dealer to just be able to get rid of it.
มันเก่งใช่ไหม
What's it going to be coming out from Rager's last pick? It was the Lilium last game to counter the Sharon. It will be the Lilium once
Lilium
again.
again. Very similar draft.
ยังไงไป
Just
XC
the
แล้ว
Fushu
ได้แบงค์ L
swapped over. Oh, for the Fia. And we are
เฮ้ย
seeing
ถ้าเป็น
the
แอสเซลผม
Sal
เขาจะไม่
this
อาจจะไม่แบน
time
นะ
as the
แต่ถ้าเป็น L
Nope,
แบนแน่นอน
swap to the
รอเตอ
Zhang
ร์
Li last second, just baiting me.
Oh, Xuan Li getting picked up right there. Xuan Li with Fuchu. That's a lot of shield and speed buff coming out.
แบนเค
So
ทอส
a lot of tempo coming out
เอาไม่แบนว่ะ
from Lucky Loon
แบ
right
นโลวานเหรอ
now. Riggers will lose the Kethos but get to keep the Lilium once again. Is this Lilium gonna do enough against the Sharon Xuan Li combo?
ไหวกับ
I
XL
would
อ่ะ
assume
ผ
the
มไม่รู้อะ
Sylvia is tuned to go first.
ผมว่า
because you want
ซิลเวีย
that
เล่นกับ
Sylvia
L ก็
to
โหด
go
นะ
before the Sharon. Otherwise, you would potentially strip off your own dots.
มันเข้าเทิร์นบ่อย
Oh,
Yeah,
and
so
that is what happened. We got a Sharon moving after. So
เพราะเขาเทิร์นบ่อยแล้วมัน
all the
ได้
dots,
พามวิป
but we have Amber, we have Fia, so it's not as effective as you want.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be a really difficult time to deal with this Lilium. He's going to have to focus the Lilium down with this Zhang Li, try and get her out. But he doesn't have the Aaron this time to be able to give him that extra safety.
ยกเว้นว่า
I think he might be
จะ
able
ลบ
to
ลู
do
ก
it
แก้วออก
though,
ก่อน
with the speed buff because he's got
แล้ว
the
ลิเลียม
Sharon
แทง
coming back round with
แล้วก็
the
execute
Sylvia. Probably
น่าจะไหว
2 hits from the Zhang Li, and that Lilium's probably dead.
Wow, look at all that amount of protection. That is so much buff going on. And the Xuan
แต่ว่าเขา
Chi
เด้ง
managed to
สู้
get
ดิ
some buff off, but we get
He
more
did that.
buff.
He did
ผม
actually
ว่าจ
strip
ริง
the defense buff off the
ๆ
Zhang
จริง
Li,
ๆต้องแบน
which is
XL ป่ะผมงง
massive,
ว่ะ
because it means that when the Zhang Chi's going into her, he's going to deal with significantly more damage. But the
we
Lilium
did see
is
the
down.
Lilium gone now. Yup, that is
จะสู้
gone.
XL ได้เหรอ
Sharon's gonna be one hell of a unit after this.
หรือเขา
It's
กล่าวว่า
gonna be
เฟีย
hard to
เด้ง
deal
แล้วแบบ
with now without the
ตัวสกิล
Lilium
เดฟมัน
here.
แพ้อะก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันอาจจะใช่
Even if you do a lot of damage into the Sharon, there's still a Fuchu, smaller healing
ก็ไม่แรงข
to
นาดนั้น
keep you alive. I think that's not gonna be easy
โอ้ได้
for
คิดได้เถิน
Riggers to actually bring
เธอ
down
น่า
the
ได้
Sharon,
เด้งอีกแล้ว
and this Sharon's gonna be an absolute
ดี
nightmare
ขวา
to
ปะ
deal with.
Yeah,
Oh, look
I
out.
think this game's already looking pretty rough for Riggers because he's not going to be able to get
โอ้แต่เด้ง
enough
สู้อยู่ดี
damage, as you say.
แต่ลูกแก้วหมด
maybe.
แล้วมีโอกาสตายไหมกด
I mean,
That
that
was
was
a
some
lot of
damage.
damage.
Ooh.
97
Oh, he could
He's
not
at
do it.
โอ้
97.
ถ้าร้อย
He's
นี่
at 97.
ตายเลยอะ
Oh,
XL
but is he going to? Oh, I think he's gonna. Oh, he got another AOE. Is that gonna be enough though? It's low HP. The gladiator. Barely enough once again. Oh my God, he lost the chance to
And
finish
he's
off
in
the
the
Sean Lee.
amber.
หิวปะ
Look at all
ยัง
that
ไม่ได้หิวนะ
movement from the
กด
Sean
หิว
Lee.
ไปก่อน
Close.
กด2แหละ
Oh, what is he
That
gonna do
was
here?
so close.
Oh, that
อัน
is
นี้เฟียร์เด้ง
healing.
No.
ก็จิ้มให้เลยนะ จิ้มเฟียร์ไปวะ
That is
เอ้ย
GG.
ไม่ได้วะ
I think that's GG because the
Oh,
Sharon
died,
is just
okay.
going to S1 here. She waits for the Raymarie to come back out, and then she can S3 the Raymarie again, put all those dots back up, and do massive damage to the Raymarie.
Oh, this might be able to do something to the
Boom.
Sean Lee. Maybe
Ui,
the
lẹ-
Sean
làng
Lee is
nè.
still alive, but this Sean
Oh,
might
wait,
be able to
he killed
finish
you
on the
with
โอ้
Sean
ตาย
Lee.
He does!
Oh, he
ตายเลย
managed to finish off. That is a very
Oh.
strong Sean Chi. Oh my God.
And he still has Amber on the Zhongqi. So if he's able to get through the Sharon now, then there's
แต่
no
ผมว่า
damage on
เฟียร์
the
จะตาย
side
แล้ว
of
รอบ
that.
นี้ถูกไหม
Wow. But
Me
that
and T.
Sean Chi hit so hard because I think the Sean Lee had the blue buff on, and that could not
Oi.
allow her to survive this crazy high stat Sean Chi. Because I think this Sean Chi has higher defense, so
น่าตายแล้ว
the
เฟียร์
defense
ปะวะ
kicked in and do really,
Okay.
really well. Oh, the damage!
อุ้ยแต่เลเด้ง
That's
อั
a
นเนี้ย
lot of But he's sent the S3 now, which means he doesn't have the S3 for the Raymarie. So the Raymarie's actually going to be able to do some work here. And she's already at 94 stacks. She's going to be proccing pretty soon.
I think he needs to get some.
ผมว่ากดอันติก่อน
healing
นะ
right
โอ
there.
เคเอา
He is
มา
gonna
ปอบ
go
บาง
for
ออก
skill to
ไม่งั้น
get
โดน
rid
แรง
of the
ชาลอนแพ้
debuff
คือตายคือ
on
แพ้
the Sharon and potentially allowing the
นี่ก็
Sharon
สอง
to
ได้
put the Sean
สอง
Chi
ชาลอนไป
into
เลย
Amber, but we are
จะได้ไม่โดน
we have this
Ball back.
Raymarie taking time bomb coming out of Amber very very soon.
Yeah, we do. And the Fushu only has one turn left of the Moonlit Veil. So I think she actually runs out.
น่าจะเป็นที่ผมปะงงว่ะทางนั้น
Of the Moonlit Veil. So I think she actually runs out of that here. And then the
Yep.
Raymarie damage should actually stick.
อ้าว what เป็ดที่ไหนเนี่ยสตรีมผมยังไม่หลุดปะงงเลย
Yep, that's gonna hurt a whole
เป็นเหมือน
lot.
กันปะ
This is very very tanky as well. Coming in hard. Oh,
เนี่ยคนอื่นก็เป็นนะ
he got the big stun onto the Fuchu.
He stunned the Fushu.
โอ้ยแต่ผู้ชิวไม่ได้กลางแล้วอะ
There's no way to bring this Fuchu up. Oh, but look
He
at the
has-
dot.
he
It's
has
coming.
the S3.
Me
He
and
has
T.
the S3. He should be able to
like-
cycle back round.
Oh my God.
I feel like
think
you
he
have
should
to
have
go
gone
for
for the
the
Sharon,
Sharon.
no?
Yeah.
ให้มันกระตุกว่ะ
Yeah, he let this happen. I think the Sean Lee is probably gonna, the Sean Chi's gonna die here, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Anti.
The Raymarie is not gonna get a
Sat.
turn, and the Fuchu is gonna get a skill 3
Ui.
up. Still not enough damage.
มีฮิวปะมีฮิวด้วย
Oh no.
ห้ามกด3นะ
That
ต้องกด2
might
เดียว
be over.
โอเค
That might
แล้ว
be
ผู้ชิวมีอันติ
over.
โอ้จบ
The
แล้ว
shield's
And the
back
Fushu
up.
gets the S3 off. I feel like you
don't
had
think
to. I feel like you had to just full send on the Sharon. If you kill the Sharon, he has no damage on his team.
I agree, and this Sharon gets to move another
ต้องขาย
couple
SC ไปก่อนนะ
times here. This
ไม่งั้น
Sharon
โดน
is free to put out
กด
dots
หนึ่
and
งใส่
damage. The damage from Raymarie might be really good, but we are not at a point where it's gonna be that good just yet.
Oh,
doing
it's still
stuff.
a decent amount. Can he terminate here? Can he S1 terminate? No, he gets left.
Oh.
No, he's gonna be
ตายเลย
terminated. The game is over for Riggers. Oh, he went for the Fuchu. That was, I think that might have been the misplay of the match.
That was so much damage from that Sharon there. But like you say, I think if he had went for that Sharon, there's a
ยัง
good
อยู่นะครับ
chance he kills. It's
อยู่
not
ทุกครั้ง
a
ช่องหลัก
fast Sharon,
ผมก็
so
งง
his
เลย
Shang-Chi would deal good damage to it with that S1, and then he'd be able to S1, S2 proc with the Ray. It maybe kills.
That could have been a greedy play. That could have been a very greedy play. Not from Riggers. Unfortunately for him, he did not secure the ticket to tomorrow just yet. We are going
แต่มี
for game
XL
3
ชนะเลยปะ
of this.
Are we going to see another reverse
Li-
sweep here, Sean?
Li- rate 100
Are
ตอน
we
นี้
going
ผม
to
ลืม
see
ละ
it happen to another global player?
if they keep making these little misplay, could very well be nothing stopping the other player from capitalizing on the
ที่ทำไม
misplay.
เขา
I think
ตอนเลือกตัวไม่
the
ให้
play
นี่ด้วย
from
วะไม่ให้ดูในเกม
Vanguard
ด้วย
was
งงว่ะ
so happy that he saw Rigger just suddenly went for the food.
ถ้าดูในเกมจะได้เห็นเชลได้
that is not
คน
a bloodbath that could
คนที่ดู
die
ทางบ้านจะได้
from
วิเคราะห์นะ
that
สนุกกว่า
very well built
อันนี้ไม่เห็นเลย
shot as well.
Yeah, that Jean
ผมว่า
was
เขาควร
dealing
แก้
with
ไม่แก้
massive amounts of damage. You seen it into that Jean Lee. He was hitting for a lot, but
ถ้าถึงตัดมาแค่ตอนที่บอกว่า
hey,
สู้กัน
misplays happen, and we don't know. It may not have killed. Riggers might actually know the damage better than us. To be fair.
True. Potentially, but
So what
it
do you
could have
think is
as
going to
well.
have to move? I think it would have. What do you think is going to have to change up here in this game 3 from the side of Riggers?
I'm
Because
not
we've
too
seen
sure
basically
here.
the same draft every time.
Pretty much. So we're seeing that the Chinese player really enjoys Sharon, and Rigger's trying to fight with that with the Lilium. It worked out once. It did not work out against because the other Sharon player picked up a damage dealer so that he could get rid of the Lilium as quickly as possible instead of relying on the Iron for turn cycling. So if he go back with the same strategy, that could be a problem.
สวัสดีคุณ
Maybe we
เอิร์ธ
see
อ
a
มบวยครับ
different
ดี
pre-ban
ครับยู
this
เอ
time
เก๊ก
around.
แข่งยัง
Like
ครับ
now, UA got
ยูเอตกรอบไปแล้วครับแพ้ไป 2-1 แข่ง
Yeah,
คู่แรกเลย
maybe. And we're
แต่เก๊ก
seeing
เกอร์ยังไม่ได้
this,
แข่ง
Sharon as the key animus. 77% of the overall damage was on that Swift Wellspring Swift Smite build and on Sentinel, so it gives a little bit more survivability, but still pretty squishy. She will have round about 60,000 health, but when you're hitting that with the Lilium, it's still one shot.
Yeah, and I think that Xuan Chi would
ผม
probably
ก็ใส่อย่างนี้
do
นะ
like 30k
ชาลอน
easily as well with the
8
skill.
วิว12 สวิป
Yeah, so I do think.
แต่ไม่จำได้ว่าเลือดผม
think
60,000หรือเปล่า
the Jean-Chi S1 with
น่าจะ
the
60,000 แหละ
Raymarie S1 into S2 probably kills. Does the Fushu and the Sylvia solo from there? Maybe. I find it hard to see it, but it maybe does.
Nah, I don't think so. Fuchu is not gonna get any turn anyway. Like after pressing S3, you don't even get proper turn anytime soon. So I think the Raymarie could have easily destroyed that double healer combo without the help of Xuan Chi even.
Yeah. Well, it's all on the line for both of these players now. Will Lucky Loon or Riggers go through?
We shall see. Can we get a global player to qualify for tomorrow? Like, what is going on over here? Okay, Bob? Is
Maybe.
the global server
It's,
not
it's,
up
it's looking
to
rough.
standard anymore?
Hey, that's why me and you are here and we're not competing.
มัน
Exactly.
คือเล็กตรงช่องตัวเลือกใหม่ครับว่าใส่โม
And
ดูล
like,
เชล
we
เป็น
got
เป็นไร
ourselves rank
อ๋อ
one of global getting
ผมไม่สังเกตเลย เดี๋ยวต้องดูอีก
left
ที
and right. But that's
แต่บาง
thing
ทีดู
about
ไม่ทันหรือไม่เคยดู
Etheria
ตัวไม่แน่ใจ
restart is that
ปัญหายูเอโดนตบ
up to a
เก
certain
ม
point,
2 ยูเอสวยมากๆ เกม 3 หลุดครับ
power
อ๋อ
does not really matter
เขาบอกใน
because
ดิสอาร์ที
everyone
ครับ
is now potentially playing on
กลับบ้าน
very
คนแรกเลยยูเอ
similar
เลือกนา
gear
เทน
level.
แพ้ 2 เกม
Here,
ดูพอกับ
level
รองแชมป์
and
ปีที่แล้ว
even
เลย
imprint level. So your drafting, your ability to adapt, to switch your build, your draft just by a little bit can bring you the victory.
Yeah, I feel like once you reach that top kind of 50-ish players, it's more just about in terms of ladder.
แต่ผมว่าทำไม
who's
ลิกเกอร์เขาขึ้นว่า
consistent
เป็น
will be the
แรง
one that
1
comes out
global
and for the ladder. But on any given day, any of them can beat anybody. And
Mà
we're
lạ.
into this game 3. Riggers is getting that Loan for the first time. He's going for it. It's that
Loan
Swift
first pick.
Strive Swift Loan. It is very fast.
Ban
and it will
Kashi.
cycle super quick because when she's getting hit, she's then proccing that S1 to push up again.
Sylvia
and getting that
K-Tot.
Strive proc. But the Kethos answer with the Sylvia answer.
Also, we are seeing like I think the tournament stress getting to him because nobody dare to lock a Doki except for UA.
เนี่ยโดน
and he
เฟียร์
lost, by the way.
เหมือนต้อง
locking
ฟ
the
อร์ส
Doki.
ให้เลือก
And
ผู้
they
ชิวกลาง
just don't dare to do that.
ถ้าเกิด
And
กดอย่าง
they
อื่น
always
แล้วแบบ
go
มันไม่มี
and
ฮิว
default
มันจะสู้
back
เฟียร์ไม่ได้
into
ถ้าเล่น
the
ทีมรับอะ
very safe healer lock that
แบบ
could not really
ตัว
go
ที่เหลือ
wrong.
มันจะมีแบบพวก
But
XL อะไรเงี้ย
oh, look at
อ๋อ
that.
กดนี้
We
เลย
got Azo and Fuchu lock coming
อ๋อ
out.
เขากดผู้
He's
ชิวแทน
kinda
พิกซี่
baiting Rigger into
นั่นแสดงว่าพิก 5 น่าจะนี่แหละพิก 5 จะตัวดาเมจ
Sharon
นะ
last pick.
Yeah.
บอกว่าเก่ง
Easily,
แอสเซา
but
เก่งตอนนี้
Is there a world where Riggers take Sharon and Raymarie here? Would you do
เอ้ย
that?
เก่งปะวะ อย่างนี้โดน
That
โดน
would be
เล
very fun
เฟีย
to
ดิ
see.
ไหม
Because he already has like a
เอ้ย
lock
ก็ไม่
protected
แน่นะ
healer,
เพราะว่า
so He will go into this fight with a
โดนเล
balanced
เฟีย
team,
แล้วเขาพลิก
and we are seeing the
ห้า
amber
Fort
merchant
Band
coming
ได้
out from Riggers. We got amber
Yeah.
everywhere,
ได้
but
โดนเล
There's the Raymarie.
ลูเวีย
We
Raymarie
got
and
no-
Luvia. We're seeing our
Oh.
first Luvia game.
wow, he's going with an off-meta unit. Who would have thought, Bok? That's a Luvia getting drafted right there. Season 0 unit. Nobody used that.
Now, Luvia is a good answer.
But
but
they're
it does
on me.
let that Sharon through. So you
I'll
will
bet that
just be
game
able to S3
Sharon
something away, or do you just think the Luvia
อ
is
ย่าง
a
นี้แบน
first
ใคร
pick?
แบ็กซี่เหรอ
Yeah, Luvia seems
Imagine
really good
Luvia,
into this
Luvia make
Azo
XC.
lock position. I don't think that's the in a
ഔ,
world where
Ben
we
Lowan
have
เหรอ
like a force bulwark Azo
Oh,
here.
we've seen the Loan taken out.
Okay,
The Luvia is
That-
3.
Luvia first game being drafted.
แล้วแต่ผมรู้สึกว่า
and
โล
getting
วาน
play
พอ
is
กดมากกับลูเวีย
See,
ถึงมันจะหน้า
so
ที่
Luvia's
คล้ายกัน
gonna
แต่
be,
ว่า
quite impactful
มัน
here, but let's
เก่ง
see.
จัดเลย
Wow.
อารมณ์เหมือนเราหุบหนึ่งตัวเราก็มาร์กหนึ่งตัว อีกฝ่ายแบบพิ
This
การไปสอง
Asal is on forced bulwark. Is the game not just over? If this Asal is on forced bulwark, is the game not just over?
Nah, he is non-force bulwark. So this Asal
โอเคไม่
is
บวก
gonna
นะ
say goodbye
ไม่ได้
for
force
a
bulwark
little while right there.
ยังไงก็ต้องหุบเอเซลก่อนปะ
And put the Kethos away as well
แบบ
if he wants to.
ห้ามให้มัน
Could also
เอ้ย
put the Sharon away.
แหม
There-
หรือว่า
there's
หุบ
a
เคทอ
lot
ส
of
ได้
options here for Vigors. Who is he going to choose to put
หุบ
away?
เคทอสก็ได้นะ
Man,
And
Amazing.
ignore.
mistake it's too juicy.
ถ้าหุบเค
for
ทอส
the
มันจะไม่
situation
มี
here.
ตัวแทรกเรา
There's so many off bulwark unit. Like I will be picking Luvia and go into a team with full
ผม
bulwark
ว่าหุบเคทอส
all
แห
the
ละ
time. And here he got a
เดี๋ยว
a
ชาลอน
Coming
กวนตีเดี๋ยวมัน
all
เด้ง
the
นี่
way
มา
down, he's got a pick. Took the full 30 seconds there. Who's he sent? It's the
XC จะเด้งขึ้น
Kethos.
มา
He doesn't want his turn stolen.
เพราะว่าดูด
Now,
เกียร์ได้สาม
my
ตัว
dream
ตัว
would
ขวา
be
มี
to
กระต่าย
put the Fuchu away, but unfortunately, that's not an option. But we've got dots
Yeah.
coming out, very very scary. Speed buff is gone, but Fear
ไม่
is
ได้แซงว่ะ
still on bulwark right there. I wonder who this Azo.
แต่ถ้าเกิดสมมุติว่า
Raymarie, because if you let the
XC
Raymarie
ได้
full
anti
stats, she can probably one shot your Azo at some point.
Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be a
โอ้
lot
โห
of damage
ดวงดี
coming
ด้วย
here because he goes for the. I would assume he goes for the
อันตีเสร็จ
S3.
เฟียอันตีต่อ
Or does he just go for the S1 onto
แล้ว
the
ก็
He
Man.
goes for the S3. Then he has the S3 coming up on the Fia with S2, S1. He might actually just be able to terminate the Assault here.
เอซิคิวได้เลยนะยกเว้นว่าแรงเกินแล้วมันตายอะ
Let's
แต่ถ้า
see
ไม่
if
ตาย
it's
อ่ะ
going to
โดน
be
โดนจบ
enough.
เลยโอเคเรียบร้อย
If he
Oh,
strips
maybe enough.
this,
โดนเอซิคิว
if he strips,
ผมว่าไม่ต้องสกิลเลยปะกด
strip and
เห็นปะ
stop
ไม่ต้องส
field,
กิลเลย
he
ร
doesn't
อ
go
เอซิ
for
คิว
it.
เดียว
Oh, he just gets the S1 terminate because it terminates through shields.
เพราะถ้าเกิดกด2เดี๋ยว
Exactly.
แปะ
And
ไม่ติด
is that GG?
มันเด้งขึ้นมาเลือดก็เหนื่อย
I
อยู่
think
don't
it might
think
be.
Sharon has what it
Ani
takes
sure
to
what, let
deal
the- let
with
the-
so many things alone, unfortunately. That's
I
looking
don't- I think
really
you're
good
right.
for Riggers at this point. Sharon's
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
be super
โอเค
focused.
ผมว่าจบแล้วอันเนี้ย
Going back to the Fuchu though.
The Fia's looking super healthy. He still has the Luvia as well, and he can start applying these S. He still has the S2, which will also stop the healing coming out from the rest of the team. Now, if this Kethos is able to get a
โดน
turn
หุบ
and
อีกรอบ
get
ปะ
the
อ๋อไม่มีกระ
cooldown
ต่าย
increase,
ไม่มี
this
มังกร
could be potentially scary for Riggers.
Maybe because the dot will kill everybody, right? And
Yeah,
it is
and if-
โอ้ย
happening
โอ้ยผู้ฉิวไม่ติด
no
เลย
matter whether
And
he
if-
liked it or
แต่
not.
ว่าเลจะเด้งแล้ว
And if he resets the Ambers, then having the Ambers doesn't
ว่า
matter.
ถ้าเกิดโดนเรียมเบอ
If
ร์
the
เหงา
dots
อ
are
ยู่นะ
just
เนี่ย
going to kill it. Could be GG.
I
เค
think
ทอส
that Raymarie
แซ่บ
is
โดนเรียมเบอ
under
ร์ชาลอนอันติ
some
แพ็ก
problem
พลิกได้อยู่
right now because that Kethos
ได้
can definitely do it. But would you think the Kethos could skill 3 into a skill 2, like go a bit greedy?
I don't think I would risk it. I think I would just S2. Because the Sharon, I think, is only one turn away from her S3 again.
But if you S2, you make the Fia move.
อุ้ยติดปะ
Oh, the Fia is gonna move and heal a little bit right there. But I don't think
อ๋อ
that's
แล้ว
gonna
เฟีย
matter.
ล็อกครบร้อยพอดีอย่างงี้โอเคเลยครบร้อย เพราะว่า Fear
Oh, maybe this gonna
โดน
hurt.
โดนพิษ
Is did not do enough damage.
ไม่มีอันติ
Maybe the Raymarie is gonna actually die to the dot damage. You don't
มีโอ
know.
กาสตายนะเล
Oh, he's got
ถูก
the
ว่า
S3
เพราะว่า
now. I
เล
think
เขาไม่
that's
ใช่
the
อัลบัต
thing,
เป็นดู
because
สปริง
the Sharon should be able to lap back round in front. And the Fia can't
เลเข้าเทิร์น
land
ไปอย่างนะ
on
ถ้ายังไม่เข้าเทิร์นโดนรีคูลดาวน์อยู่
Oh, big damage. He did not do it on the Swan Chi though. But I think this gonna be able to finish the Raymarie.
Yeah, so the
But
Raymarie
he
should
does
go
not want to
down
skill
here.
3
โอ้ถ้าเกิด
because that's
จ
gonna
ริง
proc the Fia.
ถ้าเป็นมังกรผมว่า
And the Fia
So
has
would
ชนะแล้วปะ
so would,
available.
so would
Luvian
the
Mangkor นะ
S1 because he's
หุ
able
บ
to
เคทออีกรอบหนึ่ง
transfer the debuff off. So it
ไม่
would
ก็หุบ
proc-
ชาลอนไปเลย
Wait,
he
he
missed.
missed the
He
defense
missed.
break.
No, actually, he didn't. He hit into the Moon Bunny because he can't. Did the Moon Bunny work? No, I
Was
think he
there one
just missed.
bunny in there?
I don't
think
know.
he just missed.
I think he
The
just
Sharon
missed.
kept. Yeah,
But he
the
gets
Sharon
the
was
stun.
applying dot earlier.
อุ้ยตายเลยโดนดึงกูดาว
And the Rayman is
Bravery
gone.
is down.
I think the
แต่ว่า
Fiora
นี่มี
might
อัน
die
ติ
here
ถูกปะ
too.
I think she.
Oh, the Fiora is
เกือบตาย
so lucky.
So close.
อุ้ยแต่ว่าเคทอสโดน
But I think
Stun.
Fuchu
Rough for
and
Riggers,
Kathos is really strong together though, and you definitely know a thing or two about that. They can probably
ด้วยมีหุบหรือมั้ง
take
ผมว่า
down the enemy
หุบ
on their
น่าจะ
own.
หุบน่าจะหุบนี่ไปเลย
He's about to
เอ้า
steal
ตาย
another turn. He does have the stun on though, so he's
จบแล้ว
not actually going to do
Kicker.
anything
โอ้
useful.
เกิร์บอลแพ้หมดเลยเหรอ global
This is
เกิดอะไรขึ้น
over.
Riggers is
Yeah.
going out.
global overlay เหรอหรืออะไร
No, another global player is
Another global
dropping.
reverse sweat. They take game one and then they lose.
They take game one so well, so beautifully done, and suddenly
ทั้ง
they
เสือพี่
forget
เก่ง
how to
แล้ว
play
ได้
the
คำเดียว
enemy.
ว่าจุดจบใส่ซิ่งนี่ครับ
I
เขา
feel
ตัว
like
ละคร
Riggers
จ้อง
had the
ดีๆมีวิว
chance
ให้ดู
in
อยู่
the previous game as
ห้ามกระพริบ
well.
ตาไม่งั้นหายเลยมาไวไปไว
GG, Lucky Loon
สวัสดี
goes
คุณ
through to
ปุ๊ก
the next
สรวิทย์
round.
ครับเพิ่งมาเล่นอารีนาเพิ่งมาเล่น1 อาทิตย์เลยครับเกม
He
นี้
consistently picked
ชอบ
the
มาก
Sharon.
กำลังศึกษาอารีนา
He
เลย
got counterplay
สนุกมากครับแต่ว่าคนไทยไม่ค่อยมีคนเล่นนะ แต่ว่าเกมสนุก
and he wins
ถึงแม้จะออกตัวใหม่ๆแล้วมันโกงเกินอะไรก็ยังสนุกอยู่ดี
and he won. That's crazy.
แค่มัน
He
สนุก
did
น้อย
not
ลงนิดนึง
abandon Sharon at all.
He did not, and he played very well throughout the course of this set. I will say though, for Riggers' first ever time in this competition, done pretty well.
Yeah, that game one where he timed the Tiger Yin to terminate the low end immediately, beautiful. Going into another game with the Amber
เล่น
counter
ชาลอน
the
เก่งจัดครับ
Sharon,
คนนี้
and oops, forgot to kill the Sharon for some reason, and then he got absolutely cooked. And I think
But
game
so-
3, he killed the low he killed the Azo very well.
เกเกอร์ลัสโฮป
And
โกลบอล
then
สตอ
suddenly
รี่
the
มา
Sharon
อีกแล้ว
just took
มี
over
วัชชุ่ม
again.
อีกคนวัชชุ่ม
Yeah,
จริง
I don't know if it
ไมท่าก็โหด
to come back to this
ตอน
and
ผม
talk about that game
ชิงที่ 2 กับไมท่าไปแข่ง
kind of targeting issue, but
ไมท่าแม่งดาวโคตรเก่งเลยอะผมแพ้ 2-0เนี่ยแบบไม่มี
this
ทางสู้
global
อะ
washed
รู้
out.
ตั้งแต่ดาวด้วยว่าแพ้
So far, 2 global players seen, 2 global players out. Are they done? Are they cooked?
ผมก็เคยชอบเกมนี้มากครับ
Secure the casting count, so I think we're good. All right, at least we're here.
หลังจากเจอแบมเบิล
I
เจอ
saw that
ตี
final
ตาม
day.
เจออะไรไปหมด
The last lap.
ก็ไม่ชอบอีกแล้ว
We will.
Exactly, dude. We saw
ชาลอน
the
ทำให้
rise
ซันเนีย
of the
ดูแย่
Chinese player and the
นี่
Asian
ชาลอนไม่
player
ชาลอนไม่มา
Japan,
ซันเนียก็ดูแย่อยู่แล้ว
Korea,
ไม่ต้องให้
too strong.
ชาลอนมาทำดูแย่หรอก
We went to the casting couch instead.
ซันเนียมันโง่
Yeah, I'm
ใช่ปะ
safe here.
ตัว
I'm retired.
Man, Global is absolutely cooked. Can our speed demon do it? I heard Bok glaze axe. All right, might as well call him Professor Axe at this point. Next up, we will have the speed demon, but then his opponent has to be the last cup champion. It has to be the last cup champion. It couldn't be anyone
It does.
else. It's gonna be tough.
It is. And the key animus in that game was that Sharon, 85% of total team damage was dealt by that Sharon. Kind of insane. So much damage out of one unit. And she's just able to cycle so quickly. Those dots, crazy. Why have we not seen an O-ball paired with the Sharon yet, Sean?
It's kind of funny how we thought Sharon's gonna make the dot meta great again, and she is the entire dot meta. She does not need any friend. She does not need your oboe, whatever. She is the dot meta on her own. It's like a factory, but it's only her in there.
Can you imagine if they released another strong dot unit to go alongside her?
I mean, they could just do that
แต่ว่า
with
เหมือน
buffing Shadow Sania if they want to. That'd be very cool.
เหมือนคนนี้
Do
เล่
you
น
know
ชาลอน
what
โห
they
ดนะ
should do? Awakened O-ball.
Oh no. His S2 strip would put out 2 dots per buff that you have. And then he would single-handedly destroy Fuchu, Xuan Li, whatever buffer you have, because he's gonna put like 20 dots immediately.
Is there a unit?
we have
ก็ผมคิดว่ายังไงลิกเกอร์ก็ชนะ
highlights
เพราะว่า
unit
เขา
with
ฆ่าแอสเซล
something
ไว
into
จัดเลย
the highlights?
แต่ว่าผิดคาดว่ะ
It's
So
probably just
in
gonna
this-
be like Sharon going absolutely ham and crazy. But this
ผมว่า
one's
ยังไงถ้าเกิด
beautiful, though.
ลูเวียเป็นมังกรอ่ะ
The
ก็ไหว
buff
นะ
again, prop.
หุบไป2 ที
Riggers
เมื่อ
perfectly
กี้พอ
timed that
เค
Tiger
ทอสหลุดออกมาแล้วแบบว่า
Yin
ไม่มีหุบ
along
ต่อ
with
ก็
the-
คือเหงา
with
เลย
the Raymery. It was very well played. And this one here, I feel like this was in Riggers' grasp and then just kind of fell away there. The Sharon just doing too much work in the end in this game.
Indeed. I think he got it, and then he didn't have it anymore. That was
RTA
cool.
Summoner Wall ผม
Also
เคยเห็น
tapping to kill the
คน
Azo
โยนโทรศัพท์
beautifully
ใส่
done.
กำแพงเลยครับ
But the Sharon
เจอแบบเจออะไรเจอ
it has always
เจอ
been a
EX
Sharon.
เงี้ยเหรอ
In the first
ผมไม่เคยเล่นนะแต่เห็น
Sharon,
คนบ่นกัน
maybe just put a
เคยเห็น
Sharon into
มีคน
the
บ่น
Luvia thing. Maybe that was the plan. Just put the Sharon away.
Maybe. Because the Sharon just deals so much damage and it's just so hard to deal with, even with those Ambers. If you don't have Catchy, she's just a nightmare at times.
Yeah, even with Fear on your team, Fear alone was enough to destroy the debuff CC playstyle for a little while. And then Sharon came and she just absolutely shut down Fear even.
It's interesting. I said to you that Riggers likes to play this playstyle where he tries to take as many turns as possible, and you can kind of see that in the total turns taken. He took nearly twice as many turns, but it didn't matter in the end.
Indeed.
That Sharon just more impactful with the turns she took.
Yeah, you don't need to touch a lot to score a goal, right? You just have
มี
to
8
touch the
คู่
right
นะ
touch.
จริงๆก็ไม่นานๆมากกว่านี้
That's
Exactly.
pretty much it.
8 คู่
So what are we expecting
naan
for
di.
this next game?
คู่เดียวก็ชั่วโมงหนึ่งแล้ว
I want a Giga
แค่สอง
Chat
คู่
Turandot lock into a Yelly.
8 คู่ก็4 ชั่วโมงเหรอ
That would make my day, but I think
would
that's
make
never
your
gonna
day?
happen.
I'm hoping for maybe some more CC. With it being X, I will always hold out hope that there could be a random meal pick.
คอแบบใช้สกอร์ธรรมดาได้ไหมครับ
That would be crazy.
เขาบอก
That
รายละ
would
เอียด
be
ยัง
insane.
ยังไม่เห็นรายละเอียดเลยครับ
From a meal
มาตอนไหนยังไม่รู้เลย
maxer myself. I tried playing her recently. I pressed S2 hoping to deal with the Fuchu. I missed half my debuff and I quit that match immediately. That was very exciting. And I ungeared my meal after that. Very cool.
I think that sounds like a user error, Sean. Maybe a bit of a
Whoa.
skill.
Whoa. I'm getting blamed for a unit with 80% activation. Unbelievable.
Hey, just hit. Just hit.
Just land the freeze, you idiot. Am I right?
Maybe.
22% นะครับ
We're seeing
Yeah.
Lucky Sunny up against X next. Now, Lucky Sunny is the player that pulled out the Doki with the Lilium in the last tournament. So I wonder if he has some secret tech that he's kept hidden that he's going to run out this time.
Maybe it's gonna have a super fast, a crazy. I don't know. It could be what is something new? Tiamat, for example. We haven't seen that in quite some time. Remember back when Tiamat was first pick? Now we don't see that anymore. It's kind of sad. But you know what? I don't miss that.
I missed that. I've changed my Tiamat. She's on like a full tank oath build with that.
เรา
new
วิปั่นนะ
overflow
บอกว่า
set.
ไม่เห็นเทียแมท
Just full
เลย
tank.
แต่ไม่คิดถึงนะ ไม่เห็นเทียแมท
Some
เฟิร์
of
ส
my
พิกเลย
Tiamat has like 0 dupe, and
ชอน
I'm
บี
thinking
ใส่
if I go
ซี
full
ซี
tank
ดิ
like you, I
ใส่
wouldn't
ใส่บุก
tank
ไม่ชอบเทียแมท
Well, mine may be P5. Who knows?
Ooh, that's crazy. Oh, we haven't seen Rahu as well. Maybe that's gonna come back at some point. But then why would you pick Rahu when you can pick Sean Lee? Am I right?
I was going to say, I'm not sure I've seen Rahu picked this whole season.
ผมว่า
Not
ผม
just in this
ผม
tournament.
ควร
I just
รี
don't
ลาหู
think
นะ
I've
ลื
seen
ม
him
รี
picked.
เซ็งว่ะ12 เม็ด
Yeah,
คม
Rahu is just kind of
แต่
gone.
จริงๆก็
guys. Holden might get a
Rahu
little
มาตี
comeback. They
บอส
didn't
ได้
do really well, but Rahu is just gone. Maybe we
Dude.
get to see a Born getting picked as well. Ooh, who would have thought?
Oh, maybe on that new attack scaling card that gives you that shield. You never know. But I want an awakened Kraken. That's what I want to see. I want an awakened Kraken, 2-turn deep freeze
อยาก
on
เห็น
everybody. Sounds
คาเคน
super
เอาเว
awesome.
กเหรอบอก
That sounds crazy. Awaken Kraken pair with Awaken RC, so you can spread the deep freeze on everybody. Make it
And you could do-
3-turn deep freeze.
Exactly. 3-turn deep freeze. Never played a game.
จาก
That
ฟีด
sounds
เป็น
like your
อัพเก็บ
type
เป็น
of
ดริฟ
playstyle,
ฟีดอ่ะ
Sean.
อะไร
Dude, that is so exciting. I remember back then people were locking Lily with Mio and just spam skill on freeze on everybody with Lily Mio combo. That was kind of crazy.
I remember I played into a Bramble Mio who was on Amber, who was just brambling me and freezing me. It was a fun time. There used to be a few interesting builds out there. Let's just say that.
But one healer that was super meta and instantly fell off is the fall of Sania. She is literally gone. Like nobody played the character anymore whatsoever.
She is gone. And if you're looking on the screen right now, you might get your wish, Sean. Lucky Sunny.
อุ้ยแชมป์เก่าเหรอ
units. Turandot,
คนนี้
Yelly, Jean Chi, sorry.
คนนี้
So
ผมเคยเจอ
you
ป่าวะ
might
ทำไม
get to see
จำ
what you
ไม่คุ้น
wanted
เลย
to
วะ
see. You might get to see that turned-out slam with the
จ
Yelly.
ริงๆเพราะว่าอ่านจีนไม่ออกเลยดูเหมือนกันหมดเลย
Damn, what a chat. I like that. So we might get to see some crazy damage play, a
ขอเช็ค
turn
แบบ
dot
เคย
lock,
เจอ
a master race
คน
and
นี้
speed. That's gonna be insane.
ชื่อจีน
Because I'm pretty sure X is gonna go with a Luvia 400 speed lock as well.
Maybe. Do you know what would be interesting? If we see a turn-dot lock and then X just outspeeds him anyway.
That will be massive. And then the turn dot is on Bulwark. I'm like, whoa.
Well, this could be a very quick set. It could be full on and you never know. Every single set so far
ไม่
has
คุ้นเลย
led to game 3. This could be another one. It
ไม่
could
คุ้น
be
ดิ
a quick
จ
2-0 though.
ำจำไม่ได้ว่าเคย
With
เจอว่ะหาไม่เจอ
the
ละ
two fast players, a lot of the time whoever's just the faster player tends to win.
Indeed. But then we'll be sitting here saying all this, and then they're gonna lock full true once again. It's gonna be kind of sad.
Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. I do know X can play Bruiser, and we've seen in the last tournament that Lucky Sunny can as well. He just prefers that more aggressive playstyle.
I think with like Sentinel and having like a Fuchu or Valerian on your team, you can be really fast and still be very tanky at the same time. Back then, if you're not on Bloodbath, you get one shot no matter what. But now you can be on like some random Bulwark build and you be on like a very good Sentinel with decked out chip and you will take hit really well.
Yeah. The chips have definitely changed the way that the kind of meta has shaken up. It will be interesting to see over the next kind of couple of seasons when people are able to build out more cards, how it changes even more. Because right now, people are really focusing on one or two cards, maybe a third, some people. But over time, when they're able to build out more, it'll be more diverse and interesting to see. Is there like a sleeper OP card that you think will be there? We've not seen so much Warden today. I'm a big fan of Warden.
I don't even know if one exists to be honest.
ตอนนั้นเขาไม่น่าเนิร์ฟฟรีดเลยเมตา
the
ไม่
one
ค่อยห
where
ลาก
you
หลาย
heal and then you boost Torpedo.
จริงๆแต่ว่าตอนนั้นเนิร์ฟก็โอเคแล้วแต่ว่าหลังจากซีซั่นนั้นอ่ะควรบัฟกลับมาหน่อยนะผมว่าตอนนั้นมันเก่งจริงแหละไอ้ฟีดอะแต่ว่าพอตัวใหม่ๆมันเข้ามามันมีตัวรางเยอะขึ้นมีตัวที่แบบมาแก้ซีซีแบบแก้พวกทำดาเมจได้แล้วก็ซีซีได้แล้วก็อะไรเงี้ยฟีดมันก็เหงาอะแบบในเวทก็เก่งขึ้นแล้วก็บัฟฟีดกลับมาหน่อยก็ได้แต่ไม่บัฟเลย
could actually be on a very fast build as a bridge or opener unit.
ส่วนชีพิกแรกเหรอแสดงว่าเร็วเหรอส่วนชีเร็วเหรอ
So Bloodbath Strive tends to lean towards more the 300 speed, so it's kind of a
แต่ไม่มีใครกดเลพิกแรกนะ
Or could be all red speed, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like 320.
ผมเข้าใจแล้วแหละว่าเขาไม่อยากกดซีเวียพิกแรกเพราะว่าซีเวียมันไม่ใช่ตัวดาเมจกดมาแล้วโดนแย่งดาเมจก็จะเหนื่อย
Sharon taken again. This time Kachi is open though.
Oh, he's going back to the fear locked draft. So they are playing very careful. I think Cleave is great, but you only can do it for like one win and then you hide it again. It's like a surprise attack and then you don't do it again. And they
อ๋อต้องดูนี่นะ
next game.
เมื่อกี้ตอนมันเขากดขึ้นมามันจะมีเชลนะ
X still has a pretty flexible position. He can kind of choose. Okay, so he's locking the Luvia.
ใช่ไหม
Oh,
โอ
the
เค
Luvia lock.
I think
อ๋อเห็นนิดเดียว ลูเวียกระต่ายโอ้โหแล้วแทนที่จะขึ้นค้างไว้
Definitely going first unless
There is no
พอกดมาแล้วก็ลืมเลยว่าตัวไหนตัวแรกเชลอะไร
when enemy has two last pick.
I told you this is gonna be it.
You're kidding me, brother. What is that? That is some
ผมว่าเก่งนะอย่างงี้ ถ้าเกิดได้หุบเฟียได้
He could even pick an Aya right now, and I think that's gonna be okay. But then the Aya will be sealed away by Luvia.
ตัว5อะไรอะ
Maybe that's why we have the Luvia lock.
So what do you pick here? We're seeing the Lily.
โอ้ซิ่งเลย
He is racing. He is going for it. He's saying either ban my Turandot and then I get Lilium, or give me Lilium and your Navette or Luvia's dead. But so far, his 2-3-4 has no answer to Lilium.
I think it might be a Xuan Li ban Turandot situation here, so that he can get some damage and
ชวนหลี่
not
เก่ง
too easily
ตา
killed.
นี้ชวนหลี่แบน
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right with that, because then he'll be able to.
จะกดอะไรมาก็โดนแบนอยู่แล้วป่ะ
Sylvia,
เพราะว่า
and he'll get the damage off
กดสลิมมาก็โดน
But how does he answer the Sharon?
I wonder. Sharon has been quite dominating in the last couple games, and the last pick is funny enough. I thought Linglo kind of just disappeared. We talked about it earlier as well.
ฮะลิงหลวมไม่ได้ดิ
Linglo has been drafted twice at this
ดาเมจ
point.
พอเหรอ
And Linglo
เฮ้ย
won
กด
the
มาจริง
first game she was drafted. Maybe she's gonna take another one.
ลิงหลวมแล้วเขาแบนโลวานได้อย่างเงี้ย
Kinda
มันไม่มี
rough
ดาเมจ
for
เหรอ
X, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he has to take away the Lilium, and
ดาเมจขาดนะ
then you're probably seeing a Luan ban
แล้วก็แพ้
on the
สปีด
other
ด้วย
side.
ดิ
So
อย่างเงี้ย
there's the Lilium gone. You probably see Luan, and then where's his damage?
ผมกำลังคิดอยู่เนี่ยเหมือนที่บ๊อบบอกอะแล้วดาเมจไปไหน ไม่มีดาเมจแล้ว
As you predicted, and we are going into this game. Turandot and Luvia. The
เนเวต
race
มัน
begins. Vroom,
มันแบก
vroom.
ไม่น่าไหวนะผมว่าเขามี
Not
ฮิล
who's
ด้วยแหละ
faster? Who's faster? Surely it's the Turandot. It is the Turandot.
Turandot take first turn. We got the Shuan-Chi with the Sharon moving right after that. That's gonna be a lot of damage.
เอ๊ะ
coming
แต่มันอยู่
his
X
way.
Speed
But then
Demon
Sylvia is a very
ใช่ครับ
decent counter
เร็ว
to
จัด
Sharon.
ทำไมเคทอสเขา
If you get to
แข่ง
move
กันยิบเหรอค
to
รับ
get rid of
แล้วมันก็เยอะ
all this
มันยังเก่ง
nasty
มันยังเก่งอยู่ครับมันแทรกเทิร์นได้ดิสำคัญตรงนั้นอะ
But then
is
if
it
the
on
Nevette
drive
died,
here?
then
If
what's he
it-
gonna do then?
I think it's on strive, so
Wait.
it probably cuts ahead. It doesn't. It doesn't.
ไม่มีทางชนะแล้วป่ะ
Oh, it does. That's
Let's
massive.
try.
So he can send someone away, and then he can.
แต่ว่าต้องปลุก
actually
ชาลอน
get
ไป
rid of
ก่อน
all
ป่ะ
these
ไม่งั้นโดน
debuffs.
พิษ
But
ตาย
who
ฮะ
do you choose
ตายหมด
to
เลย
send? Surely it's the XC.
อ่ะโห XC โอเค
Yep, X is
Send the
gone.
XC away,
อันติ
and then he can S3 get rid of all these debuffs.
อ๋อเพราะว่ามันลบได้อยู่แล้วหน้า
The
นี้
problem is
ดี
this
เซ็ต
will actually make
แต่
the
ว่า
XC come back really fast.
ดาเมจ
So
ไม่พอป่ะ
when you do this, I noticed that your Luvia
คือ
seal
ถ้าเป็นอย่าง
becomes
งั้นยังไง
so much less valuable because you can
เร
see
เนเว
that
ตต้องแบกอะ
they
แต่
gonna
ว่า
take
มันก็
all
เด้ง
their
สู้
turn,
เรื่อยๆดิ
and
เสีย
then Lucky
อ๋อรู้เขาจะเอา
Sunny is
ลูเวีย
gonna
กด
get
สอง
a
ทำดาเมจได้เลยอะ
natural turn. Like the seal doesn't matter
ผม
whatsoever.
ว่าถ้าจะเล่นได้
He
ต้อง
also
เป็น
got rid of his
ลู
old
เวีย
speed
ที่
bar
แบบ
as well for a little
ฮา
bit.
โลวีนอะไรอย่างเงี้ยป่ะสกิล
We
บ่อย
get another one from the Sylvia, so it's. I don't think it's the biggest deal, but who do you focus here? Because you're going to get the S3 off here with the Nevette. After that, you'll have one more turn with the S3, but you need to start chipping down one unit because it's going to be hard to get through all this.
Yeah, they're all very tanky as well. I'm pretty sure. And
ๆพอแล้วครับ
his
ห้ามกระพริบตา
damage coming out from the
จะไหวเหรอผมก็ไม่รู้กัน
debuff
ลอง
of
ดู
Luvia is sort of being
แต่เขาไม่
negated
มี
by
นี่แล้วดิ
the
ไม่มีหุบหรอ
the
ป่ะ
fear
เทิร์น
healing
นี้
as well.
สองเทิร์นอะ
He's going
น่า
for
จะ
the
น่าจะแพ้แหละ
Turandot. So wanting to get rid of that turn boost again because she's not on. She's not actually on Codex.
อันติ
So
ไป
she
ก็
wouldn't get the S3 again,
ได้
but she would
ได้
have
แค่
the
รอบเดียว
S2
รอบนี้รอบเดียว
pushback.
XC ก็
Is
เด้
he
งขึ้น
gonna
มา
go for the
ดึงเพื่อน
S3 here, or is he gonna hold it? He's going for it.
So that is pretty much all the damage that he can do for quite some time now.
ถึงโดน
And
ตั
the
นอยู่ก็
enemy
ดึ
team
ง
is
ได้
not
ดิ
gonna stop gaining turn meter because of the Shuan-Chi. He is gaining turn, and all this little damage coming out from Luvia indirectly
he's got-
gives
he's
Shuan-Chi even
already
more
got-
turn.
He's already back to the S3 on the Sylvia, but I don't think you want to press. Because at the moment, his main damage dealer is actually this Luvia. This dot damage from the Luvia is pretty significant. It also reduces the healing coming out from this Fia. So I think the turn dot would die next time she takes a turn.
อ๋อ
That's
ซึ่งโดนเขา
big
เทิร์นแม่ตาย
damage
นะ
on Nevette, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait,
he
go
was
Jep,
One
hang on.
F1,
on,
half that health.
he's
How
on
about it?
hammer as well. He got to really work on somebody
Why,
quickly.
man?
He's working on Turandot, but I think Turandot at this point is probably the least impactful unit coming
แต่ว่า
out from
อย่างน้อยค่า
Lucky
เทียร์ตัวก็
Sunny
ยัง
at
ดี
this point because just Swan-Chi Sharon
ถ้า
combined
เกิดสมมติว่า
together is
แต่มันอยู่
very
X ช
scary.
นะได้ผม
Right,
นับถือ
so
เลย
she's dead.
นาน
Does he
นี้
go for the S3 here? I think you do.
แสดงว่าแบบคมจริง แต่ว่าถ้าเกิด
He's
แพ้
gonna
ก็
go for skill 3. It's gonna get rid of all his
ดาเมจ
own
ไม่พอ
buff for a little
I
bit.
think that props Fia, though. It does.
But then, oh, that's gonna be quite a decent amount of pushback on the Nevette. So maybe the Shuan-Chi and the Shan can keep up. No, they can't.
I think he needs to try and get an S1 Petrify.
Oh,
he
Harmonizer
has the
there.
exile again.
That's
So he
right.
can exile the XC now, and then he can start working on the Sharon. He just needs to land the S1 Petrify. If he lands the Petrifies, I think this is actually winnable for X. Oh, he's not even going for the S3.
Oh, I think he's confident because he has healing, so he's just letting them deal damage so that he can also deal damage at the same time.
I don't know. I think that was risky.
And that is what global player have been doing. Risky.
That is very true. So
อย่างงี้ผม
the
ว่าหุบ
dot damage coming out from
หุบ
the
นี่ดีกว่า
Sharon,
ปะ
she's not really
หุบ
landing
Fear
anything. So only
เพราะว่า
one
ถ้าเกิดเรา
bot on the
เราอยาก
Navette.
แปะนั่นเยอะ
The Fia has her S3 back next turn.
ๆปลุกใครดีอะ
Does he choose to
I think it's-
exile this turn?
โอ้เฟียก็เข้าใจได้นะ ถ้าเกิดเพราะว่าเฟียมันไม่ได้ฮิวอะไอที่มันบล็อก
and work on a
บล็อก
shower
เลือ
now.
ดอยู่อะโอเคปลุกเฟีย
Oh, he
มัน
took
จะ
out a
มันจะ
healer.
เนี่ย
Fia.
เข้าแอมเบอร์แล้วตายเลยอะแบบเลือ
He's
ดหมดอะ
letting the enemy damage his Navette.
อ๋อแต่ว่าไม่ตายนี่
So how many turns away from the S3 is he on Navette? I think he was one turn away last time I seen.
Navette still have one turn cooldown on her, so she does not have the skill 3 at the moment. But we are kind of witnessing a
โอ้ยใช่ติดแล้ว
CC team
Oh,
slowing.
not resisted. That is big.
Well,
I feel like if that was resisted, the Navette was dead.
But then he resisted the dot coming out from Luvia. Luvia needs to land the dot so that he can finish off. But Luvia has skill 2 available, so I think that's gonna be enough to bring that.
ต้องอันติแล้วรอบนี้
and this and
ตัวรีเซ็ตจะดีแต่ก็
take
ต้อง
away
ย
the
อม
Amber
ปะ
as well.
Well,
But
If he
the dot is
sends
coming.
บีบให้เขาอัน
He
ติอะ
sends the S3 though. The Sylvia's going next, and she has S3, so he can just negate it.
ถ้าเกิดไม่กดอัน
completely.
ติซีเวียก็จะไม่กดอัน
I
ติ
think he's deciding whether he wants to send it
Oh,
or if
ไม่
he's
กด
just
เหรอ
gonna hold. He decides to hold. I think that's the right play.
นี่กดสอง
But
ได้
I
นะ
think
เซฟ
right now Navette has a skill 3, Luvia has a skill 2. So with these two getting their turn, they might be
เพราะเขาเทิร์นอยู่แล้ว
able
กดแล้วก็
to take away
อ๋อ
the Swan Chi completely.
แต่ว่าอย่างนี้
Oh, nice.
ยัง
He's
ตันไม่ได้
going
ปะ
for the
ผมว่า
S2 now.
ตัวตันไปเลยถ้าตันไปเลยมันจะ
Do you just
ไม่ค่อยเบอร์
S2
ต้อง
kill
ห้าม
off?
อย่าเพิ่งอัน
He's
ติ
going for the S1.
ต้องกด
He's
สองก่อน
just holding.
แล้วก็
Yeah, I
ฆ่า
think he wants to
ให้มันเข้า
apply
Amber ไป
the skill 2 on the Swan Chi.
โอ้แต่ว่า
If you do too much damage, you put into Amber immediately.
เนเวตน่าจะ5-5เลยปะผมว่า
So close to going into the Amber. And
กด
with
หนึ่ง
that
ติดบ่อยจัดเลย
reduced healing in Amber, he's basically going to be
เพราะว่า
dead.
5-5เลยกล้าเล่นดาบนี้ได้อะ
This is a bit of a CC
โอ้ต้องไปอัพ
masterclass
เนเวต
here
เพิ่ม
from
แล้วไงวะ
X. Only one
Yeah.
CC, well, two
เขียนนี้
with
ติดได้
Perugia, but it's
อ๋อ
working
แต่ว่าเอาชัวร์
super well.
เอา3สแต็ก
Yeah, I'm
ตัว
loving
ซ้าย
this right now.
ติด
Also, I'm
หมด
really
หลอด
enjoying the fact that both
เฮ้ย
his
โหดว่ะ
healers on Harmonizer.
โหดจริง
So they give so much turn meter for the Navette
ผมไม่เคยมีดาบนี้อยู่ในหัว
to
อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
outpace the Swan Chi and
ไม่เคย
the
คิดว่า
Shadow Spell.
ลูเวียกับเนเวต2ตัวจะแบกได้
Okay, doesn't kill here.
ชนะเลย
I
นะ
would assume he's just gonna S3, which kills off, and then he can, yeah. So he just needs to kill the Sharon now, and I think this is free. And he does have the S3 on his Navette, so
ยังไงชาเราไม่มีทางชนะดาบนี้หมายถึงว่า4ตัวนี้อยู่แล้ว
send the Fia away.
ฮิวล้างสุดใจ
I feel like this is like watching Mio Obo, but the modern version.
โคตรโหดอ่ะ คิดได้ไงวะว่าต้องเล่นอันนี้
You
Never
just
getting
can't
to play
heal.
the game.
You
ผมไม่เคย
just
เจอ
dodge
ในแรง
and
คนไหน
he
ดาบ
dies
อย่างเงี้ยนะ
slowly, and there's nothing you can do about it. He is so helpless.
Wow. He's
The Moon
barely
Bunny
getting to
complete-
play the game.
Yeah. And the Moon Bunny is 5 stacks, so Sharon doesn't do anything whatsoever.
This was so smart from X here.
โคตรโหดอ่ะ
Unfortunately,
โหดจริง
Fiamelia does not do any bigger
แต่ผมคิด
damage
ว่าเฟียมันแพ้นี่นะ
compared to
มัน
any
แพ้
other
โล
unit.
ไอ้นั่น
Her damage
ลูเวีย
can stay the same.
แต่ว่าถ้าเกิดเรากดดาเมจ
Yeah,
เราฮิวตัวเดียวอะ
feel like this is just
แล้วเราโดนแบน
gonna
ฮิวเวลา
slowly
เฟียมออกมา
chip
มันจะ
down the Fia.
มันจะสู้ไม่ได้
She might be on our
แต่นี่เขากด
farm,
ฮิว
so
มาเลย
it
2 ตัว
might
ถึง
actually
มันจะ
take a
มี
little bit,
ดาเมจ
but
แค่
I don't
เน
think
เวต
there's any world
กับ
here
Luya
where X
กลายเป็นว่าไหว
loses
เฉยเลย
from here.
แล้ว
But
เพลย์
I'm
ใน
worried
เกมคือเล่น
that
โคตรเป๊ะ
every global player has won the
แบบไม่
first
รีบ
game.
ฆ่าตัวซ้ายนะ
Every one of them.
คำนวณอย่างดี
has
แล้วว่า
won
ต้อง
the first game
แปะ
and
วิเทอร์
lost
บูม
to
3
X
แต็กถึง
2.
จะฆ่าได้
So X
ไม่งั้น
need
เดี๋ยว
to
เลือด
break
Amber มัน
the
ไม่เหลือ
curse
ศูนย์
and keep up the
ต้องโจทย์นะอันนี้
momentum here.
But if X wins this, both of our finalists from last time will be out.
That is true. The rise of the newcomers. Very interesting to watch.
This is
It's funny
taking a
how-
while to kill this Fia though.
We thought we were going to see like Bruiser against Bruiser,
โหด
but
จริง
this
คน
guy
ดัง
is
ก็ไม่
just
คิดว่าจะ
going
ชนะ
in
หรอก
with a
ไหนๆก็
CC team.
ไหนๆก็ไหนๆแล้ว
raw
ครับ
CC. No
แต่ผมว่า
fire
เขา
damage
ต้องเคยเล่นปะ
is
เขาถึง
slowly
เขาถึง
chipping
กล้า
away
หยิบอ่ะ
at the enemy mental health.
ผมว่า
Hey, it
เขา
worked.
น่าจะเคยชนะมานะ
Like you say, does he just go for turn dot next game? He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just go for
อุ้ย
it
ถึง
and I'm gonna kill
ถึงเขาจะ
him
ฝั่งนู้นเขาจะออก
quickly.
ก่อน
None
ก็
of
ไม่
this
กลัว
I'm
เลย
not
เนี่ย
getting to take a
ใช่ไหม
turn.
ทวนต่อดึงมา
Yeah, I feel like Moon Bunny for CC team
เอ็
like
ก
this
ซ์
is
เอง
pretty
บอกว่า
cool
แล้วไงไม่สน
until you face like a Messiah and then he just like ignore everything and just like one shot you. So I think that could be what Lucky Sunny is gonna go for the next
มัน
game.
วนยับเลยแป๊บนี้ไปก่อนงั้นตัวหนึ่ง
Maybe.
จันโซ่ครับ
But just slowly chipping away at this Fia. She's just kind of holding on to hope that she can get a couple of S3s off and win. But I don't know if X is going to let him do that.
Yeah, the damage. The
มีโอกาสแพ้ไหม
heal,
ไม่ผมไม่มี
you
นะ
can't get any proper
เฟียร์
healing
ไม่ไหวหรอก
going. I feel like the Ling Lo
เพราะว่าเขา
is
มีสอง
actually a
มี
very
สองตัว
good unit to
แต่ในเวท
have on the team.
แช่ได้
because
เรื่อย
it negates the Sharon. It helps to
อ้าว
heal the Navette after the Xuan Qi damage. So she was quite important for the whole sequence to work out the way it did.
Yeah, she definitely
อ้าว
was coming in
อ๋อ
clutch
พอสเหรอพอสทำไมอะ
with the Ling
จะจบอยู่แล้วอะ
pick on last. I'll be honest. I looked at this draft and I thought it was pretty low on
เปิด
damage.
โลกใน
I
การ
didn't
ดราฟ
really
มาก
see how
ผมก็
he
งงเลยผมก็ไม่เคยเห็น
dealt
คน
with
ดราฟ
Fia,
อย่างนี้เหมือนกัน
but a bit of a masterclass.
Yeah, it shows that if you drag the fight out long enough, Luvia is going to be the damage. And also, Luvia got buffed in the last balance patch. The dot from her special debuff deal less damage compared to right now. I think it used to do like 8,000 to like 9,000 damage, but now it can go up to like 12,000
ต้องโจทย์ว่ะ
damage even
ผม
if
ว่าต้องโจทย์ว่ะ
die
ด้านนี้
without you healing.
เพราะผมแพ้
Yeah,
เฟมิเลีย
it's
ล็อกกลางบ่อยมาก
significant.
ปล่อย
That
โคตรอ่ะ
is
มันสู้ไม่ได้เลย
the
มัน
Fia
ตัวมันโคตรโกงอ่ะเฟมิเลีย
question mark?
ถ้าไม่นับนี้
So
Look
เรา
at
กด
Eggs. Wow.
คิวไว้สอง
winning
ตัว
the
เลย
first
ไม่ต้อง
game
กลัว
with CC exactly how UA did it.
พอมีคิวสองตัวเราไม่กลัวเฟียร์ละ
Oh, much faster. But what do you think Lucky is going to change up for game 2? Tournament life on the line for him.
I think you
Previous
just have to
champion
like
doesn't
lock
want to go out
the
in the
run
first
down
round.
โคตรคมอ่ะ
and just go
Lock
all
the turn
in.
up?
ไอตัวแรกเขากด อะไรมานะ
Maybe.
Because the
I
the
feel
Go
biggest
on.
weakness of CC
ผมลืมละ
team is just getting
AW
outsped and one shot by real damage dealer.
Yeah, I feel like that type of playstyle is really only a playstyle that I've seen from X. Like, I've not seen anybody else play that type of CC comp. Could be wrong, but it's very unique. I will say that.
That is very cool. I might be locking my Bloodbath Navette after this and see for myself. But that,
Oh,
that
never
game
bad
was
there.
really long though, I'll be honest. That was a bit of a long game. Alright, I'm pretty used to big damage at this point. So dancing around for like 10 whole minutes, I'm not sure if I can do that.
หายไป2 เทิร์น1 ตัว
Hey, I miss the days back when I used to do the Ting Navette and just pray for my S1s to hit. That
ปล่อย
was
ดับรับ
good times. Good
คืน
times.
นี้
That's
ดราฟนี้
quite
อาที
something
คนเล่น
right
ตาม
there,
แน่
with
ๆ
a
ครับ
touch of Mia as well.
Yeah, Mia, Celine.
Yeah,
Not
that,
seen
that
Celine in a while.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Celine's need like a hard or like a soft CC debuff in the skill 3, and she could probably be used again so that you can put the anti-passive and maybe stop the Fia Amelia from immediately cleansing it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's one of those things. If you're wanting to run Celine into Fia, you actually want to run her slow enough that the Fia goes first and then you can S3. Because then you make her make that decision of pressing S3 or holding it.
Yeah, I think her skill 3 need to be like her skill 1 that give like a 1-turn silence together with the
ชาลอนเหงา
anti-passive
เกิน
debuff.
เจอซีเวียเหมือนไม่มี
So
ดาเมจ
that
เลยครับ
you could shut down them from getting any of the skill out.
ใช่เมื่อกี้เขาคือ
But maybe that will make Celine a bit too
AWA
strong,
คือ
and,
เขาเลื่อนที่หลังถูกป่ะ
I'm
Maybe.
not sure if they're
เลื่อน
gonna
ที่หลัง
doing
แล้วหยิ
that.
บ
Key
Ling
animus in that game was the Luvia. 15 turns taken and she actually dealt 50%.
แต่ผมไม่กล้าเล่นดับนี้เลยว่ะ
damage,
ลูเวีย
which
ผม
is quite
40 นะ
impressive
แต่ว่า
for,
ผมเปิดไปประ
basically
มาณ
just having
140
a
ใบ
couple of dots.
130 มั้ง
Full speed
ไม่ออก
Luvia,
ออกตัวเดียว
probably running 1 accuracy. I would assume most people tend to run HP accuracy on her so that they can try and land those debuffs.
ทุกวันนี้ไม่รู้จะแบน
Indeed,
ตัว
and
ไหน
I think being on Strive and Moon Bunny
มา
was
เยอะเกิน
very
ครับ
very important as well because if
ผม
you
ว่าถ้า
were
เริ่ม
on
หลัง
anything
อะ
else last
แบน
time,
อยากแบนอะไรแบนเลย
then you wouldn't cut in between.
ไม่เดี๋ยวต้องบอกว่าห้ามแบนแอ
that
เรีย
we
ล
saw the
กับ
Luvia
นาเทน
and the
อะ
Sylvia
ถ้าเป็นดราฟ
cut
ผม
in between. They were fast enough. They were both on
ไม่งั้น
Strive.
สมมติว่าเขา
And
ไม่
Moon Bunny,
ได้
so
แบ
they
นตัว
didn't
หมา
lose
แล้วเรา
any
แบน
turn meter to
ตัวโคตรหมาไปอะ
the
เขาจะได้
Sharon
เล่นคนเดียว
pushback, so they could
ถ้าเราไม่
cut
แบนเราจะ
between and
แบ่งกันคนละตัว
completely dominate the match after that.
Yeah, it's interesting because we've seen in the kind of pre-game stuff that the
Sentinel
Moon
แทบทุก
Bunny
คน
is
ครับ
one of the most used shells on global, and you're
ถ้า
seeing
เกิดเป็น
their
แบบว่า
life.
ตัว
into game
ที่ใช้ส
2,
ปีดสูง
we
ๆอะ
have
เขาใส่
Kefal,
Sentinel กัน
first
ปก
pick
ติ
for X, and then answered
แต่อันนี้
by
ผมก็ทำไม่ได้นะ
Lucky with
เพราะว่า
the Zhangqi.
ไม่ได้เติมหินอัพเวล
Oh, with Lowen, Zhuan Qi, both on
มัน
Amber
แบ่ง
getting
อัพ
picked
เยอะ
up
ไม่ได้
by Lucky Sunny right there. Doesn't look like it's gonna go for aggressive play.
เฮ้ยโลวาน
You can
โล
always
วาน
lock
ใส่
to a dot depending on
อัน
the
นี้โอ๊ตนะเนี่ย
situation because we don't know what X is locking just yet.
I really like the Zhang-Chi Luan 1-2 into the Kathos. That is normally what I do as an answer.
อยากเห็น
and then
อยากเห็น
you have
คา
the
โน่อะ
option of
ใครเล่นไหน
pivoting towards a more fast play style or slowing down. It's a very versatile 1-2. So X is going for that Thea on 2 with Catchy. So trying to dissuade the Sharon pick. So he's probably wanting to pick up the Sharon on his side potentially.
เอาอะเฟย่า
Wait, he's locking
Freya!
Freya.
He's going for it.
What in the world? But we are
โอ้โห
seeing a
เรียบร้อย
Amber friendly, so that's definitely
โดน
gonna be a
พรูม
very fast
ร้อน
friendly
100%
to
อย่างงี้
boost in front of the Freya, so that we have all the defense buff for all the defense scalar, and then the Freya pass is gonna allow the Shrine to boost the entire team quite heavily right there. So even
พรูม
if
100%
X pick a plume, that's not gonna work too well. So X gonna go
สาม
super
สกิลเดฟ
slow
สกิล
here, more defensive with the Fuchu.
โอ้ยทำไม
I don't know if X has Veronica built, but into this team so far, if you take out the Luan, Veronica has so much value.
Hey, look at all the Amber. He might go for a meal, but I wouldn't do that.
เขาบอกว่าถ้าเกิด DWX กดเวโรนิก้าแล้วแบนโลวานอะ
Maybe.
เวโรนิก้าเก่งจัง
What is he
แต่
gonna
ผมคิดว่ายังไงก็ต้องโดนแบน
on
ฟอสแบนตัว 5 ป่ะ เพราะว่า
what
จี
is
น
the
เขาเริ่ม
final
หลัง
pick from X? Plume. I think Plume's also a very good answer into this. 3 defense scalars and multiple buffs, also putting that defense down and helping you cycle faster, especially into that Freya. Very good pick there from X.
ผมว่าไงเขาต้องแบนพรูม
That
นะ
is
100%
a super
Yeah.
solid turn
ไอ้
to
ฝั่ง
position
ฝั่ง
from
จีน
Max, I gotta say.
ไม่งั้น
But,
โดนแบน
Vanguard
ท้ายยังไง
on
ก็
the
ไม่มี
last
ทาง
pick
ไหว
coming out over there. It's gonna be a Lilium.
Ooh, I like the Lilium pick here because if you ban the Kathos on the side of X, his damage is super low. It's basically reliant on Plume stacking and Thea. So if this Lilium just jumps on the Thea and can kill it off, I feel like
แต่
he
ถ้าเกิด
just wins.
โอ้ยอย่างงี้ต้อง
I
เดา
feel like
เดา
you
แบนนะ
have to ban the Luan on the side of X because if it jumps on the Thea, you're just
เพราะว่าก
never
ดอย่าง
gonna
นี้
be
มีโอกาส
able
ที่
to
จะไม่แบนพรูมเหมือนกัน
sustain enough to
แบบ
keep
ให้
going.
เขาสับให้เขางงอ่ะ
Indeed, locking in the Lilium.
เพราะลิเลียม
Is
มัน
he
ก็
going to ban the Kathos
ไม่ได้สตรองกับ
according to Bog?
ฟิมิเลียกับ
And
ขนาด
over
นั้นนะ
there, it will be the Kathos ban. It
Okay,
will
ban
be the
Lilium.
Lilium ban.
เอ้า
I think
จบแล้ว
X is having
ใช่ปะ
a decent
เอ้ย
position
ไม่ดิไม่จบ
fighting 3 Death Scalar with
เอ้ยหรือว่า
a
จบ ผมว่าจบอ่ะ
Plume, but then he does not have like crazy damage and there are 3 Ambers,
จบไหม
so that could be a big
ไม่ดิ
problem because Lucky Sunny
อย่าง
can
นี้
actually just live through
อย่างนี้
the
โลวาน
Fuchu
ต้อง
skill
มาร์ค
tree with 3 Ambers.
ต้องมาร์คพรูมเท่านั้นน่ะผมว่า
Okay.
All
So
right.
who's he going to choose to focus down first? Where is
เอ้า
that Luan?
ไม่ได้แล้ว
going
จบแล้ว
for?
แพ้
I
แล้ว
would assume it goes into the
จีนแพ้แล้วถูกป่ะเพราะว่า
Surely
คาชิ
it's
ได้
the Thea.
ได้กลางบัฟอ่ะ
and you just try
แล้ว
and
พอ
take
โล
the
วานมัน
Thea
มาร์ค
or does he go for the Plume?
มาร์ค
Because
ใส่
the
พ
Plume's
รูม
gonna cycle.
พรูมมัน
No, it
ไม่โดน
has
ตั
to
น
be
อยู่ดี
the Thea.
เพราะว่ามันลบให้
All right,
คา
he's
ชิอะ
sending that into the Plume. I think he
อืม
was
แล้วผมจะได้
a
สกิล
little bit too slow right there. Like if he was a little bit faster and a
แล้วพอเขา
Luan
มาร์คโลวาน
from the
มาร์คพรูม
Kashi,
ไปแล้ว
the Plume would be
โอ้โหแล้วด้านโดนลบหมดเลย
completely gone, but
แต่ว่า
lucky
โล
for
วานไม่
X,
โดนลบ
the
อ่ะ
Plume managed to get 1 skill 3
แต่ตัว
out
ซ้ายกับ
of
ตัว
it.
ขวาคือไม่แรง
So
ละ
that is pretty cool for him because he still get to get that 1 skill 3 to defense break them.
Yeah, but missed the defense break. Well,
แล้ว
can't
เฟียก็
get
จะ
the
ได้เล่น
defense break
เรื่อยๆ
onto
เพราะว่า
this
เขามาร์ค
Luan
มาร์คพรูมไป
because of that exaltation. So she's going to be dealing full damage. into
เอ๊ะแต่มัน
this
อยู่เอ๊ะ
Plume.
เขาเล่นแบบ
That's
ไม่มี
only
ดาเมจเลยอะ
Amber, but
โคตรสุดเลยว่ะ
how do you survive
จะ
this?
มีใครเมโลก
Big
ล้าดันอย่าง
damage
งี้บ้างทุก
coming
เก
out
ม
from the Thea though.
ผมงงว่ะ
I think he might want to defense
อันนี้ต้อง
break
กด
the
2
Luan to keep the Plume
กด2 ใส่โล
alive
วาน
a little
โอเค
longer, and he went for defense break. He get the
He
defense
hit
break.
it. That's pretty big.
Pretty big indeed.
And
And
he missed
right now you
the
can see
defense
that
break
Lucky
on
Sunny is
everybody.
struggling.
อย่างงี้โล
Yeah, he's
พรูม
struggling
ก็
to
จะ
do any
ไม่
real
ไม่ตายเลย
damage onto the enemy team right there because of the Plume last pick. Very, very well played.
Yeah, that Plume is just providing so much value, and that while the Fushu is up, just so hard to kill.
Indeed. You're doing way less damage and you're hitting into a Fuchu healing and some casual fear healing from time to time as well. So it's
เฮ้ย
really, really
แต่
hard
มี
for
โอกาสตายอยู่
Lucky
นะ
Sunny to break through this Plume. I mean, he will get there eventually, but he's paying a heavy price while doing so.
Yeah, and even then, it still has the Amber. And if it can cycle fast enough to get back round before the,
ไม่ตายนะ
the Luan gets the
เด้งเรื่อย
S3 off, will
ๆ อัน
basically
ติ
come
เสร็จ
back full health.
ผู้ฉิวกด2ฮิวขวาโอ้โห
All right, let me check the cooldown
Boom,
real
boom.
quick. Plume will not have the skill 3, but Fia has skill 3 right now. So
ผมยังไม่มีสกิล
always
3 แต่
debuff
เฟียมีล้างแล้ว
will
มี
turn
อันติ
into big damage onto these
เนี่ยดูดิ
defense
ฮิวดิ
killer.
ถ้าเกิดผู้ชิวอัพสกิล2อ่ะมันกดฮิวทีแบบแทบเต็มหลอดอ่ะ
Is this Freya? Is
กดที
the plume's cut ahead?
แถมเล่นเกตอะ
she's back to full health. It's going to be hard to get through all of that again.
เทิร์นหน้า
I
มี
think the Fuchu skill is close to being gone, and Lucky suddenly
แล้ว
will
จีน
have
ไม่
the
มีฮิว
Amber to buy some
เจอ
time,
เฟียเป่า เรื่อย
while he's trying to get through this Fuchu here. So
เนี่ย
it's
ตายแล้ว
actually
ปะ
not
ตาย
looking
หนึ่งแล้ว
too bad still, but Plume
โอ้ย
finally
ไม่ตายว่ะ
have the skill 3 ready to go.
ตอนนึกว่า
So
ขวา
he's
อ๋อ
waiting
เขาแอมเบอร์
for
หมดเลย
Shuri to drop the skill 3 onto the
แต่ถ้าเกิดขวาตาย
unit.
ก็เหมือนจะแพ้นะ
Amber the Luan here. Yeah.
All right, one Amber, two Amber,
ที่ขวาไป
there's another one coming, and Fuchu is done for the
ที่
shift.
ขวา
So we gotta wait quite a long time for Fuchu to get the skill 3 back up, and this is the moment where Lucky Sunny would
ถ้า
try
ตี
to
ขวา
win.
นี่ไอ
Yeah.
XL มันเข้าแอมเบอร์
This
นะผมงง
Fia,
ว่ะ
he's going to try and get back round to this Fia S3 because I
Oh,
would
แล้ว
assume
มี
the
อันติ
Luan's
รอบ
going to put the S3 onto the plume.
โอ้
Just
มี
to
โอกาส
make
พลิก
sure
อยู่นะเนี่ย
she's dead.
เพราะว่าโล
Oh, we got
Push
the
you
blue
long
fence
yard.
buff. We got the Fia. Does
Fia ยัง
not
ไม่มี
have the
skill
skill 3. She
ผ
will
มว่า
have
พลาด
it
ว่ะ
next turn,
เอ็กอยู่เอ็ก
which
อะเมื่อกี้
might
ต้อง
be enough to
ต้อง
pop
ตี XL นะ
the
ห้ามตีเฟีย
the Schwan Lee, but then the other two
ผมยังได้มีโอกาส
looking
ฆ่า
really healthy.
XL
Yeah. Do you, with the Luan, jump on the Fia here, or do you just go on
อัน
the
นี้
plume
2
and
น่า
confirm
2
the kill?
2 ขวาแล้วปะ
I think you
Okay.
probably want to just go on the plume. Oh, you know what? If the plume drop the skill 3 now, but then the plume cannot drop the skill 3. I think you have to go on the plume.
Ui.
You cannot afford for the
เสีย
defense
ดาย
buff
ว่ะ
to come back
พลาดนิด
on.
เดียว
And this is like a
แพ้เลย
very,
แล้ว
very
ฝั่ง
easy
นู้นดวงดีจังวะมันทำวิปติด2 รอบเลยเหรอ
I think. Oh, just goes for
Gina.
just goes for the S1.
มันไม่ลงอันติเลยใช่ป่ะอันติมันเหลือ
ใช่
1แล้วพอเข้าเทิร์นมันได้อั
So
นติ
the
อีกรอบ
S3
แล้ว
is going on Fia
โคตรดวงดี
next
เลย
turn.
The Amber is proving to be very effective because they cannot die pretty much, and they live through the
2 ตัว
future
ขวา
skill 3.
ตาย
They take
ตัว
out
สี่
the defense breaker.
ตัว
I think
สี่
this might be
ตาย
GG.
จริง
I
แต่ว่า
think
เข้า
X
Amber
will have this one. No, X will actually lose this game here.
จบแล้วอะ
Yeah, I think this is looking too rough. Too hard to get through all of the Ambers with just the Fia. Because,
โดนมาร์
like
ก็
I said
เหนื่อยละ
in the draft, there's not that much damage coming out from the side of X. Just has that plume. I think that Lilium pick was just kind of perfect from Lucky.
And
Forced
very good
the-
ban
forced
as
the
well.
ban. Yeah.
All right, Lowan dropping the skill 3. Now the Fia will have to feel the power of this Lowan and Xuan Chi combined together. And the defense break
โอ้ยแต่ว่า
from the
ผู้
catching
นี่
will
ในกลางแล้ว
not last forever. And this Lowan is, oh my
แรงจัง
god, look at that damage.
แรงจัด
And he lands the taunts as well. I think X's only out as if he was able to resist, but not looking good.
Doc, are we reliving history once again with the
Are we
reverse
having
sweep
another
from-
reverse sweep?
Oh my god.
no.
Global player just
แรงมากเลยว่ะ
the momentum. We are
อ๋อ
fumbling
เอ็ก
the
อะเอ็กกับยูเอ็ก
ball.
ไม่ใช่เฟียแบบนี่เหรอ
But it's
What
over.
is
X is gonna do it. He might
He
be the
can, he
pioneer.
can. So,
Oh my god.
what is X going to change on game 3? All of the pressure, I feel, is now on X. Momentum is on the side of Lucky.
ดวงไปอยู่
having just
ไอดี
won
คุณ
that
ไบ
game.
หมดออก
I think
รัว
that
ๆ
was
ครับ
a great
ด้านนี้
draft
เอลออกก่อน
from
ใช่ไหม
the
ครับ
side of Lucky, though. I feel like
ถ้าเกิดเล่นกับเฟย่า
X
เอ็กเอาปกติ
into
ออกก่อน
a
ครับ
bit of a
เพราะว่า
bad situation. I feel
มัน
like
ได้
once he
มันได้
once
บัฟ
X
2 อัน
locked that Fushu, his draft was kind
ถ้าเกิด
of
ทำสปีดมาถึงอะ
because
จะออกก่อนเฟ
in,
ย่า
in
แล้วเฟย่า
comparison
สมมติว่ากด
to
3
the
อะไร
side
เงี้ย
of
ก็
Lucky, I
จะ
feel
ได้
like
ตี
if
ตาม
the
เลย
Fushu was a
XL
plume and then he had another sort of damage dealer on 5, then potentially.
ก่อน
But
แตกหมดทีม
just
แล้ว
having
คันส
that
มองจัด
Fushu there kind of
อืม
allowed
ดาบ
him
บอกว่า
to
ไม่
take
ไม่มีดาเมจแบบ
Lilium on
ดาเมจ
5,
เพียวอะ
which kind of just sealed the GG.
I think he went too defensive, which might be out of his comfort zone a little bit. He thought he could live, but unfortunately he couldn't, and the damage pressure was just too much for the Plume to handle. And there was really no way for him to quickly kill 3 Amber units. So they just lived through all his protection to a point where it doesn't matter anymore.
I feel
ใคร
like
จะเป็น
that
ตัวอะไรผม
draft
ก็ไม่ชอบเอ็กเอลดีอะ
works
ตัวแม่งเก่ง
if
เกิน
all the units aren't on Amber. if they aren't on Amber, I feel like that's a great draft. As soon as you see the Amber, I feel like you can't do that type of draft because you're too reliant on Fia for damage, and she just doesn't have that punching power to get through the Ambers.
Indeed. And also, I'm personally, I really want to switch to the Amber for for Xuan Li, but I can't bring myself to do that. I really miss the damage from the Doom Crow as well as my Fury Edge piece that has like gold speed. So I was like super happy. But then the real scary Xuan Li is definitely gonna be the non-Doom Crow Xuan Li.
And we're seeing one of the new sets. This is one of the things I was talking about. On Loan with that unyielding oath, because she takes so many turns and she's getting hit so often, she actually gains a lot of value out of that unyielding oath. She heals so much in between her on her turns from that set. Really cool to see that new tech coming out.
Yeah, that was a lot of healing for like a team without any healers.
เชื่อนี้ผมก็มีแล้วแต่ว่าโมดูลยังไม่พอ
She always
พอ
takes
ฟาร์ม
some
โม
hit
ดูล
from somebody because she's
ตันเวสเวล่า
provoking
ช้าแล้ว
them.
ผมเครียดฟาร์มแล้ว
So
ฟาร์ม
that
โด
set
กี
is really good for her. She kept the pressure on the plume. The anti-healing that she brings to the table is so valuable into the constant re-arising of these bruiser meta. Like Fuchu was meta, then not meta, and then meta again. And now we have the Lowen being very good at punishing all these heavy healing comp.
Yeah, she is one of the best units, if not the best unit in the game at just shutting down one unit and just enabling you to just kill that unit off. But I think we are into the draft for game 3. We're seeing Nathan and Sylvia pre-banned. On the side of X, we've seen the Kathos first pick alongside the Zhangqi and Luan on the other side of Lucky.
So we're seeing a similar start here, but this time he's going in with Luvia and Catchy the God instead of, I think we saw the Fiamelia. I wonder
คาชิล็อกกลางเหรอ
Lucky Sunny is going to go for the same thing, or is he going to raise and bring out some crazy damage?
อุ้ยตอนนี้ทนต่อล็อกกลางเก่งปะ
He should know the speed now of the Luvia because he's seen it in that game.
พยายามล็อกกลางเหมือนเดิมแล้วก็ XL อ่ะ
He's going for the Freya again.
แล้วเหมือนเดิมเหรอ
Oh, he is not switching strategy. He believes in his Xuan Li, the triple amber aggressive team here. So we will probably see the plume, but I don't think he needs to go for the Fuchu anymore. He might to go for something more aggressive.
I think you do. I still.
ผมว่าไงก็ต้องภูมิมาก่อนนะอีกตัวหนึ่งชี้ที
I don't
แต่ไม่ใช่
mind
ฟูชิวอะว่า
Thea and Veronica here into this comp.
I kind of want Plume and Rape Mary.
Plume and Ravery also works.
Because you got to deal with the Amber somehow, right? Like you don't directly say something to the Amber.
ผมว่าพลูมมันคอคดีได้ปะ
And
จริง
I
คอค
think
ดี
we
เก่ง
saw the Amber works really well because nothing was challenging it.
I feel like you want to get your draft into a position where you're allowed to ban this Loan because this Loan is just going to shut down something on the side of X. But what can you pick here on 5 that enables you to do that? He goes for that Thea again. So very much the same draft as last time, just the Fushu difference for the Luvia. Is that enough to change the draft? Do you just go for Lilium on 5 again if you're lucky?
I think nothing is stopping Lilium. Like none of these units punish Lilium in any shape or form. So Lilium will still be drafted, will still be banned, and wait, really now? Oh, really now?
Dang.
You kidding me? He is locking in the Didding. He did not have to do that. He have to ban out the Fiamelia because I don't think the Didding is gonna be banned. The Lowen is gonna be banned.
เป็นอะไรเนี่ย
I think he's, yeah, surely.
Wait a minute.
Plume's taken out. He's giving him the Thea.
Nah, there's no way. Like, why would you do that? You're using Didding for the skill 3 to counter. But he banned the Plume.
Plume banned and Jean Li banned.
What is going on here? But it is going on right
ผม
now.
ว่า
So, here
เอ๊ะ
comes
ยังพอสู้ได้ปะอัน
that
นี้
Didding might go in front of
ไม่มี
No,
เสื้อหลี
it's not
ดาเม
gonna
จจะ
go
หาย
in
เยอะ
front of Kachi.
แต่ว่าก็
But
มีเฟีย
Kachi
ล้าง
is not on immunity though. The Didding
Oh, it's not
is-
fast enough.
ยังไงก็ได้ล้างนะอันนี้
Oh, the Didding will shut down the Kachi with a skill 2, I believe.
Yeah.
He
Wait.
missed
Oh, he
every
resisted.
single one of
ถอนไม่ติด
You- What?
โดนหุบ
You are kidding me.
โอ้ต้องหุบใครต้องหุบโรวานป่ะเนี่ย
Got blessed by the gods. He dodged the Didding skill too. And
the Luvia away. That's the Loan away. That's
Oh.
massive. So
Wait,
much
that's GG?
damage there. I think that might be GG.
yeah, I mean you're gonna kill Kachi the guard, but then
I think
you
if
are
you're
going to
X here,
suffer
you just
from so much
Oh, I
damage
don't-
here.
I don't know.
ปุบ
I
โร
don't
วาน
know
โอ
whether
เค
you potentially just go for the S2 there.
ก็ต้องตีอยู่ดีนะ
I
Man,
think
say
he's
Vanguard
gonna
fee.
wanna get the damage out first.
That makes sense. He gets the S3 here, so his Catchy will heal back up. But he has the defense break as well now on the Zhongqi, and he doesn't really have a way to answer it. Steals the turn, and then he S2s, and he hit the cooldown increase.
เอ๊ะติดปะ
Zhongqi is going to take it.
XC
Oh,
โด
he
นปะ
might can kill.
Oh, he couldn't do enough damage, but I think the debuff right there.
XC
if he
ไม่
land
ติด
another
นี่
one,
ไม่ติด
that
เพิ่มกูดาว
usually 2 of the Luvia debuff is enough to deal with a defensive unit on
ผมว่า
Amber.
สองลิตติ้ง
And,
ได้
I
ปะ
don't think
ไม่ต้อง
Sanchi
รี
is
บ
a
กว่า
problem
ตีนะ
anymore.
เอาตีเลยเหรอโอเค
I think you're right. I think this Ting pick is just not working out.
Yeah, I don't know why, man.
Wouldn't
ผมว่า
the
ลิตติ้ง
Lily
ไม่ถูก
just
ต้องว่ะ
been better in this
มัน
game?
แพ้โดนเฟีย
Yeah,
ก็
the
แพ้เลย
Lilium would have been way better.
เพราะว่า
I
เขา
don't know. I
เหมือน
have
เขาต้อง
no
ฟอร์สแบน
idea
นี่
what
นะ
the
ต้อง
plan
ฟอร์สแบน
is,
บูม
but
อยู่แล้ว
the plan is definitely not working.
I mean, he still has the Amber on Luan and Zhongqi, but the issue is this Zhongqi is gonna have like no health when he goes into Amber.
We'll have a little bit.
โอ้ยมี
Because one of the
สองสแต็ก
debuff is used to
เลือด
kill,
ไม่หมด
so the
หล
other
อด
one usually is not enough. You need 2 debuff
แต่
right
ทุกคน
at the moment he
เขาใส่
dies. So he still will
ลู
be
เวีย
useful
นี่
for a little
กระต่าย
bit.
หมดเลยเนี่ย
But let's
ไม่มี
see
ใคร
if
ใส่
this
มังกรเลย
Loan
เพราะว่า
out
มั
of
ง
the
กรเก่งกว่า
Luvia can actually perform here. If she get a turn, that is.
แต่แค่มันจะหยิบยากกว่ากระต่าย
Will she get a turn? That is the question.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough, man. If this Fia get a turn, I think the Fia does not. Oh, the Fia has skill 3. She might just kill the Shuanqi.
And he
The
has
Shuanqi.
and he has S3, so he's got the death break on the Luan.
ขวาตายไปเนี่ย
Oh
The
no, the
Ting and
Shuanqi is
Zhongqi
bad.
probably going down.
Oh,
They're both down.
Oh no,
XC ตายเลย
that is
Oh, I think
GG.
it's all over.
จบแล้ว
Oh yes, for global though, we finally have
มีคนหยิบเลยมั้งยังครับ
a
ตั้งแต่แข่งมา
player making
มีอยู่ครับ
it to day 2 to the
ประมาณ 3-4 เกม
quarterfinal
อะ
tomorrow, representing
and-
global, the Speed Demon X.
And both of the finalists from the previous tournament are out.
Yep, the runner-up UA and the champion Lucky Sunny is gone from the tournament.
อ๋อ
Surprising.
คนนี้เขาชื่อลักกี้ซันนี่เหรอ
I think he's just holding on to
แชมป์เก่ากับรองแชมป์เก่าไปหมดแล้วตอนนี้
There is
ตกรอบ
zero chance that this happens. Hits
เกมเหมือนกัน
the
ING เหรอ
runs some more of the debuffs. She's not even going to have much of
แพท
an
เปลี่ยน
ammo when she goes into that state.
ทัวร์เปลี่ยน
So that
แชมป์เปลี่ยน
is
อ่ะ
just game, I'm
แต่
sure.
แต่เกเกอร์ก็ยัง
Yep.
เข้าทุก
zero
ทัวร์
health in
งงอยู่
Amber. GG X taking it.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought the one to make it through is the newcomer, the fresh speed demon of Etheria Restart will be representing global in the next round.
เป็นดาร์ทที่แบบว่า
X is putting
ไม่ค่อย
on
มี
a
ดา
bit
เม
of
จเลยนะ
masterclass there
3
with
เกม
Luvia. That's 100% win rate for X with Luvia. Maybe you
เน้น
should
ดา
just
เมจ
be
จาก
picking
ลู
that
เวีย
in the game.
ดาเมจ
Like
จาก
every
เฟีย
game, there is like the key enemies of somebody, and it's different.
แต่เกมนี้เขามี
Last
นี่ไง
game
มี
was
เชียร์ทอร์
Sharon all the way. This time it's Luvia all the way. And
Yeah.
in the game 1, we thought Nathan was him, but Nathan was definitely not him, and got absolute control as well. So what we thought were very different from what we see in the actual matchup.
Yeah, and we've also had a player pick
ผมอยากเห็นดาร์ทนี่ว่ะ
which was great to
XC
see, but
เลแล้วก็ทูนดอท
unfortunately
ล็อกกลาง
that one
อีก
lost.
2 ตัวแมส
So I wouldn't really
Kano.
call it his key animus. But yeah, the Luvia pick for X looking super strong.
เฟียดาเมจตัว
I
จริ
do
งค
feel
รับ
like she's one of those
ฝั่ง
units
นู้นเขาไม่
that
มี
you
ฮิว
need
ด้วยแห
to
ละ
have
เฟีย
super
ยิ่งเก่งเลย
speed
แถ
on,
มเป็นตัวสกิลเดฟ
or you're
แม็ก
not
เลือดน้อย
able to really see the
Fia
full benefits of her.
อันติไม่สนเดฟ
X has that speed.
ทะลุโลอีก
I think he was also on Moon Bunny Stride was very important because, like, I think he got outsped pretty much in the game that he played, but then the Moon Bunny Stride really came in clutch. Back then it was the Alicon Strive, but Alicon
Yep.
will get absolutely destroyed by a turn meter pushback. So Moon Bunny Strive is just the way to go.
Yeah, Moon Bunny super strong into all forms of CC and all debuffs, especially if you're on one of these units that cycles a lot because they're able to get back to it. And then you have like 3 turn immunity. What are they going to do?
Pretty much. So if you are looking for a shell to craft in the next shell lab, you can never really go wrong with a Moon Bunny Strive. Double Swift.
Yeah, because you can also use it on some of your openers like Doki Doki, etc. Turandot. If you're slightly slower and you want to run Turandot, you can run it on them, and then even if they go turn 1 with Freya, as soon as they land a debuff or anything, you just push up in front and you get a turn.
Indeed. And that is the game 3 between X and Lucky Sunny. And we are moving on to the next game between Watchroom and On Young.
Yeah. So what would you say your highlight of the day so far has been, Sean?
It's kind of crazy how the key animals for the last 2 players are both CC unit. One being Sharon, the other one being Luvia. It was not the Ray Mary, it was not the Azo, it was not the Kathos. I mean, Kathos kind of won a game right there, pushing back the Fuchu a little bit. But it's the CC unit that really shines in these matches.
Yeah, the CC ones are looking so strong. But Luvia, we're getting to see some of the highlights here. This Navette gameplay, it took an age, but a bit of a masterclass. I feel like there's not many people who would pull this type of stuff out on ladder, so maybe not something you'll see all that often, but X just slowly whittling away, managed to take the win here. I thought he was lacking on damage. Wasn't the case.
I feel like you have to be really patient with that kind of playstyle, because any misplay in between would really push you back really further. But you got to really know how much damage you can do, how much damage you can actually take, because he took some hit from the Shuanchi on the Navette as well. And you got to be really patient once again, because it will take quite some time to actually do enough damage, and there are so many opportunities in between for the enemy to turn the game around.
Yeah, it's also a bit of a high risk, high reward playstyle, because there is sometimes that you need to rely on that S1 from the Navette actually landing, and if she didn't land in one of those key moments, could have actually just been GG.
Indeed. And Navette skill 1 has not exactly the best chance to land the Petrified, but when you do, it is absolutely scary. Just like how the first CC meta was Kazuyo the Sleeker, and that S1, it landed all the damn time.
And who could forget 2 turns sleep? Those games used to put me to sleep, I'll tell you that much.
It took quite some time right there with the Kazuyo and the Mavel. But, unfortunately, Watchroom is unable to continue to play this cup due to personal reasons. So we just lost another global player. But global is just falling left, right, center.
Yeah, so far the only representative that's made it through into the next round is X. So global so far should be rooting for X.
Yeah, X is the global player making it to the quarterfinal, but we still got some player on the right side of the table there with Kaka and who else is on the right side of the table? I think we got one more. Was it Iroha? I think Iroha's from Asia server, right?
Is it Mithra?
I think it might be Mithra on the right hand
ว่า
side.
ชุ่ม
of
แพ้ไป
the bracket.
เพราะว่า
So
เหตุ
we
ผลส่วน
still
ตัว
have 2 more chances for
แข่งไม่
Global
ได้
to make it
กรรม
through. We're rooting for them. Hopefully they will
กรรม
not fall to the curse of winning 1 game and then losing the next 2.
Well, X might have just broken the curse. Who knows? Who knows? But I can tell you one thing, we probably won't see many more Navette
เราชุ่มแพ้ไปครับ
Ling Low games.
มันจะไม่ว่างพอดี
I don't think that's going to be a very common draft.
Maybe, you never know. If the opportunity arises, he will lock in the CC. Picking the vet on 4th was already a very, very crazy move.
Yeah. I was surprised we didn't just see an Aya in response, in all honesty.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but then I think people just don't really believe in Aya that much anymore, because you're too dependent on enemy landing debuff to get any value out of the unit. So if they purposefully not AoE, then your Aya also doesn't really exist, which is kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah, true. He did also have that Luvia, and nobody runs immunity on your Aya, so you could have just sent the Aya away. So I suppose. But I don't know if we are moving on to the next game now, or if we are having a break. I'm not sure, Sean.
I'm pretty sure we might be going for a short break right there. And we will be resuming the next 4 matches after the short break very, very soon here. But Wondering if we're gonna see some OG animals coming out in the next couple matches because we know Keka is the demon lord of the bruiser playstyle. So you think he's gonna bring out some crazy bruiser team?
No, I don't know. I think Kecker tends to play the most standard stuff on the meta, but just plays it the best, if that makes sense. So I feel like we'll probably see very similar drafts to what we've seen before, and he'll just win.
True. But I got news that we are playing one more match here, so we're not going to go for the short break just yet. So the next up is going to be between, if I'm not wrong, Irohas and the Korean player GG. Ming GG, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we got Ming GG right now.
I am excited for this one as Ming's favorite animus is Messiah. So, are we going to see a Messiah game, Sean? Do you think it's going to happen?
Maybe he's putting out false information, okay? Maybe he's tricking the enemy like that.
Maybe. And actually, I think we are going to move to the break now, and we will have that when we come back. So...
พัก5 นาทีปิดเสียง YouTube ไว้ก่อนนะเผื่อลิขสิทธิ์คือตอนแรกว่ากะจะไปเปิดเกมแต่ว่าผมไม่ได้เข้าเกมไว้เดี๋ยวสลับจอกัน ค้ดอะไรนะลืมมันชื่ออะไรนะผมลืมละอีเทเลียไม่ใช่ดิ EPS 2026 Summer
Maybe the Messiah player has some more confidence, but just a reminder, guys, there is a redemption code on screen. It is EWS 2026 Summer. So go in game, chuck that in, and get your free goodies. And then let me know what it is, because I've not done mine yet.
It might be 1,000 kinetic summon. Okay, that's not true. Don't quote me on that.
99, maybe.
Maybe it's gonna be the summon that's gonna help us in the next banner, because the next banner is coming out in more than a week, I think. It's been quite a while since Ariel dropped in the game and absolutely terrorized us in the meta. So I wonder if the next banner is gonna bring out some crazy anti-heal unit.
Maybe. Now, with an anti-heal unit though, it would need to be an anti-heal unit that makes anti-heal work without wound, because Ariel would just cleanse it.
Yeah, it'd be like a AoE Loan.
AoE Loan, that sounds very wholesome, Sean. I'm glad you're not on the balance team.
I mean, technically, you can increase cooldown time of the Ariel, and she'll be pretty bad immediately. It's just that it's not going to be easy to do that, sadly.
True. Do you have any predictions for the new units? What do you think is going to come?
I wonder if it's going to be some red strong unit. But we have a red unit at the start of the season with Sylvia, so maybe it's gonna be like a blue and a green unit, probably.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like we're due another debuffer. I feel like we're gonna get a CC unit.
Oh, that will be pretty massive. Maybe we get a strip into stun unit. That'll be insane.
Okay, so looking at these players here, we have Ming on the left-hand side. He has Lily, Sylvia, and Raymarie as his preferred Animus. So the favorite Animus is lying to me. It may not be Messiah, but Lily is a very aggressive playstyle as well. On the other side, Rojas, we're seeing more of that slow bruiser type style with the Sylvia, the Fushu, and the Asao. Asao, very popular last season. She has kind of slowed down a bit this season with her nerfs. I feel like the nerfs hit her a decent amount, so we're not seeing her nearly as much. She still is played though.
Yeah, I still use her a decent amount. It's just that she is really easy to kill if she's at like low turn meter position and they have a couple units that can kill her multiple times, and she can't cut in between fast enough to actually save herself. So I think that is mainly my problem with her. And also with 2 units that can terminate her that are usually drafted in the enemy draft no matter what. I think she's seeing some pretty heavy control for her passive right there.
Yeah. Now, for this next matchup, do you think Nathan will see play?
I think Nathan was perma-banned for the last 6 different matches. So maybe Nathan will go through. Depends. I don't think anyone's trying that new Doki Doki lock tech yet to try to counter Nathan. Maybe someone's gonna do it.
Maybe. We have seen Nathan twice so far at this tournament today, and so far he's got a 0% win rate.
Yep, might be the worst unit in the game at this point. Worse than Linglo. Linglo has a 100% win rate compared to
Exactly.
Nathan.
and Luvia's even higher. So buff Nathan.
Oh, scary move right there, Bob. Scary move right there. Nathan looking pretty bad at the moment. Can't be played, and when you play it, it's gonna lose you games.
I'm just waiting.
If you cannot win with Nathan, how can a mortal like me beat someone with Nathan? Okay, Nathan might be the off-meta unit people are talking about.
I think what you do is you just put your Nathan on Bramble and you just hit auto and you just pray. That's the plan. That sounds like the plan.
Swift, Bramble, Nathan on Amber. Maybe that's the play right there.
Maybe.
But we're kind of missing out on that.
Well, maybe someone actually has that built, and we're gonna see it today. Who knows?
Are we going to the ban pick? Are we seeing? Oh, we are seeing Nathan, but we are seeing for the first time today a Ray Mary pre-ban. Ray Mary isn't even that popular in the tournament, but she is getting pre-banned by Ming, I think.
So
โอเคมาแล้วครับ
no, so Iroh has
คู่ห้าปะโอ
banned
เค
the
คู่สี่
Raymarie.
บอชชุ่มเขาขอแพ้บายนะ
Maybe
เขาไม่
going
ว่าง
for
มั้ง
the Kathos and
ก็เลยข้ามมา
the
คู่ห้า
Sal.
GG เจอ
Very early Asal pick.
Iroha.
That seems like
It is
Iroha.
an
a
early
move
Asal.
that you make 3 months ago and not what you're doing right now.
ซิลเวีย
Yeah,
พิก
normally
แรก
I would
Early
expect
Loan.
the Kathos Loan or Kathos XC there, not the Asal. That is a interesting one. I wonder if he has a plan for this. Maybe he's going to go something slightly
Banley ด้วยนะ
obscure on 2.
พี่
It
แบน
is
เล
actually not a bad pick if you go into the Doki here with the Asal, because she doesn't really need that extra survivability, especially with the Raymarie pre-ban.
That is true, but we
พอ
got
พี่แบน
a Luvia
เลแมรี่
in the lock
แอสเซาเก่งจัด
position.
เลยตอนนี้
Probably top speed as well to actually cut this Assault out of the game. So
Lily.
are we racing? Oh my god!
Lily, we're getting
ลิ
a
ลลี่
race.
สไตล์สมัย
We got
สวิ
the
ต
Lily race against the Luvia. Which one is gonna go first? We don't know just yet.
แข่งสปีด
Are
เลย
we
นะ
seeing like Lily double CC or Lily Lilium?
I don't know. I feel XC, so he's getting some turn meter boost with his comp. I kind of like that, to be honest. Into the Luvia lock though, you can just send it away.
Oh, we got Fia getting picked up right there. We do need another damage dealer for Iroha right here.
I don't know. We thought that before, and then we seen X do a very similar comp and just pick Navette.
You got a good point right there. We did see that. So maybe he does not need another damage dealer. Maybe he need a Sharon. Where is Sharon?
Maybe. Yeah, Sharon just falling through this draft. Is anybody going to pick her? I don't think. Does he want him on the side of Ming? Lilium and Sharon both locked in. Who do you think won this draft, Sean?
Ooh, that looks kind of tough right there. I think it might be a Lilium ban.
โอ้โห
and
อะไรวะเนี่ย
Sharon is looking extremely
XC
scary
ลิเลียม
for Ming.
ดาเมจโคตรจัดอะแต่ผมเข้าใจได้นะ เพราะว่าเจอทั้งลูเวีย
I
เจอ
think
ทั้ง
if
โลวาน
the
มันต้องกดดาเมจ
Lily
4 ตัวปะ
though, and
ไม่งั้น
if
โดน
able to
แบน
get
1
a
ฮุบ 1
S3
มาร์ก 1 ดาเมจหมด
or S2 off with the Kathos, I feel like
แต่อย่างนี้
there's
แบนใคร
a
อะ
decent chance that the side of Ming
แบน
probably
ซิลเวีย
wins.
But that's a lot of if though. We don't know who is outspeeding who just yet.
จะไหวกับ
Yeah,
ฟิมิเลียไหมเนี่ยฟิมิเลียมันโคตรน่ารำคาญ
but
ตัว
if your favorite unit is Messiah, you might be a speed demon. So here we
ผม
go.
ว่า GG แพ้ว่ะ
First turn already happened.
ถึงจะ
Oh,
speed
and the
นำ
one that's going first is actually Lily.
Wow, actually the Loan is faster than the Luvia. That's interesting.
ตรงไงก็โดนฮุบอยู่ดีอะ
That is some crazy investment right there in the low end. But unfortunately, Lily base speed is higher than low end, if I'm not wrong. And with a Xuan Chi going early, getting the strip going, but he need this Kethos to move, and I think that is going to be a strive. Luvia cutting in between the Kethos.
ดึงไม่ถึงปะ
Yeah, but it is on bulwark.
อ๋อดึงถึงว่ะ
He pushes up actually.
แต่ว่า
He
ทำส
just
ปีด
has
มาแล้ว
one so that he doesn't proc the strive. Very
อ๋อ
smart.
ไม่ต้องอัน
play.
ตินะมันเลยไม่เด้งนี่
Can send the S3 into
Patay.
someone else, goes into the
แต่ว่าก็
shadow,
จะ
and
ไม่ได้
then he
ล้าง
can
เนี่ย
just go for the
จะไม่ได้
S2
รีคูล
to
ดาว
cooldown increase the
ลูเวีย
Loan. Or does he S3?
It feels
assume
kind of
he just has to.
wasteful to do that.
แล้วต้องกด2ป่ะ
for
กด
only
2
one unit.
รีคูลดาวน์โลวานไปก่อน
And I
Wow.
think that turn one didn't really turn out too well for Ming because
เอ้ย
I
ไม่ก
don't
ด 2
think
เล
he
ย
achieved much
Gột lại,
with
gột
his
lại
turn
à?
one right here.
He does go for the Loan.
อ้าวอย่างนี้โลวาน
He actually missed the pushback as well.
Oh, I think he did, but the strive worked too well.
Oh, she's on Strive. Ah.
อ๋อ
Yeah.
โลวาสไตล์เลยเด้งสวนขึ้นมา
All right, we got the Luvia seal take away the Kathos, and now the Dots and the Loan is gonna go absolutely crazy on this Shranchi. And the Shranchi was actually on a Swift build and not a Strive build. So he could probably just go all in on Shranchi.
แพ้แล้ววะ
Let's see
GG อ่ะ
Yeah,
which
I think-
way.
I
ผมว่า
think
แพ้
that's
แต่
how-
ดาบแล้วอะ
I think you have to go on the Zhangqi because he
พี่
has
เรียนมันโกงเกิน
S3 up and your Luan's defense broken. So if you don't go on him and he lands that debuff, he could actually just kill her through the amber.
Oh, Shranchi's getting bullied right there.
จะเรียก
We
แข่ง
got
แทนครับ
more
คืน
healing come up from Fia.
ผมไม่
This
เก่งพอ
situation
ดิ
is looking
เลยไม่เข้า
really good for Irohas.
Yeah. it
โอซา
all
ชื่อใหม่
seems to have
ชื่อ
kinda
ชื่อเปลี่ยน
stabilized
มั่ว
for
หมด
him
เลย
now. As you kind of said,
เนเวต
the
ก็
first
เป็น
couple of
นา
turns
วิล
were
ลี่
Nate
อะไรก็ไม่รู้
actually not doing
นาเทียนก็
enough
เป็น
work.
นากาลันอะไรไม่รู้
Wonder if he maybe
งง
should have
เลย
pulled up the Kathos and just S3, S2 someone else.
Yeah, I think that's why Lily has not seen a lot of play on the ladder itself because you might get first turn, but the impact might not be as big as you want because people are building a lot of bulwark. We got
Still
Fia,
doing a
we
lot
got
of damage,
Moon Bunny.
I think
Ooh.
he's about to take. He can almost take out the Sharon. If he takes out the Sharon, ooh, he's quite low on the XC.
Ah,
But actually,
will
it's not gonna
have
go down
the-
anytime soon. I think it's gonna cut in front of
Alright,
everyone, and
ทางเอาอีกแล้วเหรอ
is gonna heal him quite a fair bit.
Yeah, and you have that weird interaction with Luvia and Kathos. She basically won't be able to die ever while Kathos is in that exiled state. Even if they
Ooh,
were the
but no-
last two left.
ผ่านไปก่อน
So
This
the
is,
Sharon is down.
It's the classic strategy
เอ้ยหรือว่ายังไหว
having Amber with your Azo so that your Azo has infinite HP and just can't be killed and is working really well. We were wrong, Bob. We thought the turn 1 didn't matter, but Iroha's turn 2 didn't matter. He could not do anything to these
โอ้ยโหลด
people
รีคูดาวพอดี
And he got the
Tao mới đài.
cooldown increase, which is absolutely massive. So he can't S3 again on the Luan. So this XC is kind of free.
โอ้ย
Man, looking
และ
really,
โลวานไม่ได้
really
มาร์ก
good
อย่างนี้
for Ming at the moment.
เหงาเลย
Nobody's gonna be able to kill the Azo. And then the
เหมือน
Kathos
เคทอก็ยังไม่ได้แทรกเถื่อน
full
เลยนะ
capacity.
ถ้าบอกว่า
Yeah, the Kathos is full health. He
ทำไม
is
ทำไมลูเวียคูดาวนางอ่ะอ๋อโดน
free
รี
to do
ไป
what
รอบ
he
หนึง
wants. And he's 3 turns away from
อย่างนี้
all
โล
skills
โลวาน
on
ไม่ได้เล่น
Luvia. So
อ้าว
this Luvia is not going to be doing anything for the rest of this
แทร
fight.
กแทรก
And
I
the
guess,
Kathos
yeah.
Heals
all
the turn. That is
And he
so
has the skill
perfect for
too.
him.
Oh my god. And then the Azo is slowly working everybody down. There's nothing he can do about it.
ยังไงเศร้าขึ้นมา
Wow.
Oh, this is
Swansea.
GG.
I think the Swansea taking all the hit was so good for the Azo because this Azo, even though he doesn't have any healer, she just can't die. She's just like doing whatever she wants.
อุ้ยไม่ตาย
Yeah, kind of smart in a way because he pre-banned the Raymarie, probably knowing that he's either first picking Nathan or Nathan's getting pre-banned against him since he was first pick. So the Asal value probably goes up slightly because both of those terminates are out the game.
And sadly, even though Luvia is supposedly a very decent counter to Amber, he did not land enough of the debuff to actually matter against the 2 Amber in front of him.
Yeah, and oh, he did actually die here though. So, but can the Luan do it? She does have S3, but she's
I'm
just
not
going to
too
get
sure.
whittled away by this Asal. The Asal's just going to keep stacking on her, even if you jump on her, and you don't have enough damage to actually just kill the Asal.
Yeah, that is a problem. And you got a whole Kathos to work through. And Kathos is not a pushover. He can take a couple turns. And in those couple turns, the Asal at 11 stacks, having skill 3 available, is looking really strong. But
มา
he is going straight into the Asal, stopping the skill 3 from coming out.
Okay, so she's got 2 stacks left. I died.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You just can't get through. You just can't
That-
get through the Asal.
That is so
อุ๊ยมีโอกาส
much
ตายอยู่
damage.
นะเนี่ย
And the
ใช่ปะ
Lily Asal combo, super duper scary because you can still stat off turn as
เว้ย
well.
ผมว่าอันติไปเลย อันติ
And
เอา
she
ชัวร์
has
ดีกว่านะ
another stack. She's cut in front of
Anti
the
ให้
Fia because I think the Fia had
Ah.
S3 there, so he would have been able to
ก็
get
ไม่
him
ตาย
down to the final stack. But
ตายโอเค
and the
Yep.
batter
เรียบร้อย
finishes
จบแล้ว
off the Luan. Doesn't even need the crits. 20 stack Asal deals out some serious damage.
Yeah, I think one skill 1 on this Fia might also go away pretty much
Up, up.
immediately.
เด้ง
Look at
Big
that.
damage. She will have the S3. She's one turn away from the S3.
She's too far away from anything whatsoever.
จบละ
So much more stat. Oh my god.
โคตรคมอ่ะแต่ว่า
Croc just
ตัด
to end
แอ
it.
สซอล
Wow, GG from Ming.
ตอนแรกผมเข้าใจว่า
I thought
เอ
it
โล
looked
ฮา
a
จะช
little
นะ
bit
เนี่ย
rough after the first couple of turns, but proved us wrong. But that's why me
ตอนแร
and
กคิด
you
ว่า
are
ยังไม่ไหว
sitting
กับ
here,
เฟีย
Sean,
ส
and
รุป
you're
ไหว
not
วะ
playing.
Indeed, the amber it always goes back to the amber, just like how the amber Xuan Qi and Lo Wan first pick, and now we have Lily Xuan Qi amber. It always goes back to the amber, and Iroha not looking so hot. Wait, was that
No,
Iroha
but-
winning? No, that was
I think
Ming
it was
winning.
Ming. It was Ming winning. So I think that's the first Lily we've seen today as well. So cool that he's pulling that out. Slightly different.
Funny enough, each player has demonstrated slightly different main hero that they play. One's Luvia, the other one's Sharon. This guy is all about the Lily life, which is really, really cool because I thought the draft has sort of really stabilized on the ladder, but these players at the very, very top are sort of defining their main strat a little bit different than the other.
Yeah, it's cool to see because it kind of changes up how the matchups are played. Like you don't have the same meta game going in every single time. If they've got a slightly unique pick that they like to prefer and they can kind of draft around that, really strong. But we're seeing the key animus was the Asal, just massive damage. And she's so hard to get rid of if you don't have a terminate or you don't have enough ways of cycling to deal enough damage to just kill her through her stacks. And seen that to be the case right there.
Yeah, I feel Asao is just such an amazing character. And even though she got nerfed, rightfully so, she was just too dominating that she was first picking. She was being first picked by most player in the season where she was at the top. Really, really strong character. Even destroy her own counterplay that is Ray Mary. So she got balanced by the dev team, but still really, really strong in the right situation.
I feel like Asal's went through an interesting kind of cycle because when she came out, she was like super weak. And then she's went from super weak to super broken to I feel like she's in a good spot right now. She's good in the right situations, but if you pick her into like a Nathan and a Raymery, you're just gonna die.
Also, I personally love the design of Asao a whole lot. It's like the trope of the really skinny character carrying like a huge weapon and just like she's just swinging her big sword.
Yeah,
Beautiful design. Love it.
I love that we actually have a unit in RTA as well that makes use of Battle Will. We've not really had any that have used Battle Will outside of her that I can
Indeed.
think of.
And she is one of the only attack scaler together with Lilium that matter in PvP because all the other attack scalers are most of the time PvE unit except for the Rare Messiah player.
Yeah, I mean, Barnes over here sitting crying in a corner. So's Hellkid waiting for his 6th buff. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Dude, Hellkid is gonna get a buff where he press S3 and you win the game. Like the enemy just crash the device at this point. Maybe that's gonna make Hellkid good.
Maybe. I feel like even if he got that, people still wouldn't build him. Helmid. Who wants to build Helmid?
Indeed. Bro can't even win in like the event where you bet. It's so sad that you see him, he obviously outspeed the CC team and somehow he still ended up losing. It's crazy.
I mean, isn't he just worse catchy now? Wouldn't you just...
Yeah,
like,
Catchy's just like way better, right?
Yeah. So, who knows? Maybe next season we see another Hellkid buff. But into game 2, we have Ming going for the Sylvia. Not banning the Raymery this time. Zhang Qi. Interestingly, this is a Bramble Zhang Qi. Swift Bramble.
Hey man, the individuality of these players surprised me. So we got Xuanqi Lo Wan getting first pick by Iroha. We got a Codex Luvia and a Lily Lock. This is crazy.
ดูเป็นมังกรมาแล้วยังไง
This is super
โอ้ยเดี๋ยวนะ
aggressive
3 ตัวแรกไม่มีดาเมจเลยนะเนี่ย
How is Iroha's going to answer that? He's going with the turn dot. He's saying I'm racing you.
ชวนต่อมา
Now, he
แล้ว
should know the speed of the Lily if he checked the turn meter in the last. So he should know that he's faster.
Man, you say
อ
that.
ย่างนี้
but
ผมว่า
if
แบ
I
น
were to check
ซิลเวีย
that
นะ
and rework the numbers,
เพราะว่า
I would
อันนี้
not
รู้
do
รู้
it
สปิริตลิลลี่แล้วก็เลย
in
กล้ากด
5
ชนต่อมาเลย
seconds, so.
Would you not?
No, I'm not Asian enough for that.
ผมว่าลิเลียม
Oh, we got a
ไม่ค่อย
Lilium
ดี
on
ป่ะ
the Lot of Silence, the build that you don't like.
เพราะว่า
Well,
ส่วนชี้กับโลวา
I
มัน
don't like
มันไหว
it
ลิเลียม
into
อยู่
Sharon because I just don't see the point. If the Sharon goes first and she presses any buttons, you're getting stripped anyway. So
ตัว5น่าจะ
I
คาโน่อะไรอย่างเงี้ยผมว่า
but
คาโน่เย
if
ลิ
he's assuming that he's
Senju.
fast enough, this Lilium would need to be tuned to be round about 250 speed to be able to cut. Interestingly, he is running the Lilium on unyielding oath,
กดอะไรมาก็
so
โด
it will
นบอสแบน
get extra healing
โอ้ย
every
เลียม
time
ไม่ค่อย
it
เก่ง
takes a
ว่ะ
turn.
อันนี้
But it also deal pretty bad damage when it takes a turn, unfortunately.
No,
So that might be a problem.
He's got an unyielding oath with Harvest and Fury Edge. I think it'll deal enough damage into non-bloodbath units to be able to kill. And then the Navette, he is just saying, I'm probably faster. I don't care that you've locked her in. I'm still going for it.
Wait, this
is
game's
a
gonna end in 2
super
seconds.
aggressive.
เนี่ยเซนยู
This
จริง
is a super aggressive draft. We got
ยังไงก็ต้อง
Senju on
ฟอสแบน
5.
เซนยู
This is just
ไม่แบนก็
all
แพ้
in.
เลย
Whoever goes first wins this game.
Yeah, it will end immediately. Oh my god, which one is it going to be?
เซนยูโคตรเก่งตอนนี้ ถึงเบิร์นไม่ตายก็
Although, will we see
ชิลนะ
some
กลาง
strike
อิมูน
value
ลูเวีย
here?
เนเวตทำอะไรไม่ได้
Let's say, for example, Irohas goes first. Can Ming cut with strike?
No, I don't think so, because Toronto boosts more than 10%, right? So I think even
It's-
with Strive, I don't think that's gonna be enough. And also, I think the Senju will probably give speed buff as well.
Yeah, I'm just concerned. I was just thinking maybe the Lily can cut. If the Lily's on Strive and she's sitting really close to the turn dot,
ban.
maybe it's enough. But I feel like letting the Sharon through is actually maybe the wrong play. Because if the Sharon gets to go and
ผม
she
ว่า
has
เอ็กซีต้องออกก่อน
I feel
ปะ
like your whole
เอ้ยเราเอ็กซีเขาเร็วไหมลืม
The Lilium outspeed!
เอ้า ลิลลี่เอาไวกว่า
Oh, the Toronto was not fast
เอ้า
enough.
ทำไม
Wait, this might be over.
I
งง
think
เลยอะ
that's just
คือ
game.
เดนลี่ก็เพิ่งเล่นไปไม่ใช่เหรอทำไมเขารู้สปีดแล้วทำไมเขาถึงแพ้วะ
Wait,
Oh my
actually,
god.
if Sharon gets to press.
จบแล้วอะ
No, she doesn't. I lied. No, she does.
Oh, she gets to press one button, but the
เออ
Lily
ไม่ต้องหุบ
will
เลย
send
เนี่ย
home
ก
pretty
ด
much
2 นะ
immediately. And the Lily is gonna allow the Navette to go
มันหุบก็
again
ได้แหละ
after that. I don't think that's gonna be a problem against that.
อันนี้สับ
Oh wow, the Lily actually outsped the Toradon. That's
He must be
incredible.
So fast and so confident in his speed.
Oh, we
มี
got
ค่า
the
ระหว่าง
Lily
ไปเลยปะ
taking a turn right there. Let's see
Okay.
if the
So really
Harvest
good.
and the Fury is gonna do enough damage
หรือไม่ก็
against
ค่า
the
ชาลอน
Sharon.
ผ
I
ม
don't
ว่าค่า
think
ชาลอน
so.
ก็ได้
I doubt.
I think it will. I think it will. I
แล้วเรา
believe.
ค่อยกดเรียน
And
ติ
then the Lily is gonna boost the Navette
เรียนติ
to
แล้วก็แช่
petrify everybody again.
ผมว่าเรียนติ
So I don't
แต่
think
ว่าถ้า
there's
ลิติด
much
ก็
Iroha
ช้า
to
เลย
do in this game.
Okay, let's see the damage.
อ๋อตี
Oh,
นี้
it goes up.
โอเคหมด
He just
หลอดจบ
fully amp. He's killing the
ตีขวา
Luan.
Wow,
Hey.
he actually finished after the WAN, but
โอเคเอา
is
ชัวร์
he-
นะ
oh, he just finished that off, and he get the
กำลังคิดอยู่ว่าตีขวา
Navette
ก็
move in front
นี่เหมือนมันดึง
of
ขึ้นมาอยู่
the
ดี
Sharon,
พวกปกติตัว
petrify the
ตัววางก็
Sharon
ตาย
once again, and the Lilium is
Jump
gonna
lah.
probably finish the job. Nothing to stop her.
Yeah, so he can just S
ผมก็นึกว่าเขา
off the Sharon.
หยิบมาเพราะมั่นใจว่า
I think
เห็นสปีดแล้ว
that's it.
รู้แน่นอนว่าเธอดอท
GG,
ตัวเองเร็วกว่า
This is,
Tell me
is this
pass
the
a speed,
first 2-0 we're seeing?
งง
Wow, he's being like really conservative with that. He will petrify the Sharon once again. He got
think he's-
another 2 layer of petrify, so the Shuanchi is not really a problem.
Yeah, this is
ผมว่าน่าจะเกิน
pretty
390
clean
อยู่
here
แล้ว
from the side of
ลิล
Meng.
ลี่ถ้าเกิดกดบ่อยขนาดนี้
Oh, he got another exile if he
Got
wants to.
another
He will
exile.
exile.
Exile the XC again.
แล้วยิ่งชนะถ้าเปิดทัวร์ดอทผมว่าเกิน 395 แน่เลยลิลลี่
The X is not doing anything.
เพราะเราดู
Alright,
เกรดของนัก
more
แข่ง
turn.
ไม่ได้นะ
And Lilium's going
Không
in,
đợi
big
kìa.
damage, stun the Sharon. He's being really conservative with the play here,
Hey,
but he's
why
winning. So
take a risk? There is no need. He can just play slow, make sure he wins, and that's how he's doing it.
not
He's
even,
got the
not even
S3
wasting the
back
skill
in
3.
voice. Just
Dude,
save it for
so
the
mechanical.
XP, and then he doesn't even need to worry about the Amber if he deals enough damage.
Wow, look at that. He is taking them down one by one. There's nothing he can do about it. Maybe he's going to be able to do something here? Maybe
Not
not,
enough,
unfortunately.
Not enough damage. I
With
think the
some of the
S3
WAN get
probably
popped,
just
This
kills
is going to be
here.
more than
It's a-
enough.
It's a Swift X.
หมดหลอดโคตรแรงอะ
59k.
Jump.
Yeah, he's dead. He is.
Wow.
That was
Another
clean.
global player cleaned up by the Chinese player. GG.
Oh, so I think that was actually a Asia region player. So
อ๋อ งงเลยตอนที่บอกว่า global player แพ้อีกแล้ว
yeah.
เมื่อกี้
the
เขา
other guy was
เอเชีย
Oh, yeah, that's true. I feel I think because I can read the name, I'm like, I assume they're global. I'm sorry.
No, it's fair enough. It's all good. But yeah, Rojas, was it? Yeah, out. And that was very clean. First 2-0 of the day.
First 2-0. And that was probably the fastest game as well. That was like a semi-Cleve CC situation a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder who's faster between him and X. That's the main question on my mind now.
We might find out tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Maybe. If they're going to meet, though, they would have to meet, I think, in the
final.
In the final, yeah. Final. Third place or first place matchup. So, maybe. Who knows? But Lily, 100% win rate.
Yeah, every unit's proving to be better than Nathan at this point, to be honest.
I think you've said it before today, but it seems to be whoever has this like niche pick that they like, they almost win every game with it.
Exactly, because you're not used to that, right? You're expecting something, and then suddenly there's this like 400 speed Warlord Lily that comes out, and they goes first and completely dominate the flow immediately. And when you're not used to that, then you don't know how to tank, you don't know what kind of damage is going to happen. It's just so scary. And Lilium is still very relevant from last cup to this cup, proving to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Lilium is looking really strong, actually, especially into all the Sharon comps, but who would have thought it? Now, interestingly, in the next matchup, it's global versus global, so we're actually getting 100% one global player through.
Oh my god, that is so sad for global. We couldn't even get one-on-one player on the left side, and now we have to absolutely destroy one another on the right side.
But at least we're guaranteed 2 players through into the next stage for tomorrow. But the key animus of the game was the Lily. I wonder if we can get a speed check on that Lily, find out how fast it is. Outspeeding a Turandot is diabolical.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just like 4-5 feet above, which is really insane. Oh wait, we're not getting global. We have a CN against global in the next game. We have Mithra against, let me make sure that I know how to pronounce that, Piggy. Mithra against Piggy. And Piggy is going to be from CN, and Mithra is going to be from Global.
Oh, my fault. I thought we had Mithra versus Kaku. I looked at the draft wrong.
Man, look at that highlight. Look at that Azo going crazy, but Lily is the one pulling the string in this show the entire time.
Yeah, this Lily was just so much value, especially when you compare it with things like a Lilium or an Asal, because their S1s just provide so much and do so much damage. But the Asal gives her that extra stacking and strips away stats from them, and with that Lilium just gives her that extra healing. So good.
Finally, a game where they didn't pick a lot of or like any healer at all.
True, and they didn't pick any healers, and look how it turned out. It was very quick. Maybe
Very fast game.
Do you think it would have been a different story if Irohas had picked a healer?
I don't think so, because I think the healer are probably going to get CC anyway, so it probably wouldn't make a big difference.
True. I feel like this playstyle, though, is a lot harder to do with a Real in the game.
Oh yeah, that's true, because that healer is going to be right there. It's going to be really, really tough. Like, she counter all the big damage. So we need to savor this before the next tournament where Aerial is going to be playable. Together, whatever new kinetic in the next season is going to be a different story, because by the time we have another tournament, we probably will be seeing Aerial Nathan on the field together.
Yeah, we definitely will. It wouldn't surprise me. Imagine them on the same team.
คนนี้ก็โหดไมทรา
I don't want to
คม
think
จริงว่ะ
That is rough. I thought that before, I think. I just want to say, and then the Nathan
แล้ว
gets speed
ยังมี
boost
เกเกอร์
by
เต็งแชม
Aerial,
ป์
and you literally cannot touch him.
and then you're hitting him every time he takes damage. He's boosting, and then every time he's boosting from his passive as well. He's just taking like 20 turns.
Like Nathan Sylvia was already like nightmare. Nathan Ariel is untouchable pretty much.
Oh, so we have Mithra in the next one up against Piggy. I'm just having a look at Piggy's key animus. Not quite sure who it is. They're currently top 10 in the RTA, and he said he's just looking to have fun and enjoy the game. So he's here for a good time.
Have you fought Mithra before on the ladder from Global?
I think I have, but I can't actually remember what his main playstyle is. I feel like I've fought most of the people on the global server.
Maybe he's also a bit more standard, generic. So he more counter picking instead of like having his own little thing going on. Maybe that's gonna be a bit harder to remember.
Maybe, but I'm hoping we get to see another Turandot cleave. I want to see one, especially for you, Sean. We get Turandot, maybe a Yelly in there, just like full on press S3. Do I win? Probably not, but
don't scare me with a good time like that, buddy. But Lily was already really good because I really get excited for some of these like season 0 animus to do work, like Lily, Navet getting in there doing some work. It's kind of exciting to see some of the old animus because the bruiser meta has evolved so much further than Rahul Tiamat can handle. Like you don't even see them anymore, even though they were spam pick.
I was gonna say, so are you asking for a Tiamat to come back? Want another Tiamat lock?
Maybe. But we are getting into the match. The draft has already started. We got a Nathan Sylvia pre-ban, the usual pre-ban. And we are starting off with all the big guns immediately from both sides.
Well, I'm just waiting for the draft information. So we have the Kethos and the Luvia. On the other side, we have the Luan and the XC. So going for that defense kind scaling side, I'm just trying to check the cards. I think they were on Sentinel. I couldn't actually tell if they were on War. I think they're on Sentinel.
Yeah, they're all on Sentinel. And
ใครเริ่มก่อนนะ
we got the Fuchu getting locked by
กินซ้ายเริ่มก่อน
Piggy. So we
K-Tot
will be here for
ลูวอนเฉย
quite some time
ลูวุน
in this match.
What?
Unless
โลวาน
unless Mithra
XC
changes his mind.
Maybe. I mean, what do you draft? What do you go for here on 3 here from Mithra? Do you decide to either speed up or do you slow down into the Kethos and Luvia? I think personally, I'm more of a fan of speeding up into Kethos and Luvia. I don't really like letting them kind of dictate the course of the match because one of them is 100% getting through the draft.
I think it might be like a Doki Xuan Li situation here. Oh my god. Instead of that, we got Valerian unit.
I love this unit so much. I cannot wait. We've got an Asal. Now, interestingly, this is a Jackal Asal. So this is an Asal on Swift and Bulwark. So won't have that
ตัวท้ายโคคาดี้แน่นอนอย่างงี้
sent away by the Luvia. So
ไม่ถ้า
probably looking to play into that Luvia.
I don't like it though. I
ผมว่า
think that
เขาแบน
exact
เน
draft
เวต
is like asking to be CC by Navet Sharon. And
ผมว่าชาลอนตอนนี้ไม่ค่อยเก่ง
going
นะ
to do pretty well
มีวาเลเลียนมี XC
into Mithra here.
ถ้ากดชาลอนโดนลิเลียมพิฆาตแน่นอน
Nahor here and you with perma CC.
Yeah, so we've seen the Navet. The Navet is already locked in. Does he go for the Sharon on 5? I would assume so. I think you're right. The draft is really to Sharon at the
ต้น
moment.
ลิเลียมแน่นอน
Navet is so popular
อุ้ยแต่ว่า
in this tournament. We get a Xuan Li.
แต่เขาไงเขาแบนได้ปะ
He drafted a Didding almost immediately.
อุ้ย
Probably to counter the turn boost from the Fuchu as well as the turn pushback coming out from the Kethos.
ใช่เหรอเนี่ยผมงงว่ะ
But this Navet is looking mighty dangerous for Mithra.
Yeah, well, the Navet is taken out. So what is Mithra going to take out?
ลิตติ้ง
Or
นะ
what is Piggy going to take out on the side of Mithra?
ผมว่าโคคาดี้เก่งนะทำไมเขาไม่กดวะ
I think it might
งง
have to
ไป
be
ผมกด
like
ละ
the Xuan Li. Oh no, it will be the Xuan Chi.
เอาแบนลิตติ้ง
Wait, hold
เหรอ
up. Wait, hold up.
Dang.
That's the Didding.
แบนลิตติ้งอยู่ดีเหรอ
That's the thing.
กลัวดิตติ้งเหรอ
So making
Give the
sure
whole
that he
group a
gets
combo.
that pushback. But this is Sal. I feel like he's on a bit of a clock. Does he hold the S3 on the... do you hold the S3 or do you send it onto the
Oh,
XC or
XC.
Loan here?
I think you might have to send it onto the Lowan.
โอ้โห
He
ระวัง
sent
นะ
it onto the
เพราะระวัง
Lowan
มัน
right
กินเร็ว
there,
จัด
and his Gathos plus Sean Lee is gonna do some work, but Sean Lee is
อุ้ย
gonna be
โดนบล็อกบัฟ
absolutely focused by this Asao here for a little bit.
Yeah, and it is on that Jackal build, so it does actually cycle pretty quickly, especially because he has the Zhang-Chi alongside, just helping to push it across even more. So already it's 6 stacks on the XC or XL, so... And Andy actually landed the block, which is pretty big, because it means she's not going to get any of those buffs for herself.
Yeah, no defense buff, no speed buff after this as well. A lot of buff will be gone, and she's gonna be very vulnerable in this situation here. But at least she can still reduce cooldown for the Sean for the Kathos
แต่
and
เหมือน
his
ก็ยังไม่ตายนะ
Luvia.
เพราะว่ามีฟู
If,
ชิว
if they get a couple in decreased cooldown time, that is gonna change the game for sure.
Yeah, so this is actually kind of big for him because he's getting the S2 off with the Kathos, and then he's going to instantly steal the turn off the Asao. So, and if he gets a time weave proc, he can go back
ผมว่า
into
ดาบ
S3,
แพ้ปะ
S2 combo straight
เพราะว่า
away.
จริงๆเขากดลุย
And
มา
I think
มัน
he also took away the Valerian.
แอสซ่อมมันไม่
protection.
ค่อย
Oh, he did
ดี
not
เท่าไหร่
take away the Valerian skill too right there. So that's slightly some time to buy for Valerian, but definitely not
เราต้องลอง
looking
ดู
good for
อาจจะไหว
the
ก็ได้ ถ้าเกิด
Ooh, the
แอสซ่อมได้เรื่อย
XC actually, I don't know if that's good for him, stealing the turn there, because then he can, now the Asao's going to get to move again.
ๆจริงๆอยากขโมยเทิร์น
He
Yeah,
didn't get a
definitely.
time
Assault
weave
มากกว่าปะ
proc, which is actually
แต่อันนี้
pretty
เขา
big for Mithra.
You kind of have to trade a little bit right there. So at least you kill the Shang-Chi, which is also a pretty big problem. The
โอ้
Shang-Chi
ถ้าเกิด
does not have
ค่า XC ได้
the
คือชนะเลยนะ
Amber
ไอ้ค่า
right now.
XL ได้ผม
So
ว่า
he is vulnerable, but he will have the Amber. He does not have a chance to use it. Maybe with the
ไม่
Luvia
มีมัง
debuff.
กรหุบไม่ได้แต่เทิร์นหน้า
Okay,
ได้หุ
so
บแล้ว
he's one turn away from another exile on the Luvia. So he will get it next time she's back around.
Oh, that little protection is really good.
Wait,
But there is the
เรียบร้อย
pushback
XC
coming
ตายเล
down
ยที
from
เงี้ย
Kathos. So I think Shang-Chi
3
is
สแต็ก
gone, and he will be able to exile the Lowen again with the Luvia, because the Luvia looks like it's gonna lap the Lowen rather easily.
I think if it was me, I would actually S3 the Loan here because the Zhang-Chi's going to die to the dots regardless.
That's true.
Because then you get the defense break on the Loan and you strip the invincibility.
อ้าว
Yeah, and that's what he goes for. He gets some damage, chip damage now onto the Loan. Because you can send away the Asal next turn with the Luvia, and you can just start working on the Loan. Because a solo Loan against all your team isn't actually going to do all that much.
But small problem. I think the timer for the Sean Lee is getting there, because Azo is stacking up pretty fast at this point, and it's looking not good for the Sean Lee.
ทำไมเขาไม่อันติ XC วะผมไม่เข้าใจ
Okay, so the Asal here... See, this is where the Battle Will would have came in handy, because he could have had way more stacks at this point with Battle Will.
Oh, the invincibility saved him. Took all of that debuff damage, which means his Amber will be
เอ๊ะจริงๆเขา
effective.
กดอันติดีกว่าปะอ๋อไม่ดีเหรอ
There's
Còn
no
nó
way
còn
to
tiền
get
kinh
rid of
quá.
the Amber because the damage
XL จะได้
skills, they
บาง
would kill it before the Amber proc. So it's actually looking
ได้มาร์ก
pretty
แล้ว
awkward for Piggy.
A bit of a misplay then.
Yeah, I think he should have killed the Shang-Chi right there, maybe. I don't know.
No, I
Because
think
now
you're
you
right.
have to deal with
I think
2
you're
Amber.
right.
And 2 Amber into an Asao. Oh, that's rough, man.
I think you send away the Asal here.
Yeah, you have to.
โอ้ยังไม่แพ้นะไม่ท่า
But then 2 Ambers coming for you. That's going to be a little bit rough. That's for sure. And they're both looking really healthy. While the Xuan Li has no way to recover the stat that she got
อุ้ยแล้ว
stolen by the
ไอ้
Asao.
ฟูชิวจะหมดละ
So, do you send the S3 here, or do you just hold it? Because the Loan's coming out next turn, and you've already got the Exaltation. I think you're better to just send it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually lands everything as well, which is pretty big onto the Valyrian.
Oh, the Fuchu's gonna run out of healing very, very soon as well. This is the moment. It's crunch time for Piggy right here if you want to beat Mithra. because he's running out of pretty much everything he has. The Xuanli damage is pretty pathetic at this point, and without healing from Fuchu, she is not surviving anytime soon.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rough. If he can kill this Luan, then I think it's playable. If he can't actually kill the Luan before the Kathos dies, I feel like he just loses.
Yeah, I think he's gonna done. Xuanli is just too weak at this point compared to the other two damage still over there. Like,
XL หมด
can't
แล้ว
really damage them
เราไม่
effectively,
ไม่ติดทำวีฟเลย
and without any healing, oh, tough.
And again, he's not been very lucky with the time weave procs. He's ran out and he got 0 time weave procs during his whole
ผู้ฉิว
S3
หมด
stage,
จบแล้วว่ะ
so-
ไม่ถ้า
'cause
ช
he
นะ
could
จริ
have
ง
had another S2 there and then got the defense breakdown.
And also, you gotta remember the Asao full HP in the exaltation, kind of being very well protected. And the when she comes out, oh, she's gonna hurt.
จบละ
Oh, and the
Kathos
Kathos
gone.
is down.
That might be GG.
I think that is GG. I feel like
ผมว่าเขาเล่นพลาดปะ
instantly kills off. The
Gina.
Luan's dead, but I
จริงๆ
don't think
จังหวะ
there's
นั้น
any world for the Luvia
รู้สึกว่าเคทอต้องอันติใส่ X4 ป่ะแล้ว X4 มันจะ
So
โดน
this might be
XL ตามแล้วก็ตายไปเลย
this
เพราะมัน
might
โดน
be
You-
Bitter
when
Boom
you-
3 สแต็ก
Etheria.
I think-
ยังไงก็
I
หมด
think
หล
you
อด
have to exile
ถ้า
the
ฆ่า XL ไป
Assault
ก่อน
if
ก็
you're wanting to
ง่าย
play
ขึ้นเยอะเลย
this, and you just have to try and stack up enough dots
โอ้
on the
ยอมเหอะ
XC
ไม่มี
to
ทางอะ
get
สู้
him
ไง
killed. Because he's actually cycling back to his Amber, which is a bit of an issue.
Oh my god, look
โค
at
ตรแรง
that damage.
15K.
15k. But the Fuchu will get a quick little skill 3 off right now, so he get to buy some time with the Fuchu, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough. Because you
I
have to
don't
get
know.
through the Valerian to get to the Asao at the end of the day. And that's another
True.
monstrosity that doesn't really
Dude.
take turn, and when you don't take turn, you don't get dot damage.
That is very true. And I think she's actually 2 turns away
อ๋อ
from
ยังไม่
her
จบอ่ะ
S3 again, so I think she would have the S3 back
Turn
before she
หน้า
actually died anyway. So yeah, it's looking a bit rough. I
มีโอ
don't
กาส
think
อยู่
this is playable.
Yeah, she has to S2 before she has to eat the dot
โอ้ย
damage,
ตายเลยเนี่ย
so that's
XC ตาย
like
แล้ว
pretty perfect as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of this comes back down to that play that you called out earlier, Sean, where instead of going for the XC, went for the Luan.
Indeed, indeed.
เธอนี้ยังไม่ตายตั้งแต่
Maybe
เธอ
they
หน้า
could
นะ
have changed the
สอง
flow.
ก็
We
แตก
don't
ผ
know
มว่ายัง
that
ไม่ตาย
just
ปะ
yet,
ส
but
องก็แตก
he's trying his best. I think. Oh,
Okay.
oh, look at the damage. Oh, that hurt.
That's a lot of damage. Now, I think here
พูด
you
เหมือน
have
เดิม
to go for the S3, send it
แล้วก็
on
X4
yourself.
ตาย
Then you go back round for the S2. The issue is this Fushu's already running out of her S3.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, the heal. And then you
Wait.
got invincibility.
Wait. Is this playable?
Maybe. But we don't know what kind of damage the Asao is going to come out. She only
That's-
has the skill 1. And I think we are down to 61 turns. So one of her skill 1 can really hurt you. And it will take a lot of time for
เอาได้กลาง
the Valerian to actually lose these dots. And this
อุ๊ย
Asao
ถ้าได้
will
อันติ
have
จ
a
บเลย
tap
ปะ
buff. And this is gonna, oh my god, look at
Ooh.
that. So one more turn that she
รออี
takes,
กเทิร์นหนึ่ง
I think someone's gonna die.
I
Ow.
think the Luvia
ได้หุบ
cuts
ดิอย่างเงี้
in
ย
front and he can S3 the Assault.
เพราะว่าได้ปั๊มสปีด
That's
หุบ
true.
เอสซอล
But then you still have technically a very healthy Asao that has a lot of actual HP and has skill 3 that can one tap one of your unit. So that's gonna be pretty rough.
But I think this works out kind of perfect for him because he can get the 2 turns to actually deal the damage to the Valyrian. So he can maybe kill off the Valyrian before the Assault comes back round. There's a
I think
small
he needs to-
chance.
He needs to kill the Valerian when Asao actually taking a turn here. If he killed it too early,
อ้าวกด
then
สองก็ดีกว่า
Asao comes out
งงว่ะ
in front
ก
of
ดสองแรงก
the
ว่าปะ
turn meter order.
Yeah. I think you just
But,
S1 here. I think you hold your S2. Yeah. I think that's right.
All right,
This is
he's
looking
out.
He needs to kill now.
Oh, the problem is the Valerian has slow debuff.
Oh.
He's not getting that turn, bro. He needs the Valerian to die, but is not getting that turn to die. And the Asao will have skill 3, so that's gonna chop the Luvia
actually,
down.
the issue is he
Oh,
has Gator as well. So,
no,
and he's got the
invincibility!
immunity.
He chopped the Luvia, and then he will chop the Fuchu easily with a skill 3. I think she has skill 3 available. And that's gonna one-shot the Fuchu, no problem.
I think you just S2 the Asal here and you just pray.
Oh,
I
no damage, bro. Asal is so tanky. It doesn't matter anymore. It's GG. You seal the bomb. You put your problem in the corner, but the problem is still there at the end of the day.
Asal is that problem. In late game Bruiser versus Bruiser matches, Asal is the best unit in the game.
Yeah, she's like that piece of clothing that you just
ผมว่าดับไม่ได้แพ้กันขนาดนั้นนะ
and after like 5 days it stings
ตอนแรกคิดว่าฝั่งจีนได้เปรียบด้วยซ้ำ
too real Bog too real bro looked down for like 2 seconds right there. It's like oh crap, he's right.
He's right
Like you put it in the corner but it's still gonna sting at the end of the day. All right, it's still gonna be there. It's not gonna disappear. Your problem will still be there.
Well, Asal is definitely that problem, and a good problem for Mithra because it was on his side. So Global keeping up their streak of 100% in game 1.
100% in game 1, minor 100% in game 2. That looking kind of scary. I feel like Mithra just gonna suddenly like draft weird and then lose in the game 2. Like it happens so consistently at this point. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is interesting. But what will they change up for game 2? So will he go for more of that Bruiser versus Bruiser, or do you think they speed it up? Or go for CC? We've seen some people going for that CC draft. CC drafts actually have a really high win rate so far.
I think if you see a Fuchu lock and your instinct is to lock Valerian, we are not seeing any CC, brother. We are going back to the healers. That is in their blood, it's in their DNA. And the key animus is actually Xuanqi and not Asao, the one to win the game at the end of the day.
Do you know what? I actually think the Xuanqi at the start of the game actually won the game, because by landing that block, that S1 block on the Zhongli at the start, it stopped her from getting the Fushu shield, it stopped her from getting the defense buff, so it really nerfed her damage output in the start of the game.
That is true. Xuanqi definitely carried the game with one debuff right there. Because of that one block debuff, he managed to survive so much longer than he should be.
Yeah, and it allowed that Asal to just hit through, no shield, no nothing, and the XL actually died pretty quickly.
I wonder if the Asal is not on Bulwark, would Luvia exile the Asal and let the Lowan stay? Or he would still exile the Lowan the same way? Would you exile Asal, or would you still exile Lowan?
I think I would still exile the Lowan, if I'm honest, because if you don't exile the Lowan, I feel like you probably just die. I feel like the Lowan XC combo is just too strong hitting into one unit.
That's true.
Maybe they risk it for the next game. Who knows?
We got the Nathan Lowan being pre-banned, and the Kethos Sylvia is being split in the draft at the moment, Bro. First pick for Mithra, and he went for the Kethos, and over there, Piggy is locking into the Sylvia Xuanqi.
Oh, and then we're seeing a Raymarie in response with a Plume, both on Amber.
Wait.
So we're seeing a lot of Ambers. And
well,
this is a global player, and Amber is our second favorite shell, so that kind of makes sense.
I don't get it. Like, I thought Plume was supposed to be like a counter.
Plume สไตล์ด้วยเหรอ
Why is he locking Plume?
สไตล์บัด
That is so strange.
I think locked Plume is good if you're planning to let Sylvia through, because the way that it interacts is Sylvia S3 will go off, pushes your whole team back, and then Plume pushes them up after. So I think he's planning to let the Sylvia through, which is why he's locked Plume. It's also very good into the XC. So I actually think it's a very good pick here. It's just bad into Fia. So
and you can't ban the Fia because it's locked. So looking kind of weird at the moment. There's no Lowan to counter Fia as well. I'm not sure, but maybe he's gonna go for like another Asao. But Asao gets stolen by Piggy this time around.
Okay, so then he takes the Luvia in response to that. And then if he just goes for, I'm assuming he probably goes for like a healer on 5, maybe Fushu. Fushu looks pretty good here, especially if you're letting the Sylvia through. Because you get that S3 off. So far
แต่ว่า
his
ลูเวีย
1-2
แพ้
doesn't
ซิลเวีย
actually
นิด
deal
นึง
that well into the
แต่เว
first
ลาหุบไปอะแล้ว
Maybe he's gonna
ซิล
go
เวีย
for
อีกฝั่งเขา
Barbarian. Who
เขา
knows?
อันติรีเซ็ต
One of those.
Maybe.
ตัวที่โดนหุบจะไม่รีเซ็ตเกตมันเหมือน
Thinking about
เสีย
this last
หุบ
pick.
ฟรีไปเทิร์นหนึ่ง
Goes for the
Ooh, I like that.
XL.
XL
Goes for the XL. Getting that defense buff, getting more damage for the rest of his team. It's just kind of makes sense.
I like this aggressiveness. No healing. That's pretty
So what-
awesome. Coming out from mid.
What is pick 5 going to be? I feel like he needs something super strong here.
But there is a Sharon. And
Navet.
he's gonna go for Navet. I don't know about that. Navet does not counter Amber. And Navet soft counter the Sean Lee a little bit. So maybe he's gonna run circle around the enemy.
Right.
If his Sylvia get to be let through and take
ก็เขา
first
เป็นอะไร
turn.
อะ
But Navet is pretty good into the Moon Bunny with the Sylvia because the Sylvia will remove the Moon Bunny buff, so he should be able to get an
นั่นแสดงว่าต้อง
S3
แบนซิลเวียอะไรเงี้ย
after
ถูกป่ะ
that and actually land his CC. So what are we seeing, Ben?
Ben
We're seeing the Navet taken out and we're seeing the Kathos taken out.
All right, here we go. Both CC units are gone, but there's still a lot of CC coming out from Alluvia, the Plume, and Raymond can also stun. So
โอ้ย
will
ซิลเวีย
she
โคตร
send
เร็ว
the
อะ
skill 3 or will
ฮะ
she just buff immunity over here? What, I
ซิล
mean,
เวียเร็วกว่า
no reason to send the skill
นี่อีกอะ
3, am I right?
เรียกว่าลูเวียแต่ผมว่าลูเวียเขาน่าจะช้าป่ะเพราะลูเวียเกต
I
ติด
don't
กับ
know.
แอสเซล
I would almost be tempted to send the S3, but he's just going for the S2.
I think you can always send the S3 when you get defense broken by the Plume, so that's gonna be safe for later. So we get a lot of damage coming out here. I wonder where it's gonna be on. Is he gonna send it to the Raymary?
I think you just go for the Sylvia, no? Or you send the S1 into the XC and try and get that block up. Because if you get the block up, I feel like her value is it's diminished.
Oh,
does
he
go
went
for
for
it,
the
and he
block
does land
play.
the block. I think that's actually a really smart play because it lowers her damage output quite a lot, not able to get that defense buff. And then it actually makes your XC deal more damage into her because he has higher defense normally.
We're gonna be
And
the
then
stat
ดี
trading.
เลย
Lowering
จะ
the
ได้
HP
ไม่โดน
of the
execute
Raymary
นะ
so that because he's not actually going to be able to stop her from proccing, so just lowering her damage so when she does proc. And this is smart from the side of Mithra, not pressing the S3 on Plume, just holding it.
We have a lot of holding going on over here.
Yeah,
from
we
Odie's
do.
Fire. We used to be the spam S3 kind of game, but we're doing a lot of holding strategically
Fair.
at this point because there's so
Yeah.
much interaction going on all the time that you can't just be like
ตายเลยไหมเนี่ย
mindlessly
ขวา
spamming your skill.
XL
Okay, so
แล้ว
he's
ก็โดน
sending the
อันติ
S3, so
Oh, may not die
that
na
is
yun.
probably the point where
ตายไหม
Mithra is going to start sending some of his S3s. But
แล้วก็
this
รีเซ็ตไปอันนี้
XC is doing work on the
ไม่โดนหุบ
XL.
ต้องรีเซ็ตละ
She's so low already. I think if you send the S3 here, you can just kill her off.
Not quite yet, but he need his Aza to move. I'm pretty sure Aza's definitely gonna move right there in front of the Luvia, but Luvia is gonna be able to cut in between for it.
So I think
Oh, but
the
if he
S3
proc the Raymary, the Raymary will make the Swan Chi move maybe.
I think it will. Oh, but the Raymary cuts. Can he do enough damage? He doesn't get the stun. I feel like if he got the stun there, he was probably in a really good spot. But this S3 is gonna hurt.
ห้ามเชล
Quite
จบแล้ว
some
ปะ
damage right there. Could not finish the enemy though, but I think that is like enough for him to set up the kill for the Raymary.
But he's got the defense break on and he's
That's
got the
time.
เอ้า
S3.
ทำวีฟ
It's time we fear. And it
เฟียร์ทำวิฟติด
Oh.
จบเลยเป็นผม
The
ร้อนจี
holding
ทุบคอม
did
ทุบโต๊ะ
not work out. The
I told
holding
you.
did not work out at all.
It's
Time we
the
fear
curse
is
again. Mithra just randomly like, ooh, I'm gonna pick Plume to counter like Sylvia.
แต่ว่า
and
พลุมไม่ดี
I
ว่ะ
don't think that worked.
โดน
out
เฟียร์ล็อก
too
กลาง
well
โคตรเหนื่อย
for
นะ
that. Let me be real. I don't think that worked out at all.
รีบผูหยิบภูมิมามันจะไม่
I feel like he needed
มัน
another
โดนเฟียร์
healer
มันแพ้หนักเกิน
instead of the Jean
กดอันติก็ไม่ได้
honest with you. If you have
ตีธรรม
like
ดา
a
ก็
Fushu
เด้ง
there,
ส
I
แต็ก
feel
แล้ว
like
เธอละ
you're
สิ
not
สแต็ก
in nearly
เรื่อย
as much danger.
And once again, we witness the Assault cooking
อยากดู
the
เกเกอร์ละ
Raymary.
ผมว่าผมดูเกเกอร์เสร็จแล้วผมนี่เลยดีกว่า
But
ผมลงสตรี
you
มเลย
lose like 9 stacks,
ขี้เกียจดู
and
คู่
suddenly your
คู่สุดท้ายด้วย
damage compared to the Assault tankiness is a whole different story.
Yeah, she's super hard to actually deal with, especially if fully stacks on your Vaymarie. And you know how it works. When it's the enemy Asal, it's always 100% chance that she's going to battle will at the start of the game.
Yeah, literally. Oh, 8 stacks gone. Oh no, my unit is so much weaker than before.
And then you
Wait.
pick Asal, you press S3, and she just stands there. You're like, do it!
Like me fighting you. Like my I went 6 turn with no battle wheel. Like wow, very cool.
Yeah, I was starting to think that you didn't even have battle will on, Sean.
Yeah, I'm probably on like some onslaught, broken set or whatever.
You,
But I
you
think
got
it's the first
7
game
piece
that
battle will.
everyone used Sentinel. This is like the budget bill or something. That's crazy.
I mean, Sentinel's a really good card, especially in these bruiser versus bruiser matchups, because the primary damage dealers in these matchups are all crit based. So just lowering that damage is really valuable.
That is true. Can't go wrong with a bit of damage reduction or a lot of damage reduction. So can Mithra break the curse, or will he fall to the same curse that he wins a game and then lose the next 2? And that Fia Amelia getting a time weave prop was kind of crazy.
That was kind of crazy. Won him the game.
I think Fia on time weave is one of the most tilting build you have to ever deal with, because it's so game changing when she pressed S3 at the right moment and being empowered by time weave. It
แล้วเฟมิเลียนหน่อยเว้ย
meter
ไม่ไหว
to
ละ
the moon.
It definitely did. But I would assume that
ตัว
you
ซัพพอร์ต
thought
ว่า
that
อะไร
Fia-
48%
that
ดาเมจ
Fia wasn't on
46%
time weave because she didn't press S3 on her first turn. She held it. Because if you're on time weave, normally you just kind of want to spam it because you want to have more chances for that time weave to proc. But holding it actually worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, he wanted that juicy plume debuff so that he can actually do it. Also, I think by holding it, it's like a holding contest between the 2 players. Like, is he gonna press it? Am I going to press it?
So we've seen in this matchup, at the very least, Asal win on both sides. So do you think Asal's going to be hotly contested in this next game?
Maybe. Asal is proving to be a better character than Nathan at this point.
Yeah, Asal seems to be pretty strong in the. She's still strong in the bruiser versus
ครับที่
bruiser
ทำดาเมจได้
matchups,
นิด
but
หน่อย
we
ครับ
are into
และถึก
draft.
ซะด้วย
We're seeing Mithra banning Nathan.
โกงเกิน
and Kefos on the other side is gone.
Man, I wish that Nathan would just get more game, because he hasn't won a game yet, but everybody just fear him so much. We fear the
เนื้อให้หมดเลย นาเทน แอเรียล เฟมิเลีย
I mean, he is so hard to deal with. But we're seeing a
จริง
Luan
จะบอกว่า
first
เนื้อ
pick
เคทอสก็
and then an
ก็เกินไปหน่อย
XC and a Luvia
เคทอสมัน
on
เนื้อ
the
มาเยอะ
side
แล้ว
of
แต่
it.
ว่ามันยังเก่งอยู่ดี ผมไม่เข้าใจว่ะ
That looks pretty solid right there. The Luvia is also on correct.
อาจจะต้องรีเวิร์กในเคทอสป่ะ
A very aggressive play.
แบบรีเวิร์กสกิลไปเลย
Mithra definitely want to end the game quick, maybe. Asao getting early pick into a Luvia early pick.
เอ้ย
And
แอ
Raybury
สซัล
is
พิก2เลยเหรอ
also open. That is extremely aggressive.
ผมว่าไม่ถูก
It
ต้องว่ะ
definitely is. So the Asal priority in this matchup has gone up all the way to moving into what, second rotation? So
เลยล็อกกลางไหม
what is
ผมว่า
Mithra going to answer with here? What is he going to lock? Is he going to go back to the Valyrian, or is he going to go something more aggressive?
Dude, I kind of want to see like a Turandot Yelly, you know?
ผมว่าเลแล้วก็เฟียพิกซี่อ่ะเก่ง
Well,
I'm just-
instead
Yeah,
we're
okay.
seeing a
Fushu,
Fushu Raymarie. So
That is
it is an Archon Fushu, so should be hard to debuff and CC. We're
ผมว่าพอ
Shout
เรา
out
เราแบบ
back
เขาเหยียบนี่มาเร็วอะเรากดเลย
I
ล็อก
feel
กลาง
like that's
เก่ง
a good pick, and the Navette. So he's got a CC comp in his last 2 picks. And then a Tiamat. You asked for it, Sean. She
โอเค
is
ผมว่าแบนเนเวตว่าอย่างงี้
one of the
I'm
best
sorry.
units.
I
to
didn't mean
pair
I
with
was just
Fushu.
joking. Can we
One
not
of
do
the
that?
best units to pair with Fushu. She's so strong with Fushu because of the way that they interact with each other. So really interesting draft here. What did he ban on either side?
I think it's probably gonna be like a Luvia ban, and Iggy will just work on that Amber merchant slowly, and trying to keep the Ace alive. But he let the wait. So Ace is not gonna be able to play the entire game, maybe.
Maybe he's just hoping that he's fast enough that he can maybe just kill this Luvia before the Fushu gets
Wait a
off.
minute.
Oh,
Wait
what?
a minute. That's a
ซิลเวีย
speed
โค
demon
ตรเร็ว
Sylvia.
จบแล้วแพ้แล้วถูกไหม
Yeah.
Oh
Do
my
you know
god.
how fast
ยกเว้น
Sylvia
ว่า
is?
เลจะสวนรัว
But
ๆอุ้ย
that's really fast though.
แต่ว่าเลือดฮิวขึ้นมาอยู่ดี
So I
I
think
thought
he's
the
gonna go in
Sylvia
and
is gonna be
try and
slower
just.
than the Luvia.
I think he just tries to kill off the Luvia here,
Oh,
and then he's just
I
playing
don't think that's gonna be a
3v4.
tough challenge. I think that's gonna be pretty simple for the Sharon Azel. They get like
This
5
Tiamat
turns.
though, the Tiamat is
Tiamat
Bramble.
ส่วนไม่พัก
She's not wanting to go home yet.
I mean, you bramble, but you're also losing a lot of health at the same time while not really doing a whole lot. So that is kind of a problem.
โอเคต้องยัดเลไปก่อนนะ
Going straight for the Ray Mary.
Going on the Ray. Okay, so I would assume he S3s with the Luan onto the Luvia here. Because he
บอกว่ายังไงก็ต้องมาร์ค
can't
ลู
afford
เวีย
one of
ไม่
his
ให้มัน
units
หุบ
to
อ่ะ
be sent away. Although he has the immunity on everybody. So do you risk it though?
He's going for the Luvia.
แต่ว่าเลมีโอกาส
And
ได้
the
เล่น
Ray Mary's already
สแต็กครบ
weakened, so it's gonna have a hard time trying to kill this Asal for sure.
ถ้าเฟียได้กลางก็คือ
You still have to let the Fuchu
ง่ายขึ้น
play, so that's
ไม่เฟีย
kind of
ไอ้
sucks a little.
ผู้ฉิว
A little bit, but this Tiamat will probably transform once the Fushu S3 gets off and she takes a turn. So do
Yeah,
you
this
just
is
try
a
and
little bit
amber
off.
her here?
Maybe. I don't think HP Seal reduced the damage of the Tiamat, right?
I don't think it does. That's why I was thinking, do you maybe just try and amber her now? So
Ui,
you're getting
sảm
the
đinh rồi nè.
Bravery proc. It doesn't deal that much damage.
Oh, but it might be enough if the Tiamat somehow managed to go in front and set up.
สามเด้งจริง
the Luvia just died.
Oh,
So he's going to
the
get another
setup is
S3
happening.
here. He's going to get.
Dude, that
Does
is
he go
so
for?
many
I think you go
S3.
for another S3.
3 S3 in a
Three
row. dude.
S3s.
But it's crazy how a level 5 Sentinel and good gear allow you to survive this well. Like back then, this
Oh,
Ray Mary
tạm.
would have killed like you twice. But
Executeเลย
this
ปะ
Ray Mary took
แต่ว่า
3 out.
ค่าโรวันก่อนนะโรวันน่าจะตาย
Piggy survived that
โอ้ยไม่ตาย
without anyone
Doesn't
dying.
quite kill. But he gets to transform here. There should be big damage.
ร้อยป่ะ
Amber the
enough?
Luan.
โอ้ยสองเด้ง
He gets a double
Another-
turn.
Oh my
He's
god,
got
so
double
many
turn and the
S3s.
Ray Mary
Oh
proc.
my god, the damage! Oh my god, the damage is crazy.
จบแล้ว
What is going on?
ชนะได้ไหม
So
ท่า
much is happening. And now he
Execute.
can just S1 the assault. He needs to amber here. It's GG. It's
Wait,
not
that's
enough.
over.
Yeah.
Oh
Tiamat
my god.
is just her.
Tiamat.
is insane. Tiamat, Raymarie, Fushu.
เทียมแมต
You
เบิ้ล
don't even need to play the game.
ไม่ได้เบิ้ล
Just
เทียมแมต
hit
เข้า
auto.
2เดิน
This is
Double
like
turn.
EWS last year.
Wow, that was really quick as well.
คนนี้ชนะผม
For
2-0 นะ อย่าเพิ่งแพ้นะเว้ย เดี๋ยวผมออน
to
เดี๋ยวผมดู
end
ออน
so quickly. Damn.
โดดแล้วโดดอีกเลย
Kind of a line.
เลโดด 3
3
เทียมแมตโดด
Raymarie into double turn
ไม่เทียมแมต
Tiamat
เล
into
โดด 4
another
ใช่ปะ
S3.
ทั้งหมดอะ
Who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought the one to decide this game for Mithra
เด้งแล้ว
to
เด้งอีกอะ
break the curse of global not making it is
แต่คนนี้รับโหดจริง ตอนผม
Oh, you
แข่ง
said
playoff
you
คือแม่ง
wanted to
แบบ
see
สู้ไม่ได้เลย
a Tiamat game and you
ไม่ได้อยู่ที่สแตทได้แพ้แต่ดาบอะตอนที่ผมเล่นอะ
and we got a Tiamat game absolutely crushing enemy. Ray Mary getting like 4 ultimate in a row. Like, hey, excuse me? Ray Mary being fair? What is that? Actually,
Raymarie is just Raymarie's just Raymarie.
ข
That's
นาด
why global
ซิลเวีย
loves
ออกก่อน
that
เมื่อกี้
unit. That is our number 1 unit and it's for that reason can just win
เด้ง
you
กงไป
game
พลัง
from
เล
nowhere.
ว่ะ เลเดอะ
4
ก็อดนะครับ
S3s in the space of about 2 turns. Very
แล้วถึง
wholesome.
ดูซะด้วย
that you get Ray
โด
Mary
ด
for
รัว
absolutely free for playing the game for 14 days as a new player. Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't know that, Sean. That's pretty cool.
For absolutely free 99.
ใครไม่ให้กดไลค์ฝากกดไลค์นะครับขอบคุณมาก
So,
คนอื่นจะได้มาเห็นไลฟ์ผมเยอะๆ จะได้รู้ว่ามี
it
คน
was
เล่นเกม
whoever had
นี้
a Sal 1
you
up
นะ
until the last matchup, and Mithra makes it through. So that's the second global player through. Last one up will be Kecker, I believe.
เดี๋ยวผมดูเกเกอร์เสร็จผมลงสตรีมแล้ว
Man, Fuchu Tiamat.
คู่แปดผมไม่
I
ดูนะ
still have not built a Fuchu, and I still have not built a Tiamat, and I don't think I ever will at this point. But
Why?
impressive combo.
They're wholesome.
I don't want to be that guy, you know. I want
แต่ผ
to
ม
press
กด
my
เทียมแมตจัง
button.
บ่อยเลย
Like
ตอนแข่งอะ
I think he barely pressed any button he won a game.
แต่ว่าถ้าเกิดเราได้ผู้
Yeah,
ชิว
but
กลาง
is
แล้ว
that
เรา
not
ก
how
ด
you
เทียร์แมต
like
มา
to
มัน
play?
กดดัน
Just
มากเลย
sit back, relax, and watch your units win for you?
No, I like to pretend I have strategy and I like to press my button. Like press the vet skill 3 like 4 times in a row. It's pretty cool.
But what do you mean? That is my strategy. Just put Bramble on everybody and pray.
God. Like I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I can't use Mio. Like seriously, because you skill 3 and then you die.
Yeah, yeah. I
Out of
remember
2
that with
Bramble.
Heinrich as well. He goes in, AoE strips everybody, gets brambled once, dead.
And then he died, dude. That's crazy. But finally,
yeah.
we are getting to Keka match very, very soon here. But we're probably going to get like a highlight for Mithra. Huge congratulations to Mithra for making it through. And he will be representing Global on the right side. We don't know if Keka's going to make it through yet. These matches can be scary. So don't want to say anything right now. But we surely have 2 global players. One from each side. So the dream of a global final is still alive.
Yeah, and if Kecker makes it through, that means that half of the global players made it through to the semis. So pretty big.
True. That will be very, very exciting. So who is Kecker opponent though?
So in the highlights, what would you say was the highlight of this game?
I think the highlight
I think
of
it
the
had
game.
Ray Marie, Tiamat, all the S3s. It has to be.
I think the Raymery worked really well in the game 3 because she has a healer. Like,
Yeah.
if there wasn't like a healer, that would have been a different story. So the plume lock was definitely not it. That's for sure.
It could have worked. It could have worked. But yeah, you're right. Next time we have Kecker versus who's he playing? Is it? I think it is Shantu Urwa. I think that's right.
Ooh. So someone from the Chinese server. So that's gonna be very, very scary. They're all very, very strong players. So global players need to watch out. Maybe do their homework as well. But we should get that game happening very, very soon. Keka right now is ranked 2 on the global leaderboard. Only a couple points below UA, so not that far away. Keka is still a very, very dedicated player in the Etheria restart competitive scene because we've seen a lot of pro player come and go, but the one constant has always been Kecker.
Yeah, Kecker has always been near the top. I think last tournament was the first tournament that he didn't actually win. Still managed to come 3rd place, which is no small feat. But yeah, he'll be looking to kind of right that this time out, I suppose, and get back to his winning ways, going for 1st place again.
Yep, Keka, the 2-time. The 2-time champion against Erwu. I think I'm going to call him that, Mr. Erwu over there. So Keka enjoy the standard playstyle, and we have a Freya enjoyer over there. You think it's gonna go Freya Shwan Lee this time around?
ไมทราน้อย
Maybe.
จัด
I think that's risky to do into Kecker though. I feel like Kecker is very good at playing against those types of playstyles.
ไม่
So
รู้ขวานว่าอะไร
but
มิ
if
ต
that's
รา
what
หรือ
you're
ว่า
comfortable
ไม
with,
ทรา
I don't think you can afford to just mix it up for one person. I think you just go what you're comfortable with and try it out. Maybe just try it in game 1, see if it works. If it doesn't work, go to something else.
I think
Because you
Keka
do
is
have a
gonna be
little bit of flexibility.
Keka is definitely gonna be one to lock Fuchu, go absolutely crazy. Maybe he will bring out some niche games playstyle as well, potentially. But we did see a lot of different strategy from Sharon to Luvia main to Lilium to Ray Mary going absolutely ham and cheese to a Tiamat popping off as well. We see a lot of different things today, I have to admit. Even though we know that there's always a Kathos, there's always gonna be a Loan in there, but they were never really the main show. They were always just kind of there as like the supporting cast.
I feel like most of the drafts, the kind of 1-2 have been very similar in every single draft, and then moving into the 3-4-5 is where the drafts have kind of deviated and changed based on the player's playstyle. Because you have these kind of staple picks like your Luan, Kathos, Zhongqi, etc. that kind of go in that 1-2, and then you can kind of flex into whatever you want to do from there.
Indeed. And the game is starting between Kaka and Erwu. And hold up. We have Kaka pre-banning Turandot of all things and getting
แบนทูเอนดอทอ่ะเฮกเกอร์
Wow, getting a Nathan first pick is interesting because I would assume maybe these players have played each other on ladder, so Kekker knows that the Turandot is something that he needs to remove. But also getting the Sylvia unlock and the Luan, this draft is looking pretty scary from Kekker already.
โอ้โหเดี๋ยวนะทำไมหลุดอย่างนั้นนะ
Answering with that
ทำไม
Freya.
มันหลุดทั้งนาดหลุดทั้งซิลเวียเลย
Definitely
อ๋อ
taking
เพราะเขาจะเล่น
turn
บุก
There is no way bro let Kaka lock Sylvia with Nathan. Like that is next level confidence right there.
แต่ผมคิดเหมือน
Whatever he's doing
ชอนวีอ่ะทำไมเป็นถึงหลุดขนาดนั้นวะ
This man gotta have some crazy strategy to deal with that.
What is he picking?
อ๋อเขาเล่นทีมบุกไงเขาแบนเฟีย
30 seconds to lock the Freya. Was thinking about probably what his next pick is going to be. Interestingly, his Zhongli is on Codex.
What in the what? Why? You'll have to do that skill once.
เดี๋ยวนะชวนหลี่มังกร
Skill twice?
Wait,
That's
maybe it's an
crazy.
answer. Maybe it's an answer to the plume because the plume goes up, presses the S3, and then you get to reapply your defense buff.
ชอนวีถึงกับ
But if
ง
you're
ง
reapplying your defense buff, you're not doing damage.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is so interesting. Oh, the plume and the Ray Mary, but this time, Kaka, the true Amber merchant, Amber it up, baby, Amber everywhere. But we have an Amber counter right there with the Henrik.
Eh.
Wow, this guy, he is something else.
Yeah, he's going for it. I will say though, I do like the build from Kakker on Nathan because he's going for that Jackal over going for the Amber. I like having that guaranteed speed boost on him so that you're more flexible in what you draft him with.
Even the Amber merchant put Jacko on your Nathan. All right, stop with the Amber Nathan, boys. We need that Jacko guard. Let's do it.
Santic on Codex. Okay.
แบนทิกมังกรเหรอ
This is an
Wow.
interesting draft. We've not seen something like this so far today. So
อะไรวะเนี่ย
what do you ban here?
I think he might have to ban out the plume, maybe,
ผมว่าเขาแบนนาเทนอยู่ดีป่ะไม่ไหวนาเทนป่ะ
so that you don't get the silver to cut. Oh, he banned the
Oh, he
Nathan.
banned
อื
the
ม
Nathan
เพราะว่าไม่มีแบบสปีดด้วยไม่ไหวหรอก
and
Wow.
the X.
แต่อย่างนี้การันตีว่าซิลเวียได้กลางป่ะ
What
Maybe that-
a
that's it.
giga chat. But somehow the Codex Strong Lee is actually gone. Okay, let's see if the Codex
เพราะว่า
the Codex on Santic's gonna work
น่าจะ
out.
น่าจะโดน
Man,
แซง
we've
แทรก
seen
กลับมา
some
ป่ะอ๋อ
weird
โอ้
things
แต่ว่า
lately. Look at that speed.
เคทอสแซงเหรอ
Actually going first.
อุ้ยรถรีคูลดาวน์ติดหมดเลย
Ooh, and hits the cooldown increase on everybody except for the Sylvia. But the Sylvia has Moon Bunny, so not able to hit on that. Now, does he press S3 here, or does he go for the S?
ผมก็ต้องรีอยู่ดีป่ะ
I think S2.
เฮ้ยแต่รีไม่ได้ว่ะโดนแทรกอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
She
อุ้ยเก็กเกอร์
anyway, so
เหนื่อย
he
วะ
might just go for S3.
เจอเฟย่าเข้าไป
Oh, he
Yeah.
pressed it.
อันนี้อันติ
But then you get
Goes
stripped.
for the
ลบอยู่ดีรีคูลดาวน์
And then you get increased.
โอ้
skill
ลบหมด
again
ตีหมดเลย
by the
ลบติดหมดเลย
giga chat Santic. So you literally have no
โอ้เพราะว่า
skill
มีบัฟเดฟ
for
ด้วยป่ะ
a very long duration of
แล้ว
time.
อัพเดฟของ
But
เฟ
this
ย่ามันเลย
Raymary
ว่า
is
เดฟ
doing
เย
the
อะกว่าทุก
classic
ตัวเลย
Raymary thing. That's for sure.
แล้วระวันโดนรีคูลดาวน์
True,
2 เทิร์น
but that's a 2-turn cooldown on the Raymery.
Le-
and
Le
the
Don
Luan,
Zep.
So
ถูกไหม
looking
ค่าเล
pretty
เลย
good.
ผมว่า
That Raymary is. Oh my
เฮ้ย
god.
สวน
Oh, she brambled again.
สวน
Biggie
สวน
had
โคตรน่ารำคาญ
three
อะ
Bramble in a
แต่ว่าโดน
row,
แทรกนะ
but
เลไม่เล่น
unfortunately
He
the
did.
โอ้ยอย่างนี้เลแพ้แล้วตายแล้ว
And
ตียัด
stealing,
เลผมยัดเลแหละไม่สนอะ
stealing the turn off the Raymery is perfect.
ต้องลบ
'cause
เดฟเล
two turn
แล้วก็ฆ่าไปเลย
on the Amber and 2-turn on her skills.
โอ้ยไม่ดิ
You
ต้อง
know whether you
ต้องทุบ
change
ซิลเวียว่ะ
priority here
ใช่ปะ
and just go for the Luan
ไม่
now,
งั้น
because you can basically
ไม่งั้น
ignore
เขาโด
the
น
Raymery
รีเซ็ต
because of that cooldown increase.
ซิลเวียใช่
Not gonna lie, I think that Kekker
โอเค
is
แล้วอันนี้
gone.
ปรับเดฟอีกรอบหนึ่ง
He is getting
ไม่ต้องแล้วนะ
absolutely
แต่ว่าโดนสวนนี่เหนื่อยไหม
roasted by this guy.
รอบนี้ ไม่โดนนะ
Rocking the strong, like everyone on
โอเคจบ
Kekker
แล้ว
team is increased in cooldown, so they have
โอ้ยไม่ตาย
nothing
อึด
to
จัง
do. Like
He's
this
brambled
Raymary
again.
ตัน
has gotten 4 Bramble in a row.
Bramble
and he still cannot
รัว
turn the game around. That is how well controlled Kekker is by the
เอา
enemy.
แต่จริง
And he gets
ๆซิลเวียมันโดน
another skill too
โด
from
น
the
รีคูลดาวน์
Santic,
เนี่ย
cleansing the entire team, giving the
And
crit
he's going to
damage.
cooldown increase again.
Oh
Mm.
my god.
Wow.
ตายเลย
Kekker is getting absolutely cooled down
โคตรคมอะ
control by this Giga Chat from China. And there's nothing he can do. Like his low one's getting a turn, 0 skill available. And The Amber is still on 2-turn cooldown, so she has no Amber to protect herself even.
Yeah, and he's gonna have
จบแล้วคูลดาวน์แอมเบอร์
on
นี่แหละ
the Cathos again
อุ้ย
very soon, so
ดาบ
he
นี้
can
โห
just
ด
do it
ว่ะ
all again.
Oh, he get one move here. One move. But is that going to be enough, though? His Lowen has skill 3, but she's very low health at the moment, so she's not out of the wood just yet. She can
No.
skill 3 one time block.
อุ้ยแต่ว่า
That's all she
Who do
can
you
do.
ถ้าว่าแอมเบอร์ได้
Who do you
ได้
ask
เข้าเทิร์นนะ
I think
Amber
it
ได้
has
เล่น
to
ละ
be Cathos, no?
ยกเว้น
So you don't get cooldown increase and killed.
ยกเว้นจะเพิ่มคูลดาวน์เคทอ
Will
ส
Shuan Chi have the chance to kill her at this point?
อุ้ยตายเนี่ย
He maybe can.
จบแล้ว
Oh.
โดนใบเชล
Oh, wait, hold up. Is that enough? Oh my god, it's over. It's GG.
อุ้ยเอเกอร์โดนไปก่อน
Game
1-0
1 goes to Erwu.
The only
Wow.
global player to lose game 1 is none other than the legendary Keka himself.
That was
ผมเพิ่ง
a bit
เจอ
of a CC
กดเจอไป2 เกม
masterclass
โดน
there,
ตบ
but
มา
really showing you
เกเกอร์
what
ครับ
the
หรือว่า
power of
ไมทรา
cooldown increase. You don't need hard CC if you can just increase the cooldowns and not let them play the game.
Wow, this guy, absolutely beautiful display.
แต่ว่าเสียวอยู่นะ เพราะว่า
Very impressed
จังหวะ
with the fact
เฟย่า
that
ดึงขึ้นมา
Kethos
เคทอสดีนะเคทอสมันได้แสง2แล้วแตกแล้วมันแซง
like the Kethos
ถ้าเคทอสช้า
didn't have
แพ้เลย
like
เพราะว่า
movement
ซิลเวีย
in the
มันจะ
first turn,
แทรก
so
ขึ้น
he
มา
didn't get any
เขามี
action
ภูมิ
in the first turn,
อืม
and he
ถือ
could
ว่า
move with the Freya.
Very fast Cathos. Like 370 or very
เคทอสเร็วจัดเลย
360s.
ไม่งั้นโดนแทรกไปแล้ว
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Sylvia is not really slow, right? And he got boosted by Plume as well. So that Kethos was really fast. Also, the fact that Echo got on full Amber kind of just exposed himself to all these increased cooldown time.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked wonders. I might have to re-gear my Santic after that one. I've not actually played Santic in so long, but that was really cool to see.
And the Amber Shuan Chi was faster than the Santic to strip the Sylvia immunity after that. So that was probably a very fast non-bloodbath Shuan Chi
อ๋อ
as
คน
well.
ชื่อจีนครับ
So we are seeing like different kind of Shuan Chi build from different players. Some go Bramble, some go Strife, and this guy went just Giga speed and he broke the enemy down.
Yeah, and the
XC
key animus was that
ไวจี
Zhangxi,
เจอบุกสุด
61%
ใจ
damage
ผมว่า
on
ก็เหนื่อยอยู่อะ
full speed
ผมแพ้
with
ทีมบุกบ่อยมาก
Strife
เลย
and
เวลาเล่นแรงอะ
running on
ทีมรับอะ
Gladiator.
มันยัง
So as
คิด
he
ดับ
got
อ
a
อก
little
แต่
bit
พอเจอ
lower,
ทีมบุก
got
แล้วแบบ
some extra
ปวด
damage
หัว
out, but yeah, it did wonders. And I wonder
คือทีมบุกมันยังเล่นได้แต่ว่าเราต้องทำของแบบว่าให้มันเป็นเฉพาะบุกเลย
because that's the first time I think I've
อย่าง
ever seen
ตัวเนี้ย
an XL on
XC
Kodak.
ถ้าเกิดจะเล่นบุกก็ทำไว
I
นะ
think it was
ไม่ต้องใส่บัตร
probably
บาส
going
หรือ
to
ไม่ก็ใส่บัตรบาสแต่ว่าสปีด
be
340-50
she buff, and then I think the Freya is probably gonna take away the Moon Bunny maybe with the skill 3, or she's gonna buff again, and then the whole sequence
ไม่มี
of
แข่ง
increased
แบบ
cooldown
จัด
time
ทัวร์งานแล้วเหรอ
plus
ครับ
the Shuan Chi
อาจจะ
would
มี
actually cook the enemy.
ปีละครั้งก็ได้ค
There
รับ
was nothing that
ที่แบบ
Plume
เป็น
could do
เป็น
because
จัดงานออฟไล
Plume
น์
would get increased cooldown time anyway, so
จัด
she
งานแบบ
wouldn't
ว่า
able to defense break the
ไป
Shuan
ที่
Li.
ไป
So the Shuan Li
เรียกว่าอะไร
would
ออฟไลน์แหละ
keep
ใช่
the
ปะเรียก
defense
ออฟไลน์
off, and there was nothing much that Lowen could do being increased cooldown time as well.
Do you think it would have looked different if Kecker had pressed S3 on
อาจ
the
จะปีละครั้งนะผมว่า
on
เพ
his
ราะว่า
first
ตอน
turn?
2025 ก็เป็นของตอนที่เกเกอร์แข่งแรกๆเลย 2026 ก็เพิ่งแข่งไปต้นปี
He could have got his whole team to take a
ที่
turn
จัน
before-
โซ่ไปแข่ง
and we're straight into game 2.
อันนี้เป็นแข่งระหว่างซีซั่นอะไรเงี้ย
Zhangxi and Nathan once again. This time picking up the Sharon, going for the Sylvia unlock again.
I'm not sure about this one, but on the other side, we
เคเทอร์ขนาดเนิร์ฟแล้วยังเก่งอยู่ใช่ครับเก่ง
but
จัด
we're
เลยตอน
seeing
นี้
the Plume
ยัง
getting
เก่งอยู่
picked
ดี
up
อะ
here. Very interesting.
เพราะว่า
So the
การ
only
แทรก
thing
เทิร์น
was
มันเป็น
Mr.
เมคานิก
Connor
ที่
did to counter the
ตัวอื่นทำไม่ได้อะ
Yep.
and it
ขาด
didn't
ที
really
มบุก
work
เลย
out too well. I wonder if it's gonna
ถึง
work.
จะตบ
I think
กดเกรด
I think the
100% ไม่ได้
difference
ก็
though is this time the
ขโมยเธอได้อยู่ดี
Sylvia is
จาก
on
passive
lock, whereas last time the Sylvia was on 2 and that let them pick Fiamelia after to
Ooh,
counter
we
the
got-
blue.
We got so many amber coming out from Earl. That's kind of funny. But over there we got 2 Kodak CC units
Rubia and
coming
Navette
out from Keka.
coming out from Kecker. Wow.
I thought Keka is a bruiser player. What in the CC is this?
Now, interestingly, this is a top speed Loan. Not Loan. Top speed Plume. It's not on Strive or anything like that. It's broken set Swift. And the Freya's coming out last, so he's trying to
แต่
force
ไงก็ต้อง
the
แบนเฟย่า
ban.
นะ
Ooh,
Yeah.
very interesting right there. Wow.
หรือว่าแบนเคทอส
I wonder what is going to be the ban. Is it still going to be Nathan right there? I think it probably will be Nathan because he does not have like some innate speed buff
ตอนนี้อาจจะไม่ต้องแบน
on his team.
เฟย่า
If we ban on Nathan,
They
they're
ban
gonna deal
K
with
Todd,
Sylvia. So his team gonna be super ready for that. But it looks like it's gonna be a very fast game because no fear, no Fuchu.
ถ้าแบน
That
เค
kind
ท
of
อส
team right there. Who would have thought Keka's the
เฟ
one
ย่าออกก่อน
going with a very very fast game.
ตะวัน
Well,
ต้องมาร์ค
it's
ทั้ง
turned
ชาลอน
life on the
เพื่อน
line
หลี
for
ลูเวีย
Becker,
เป็นเขาจริง
and
ผม
you're
ว่า
right, the Nathan's taken out.
แสดงว่า
and
เฟย่า
the
ไม่
Keka's
คม
also
ไป
taken out. So
บางฟอร์สแบนไม่ได้
can he cut? I feel like this game comes down to is he able to cut and get rid of all these debuffs before everything's kind of applied?
Yeah, I think the Sylvia is probably moving here. The Plume is moving, but that's gonna probably trigger the Sylvia if I'm not wrong, because
น่าจะเด้งขึ้นมาปะ
she's on Strive Moon Bunny.
แซง
Just
Oh, did
as
not
one.
go for any debuff, saving it for later, waiting
จ
for
บแล้วดิ
the Shrine to buff so you
Don't
can
reset
strip.
XL ได้กลางลูเวียได้หุบ
I think
โอ้
that's
โห
smart. Will he be able
ผม
to
ว่า
do
เฟย่าไม่
enough
ดีว่ะ
damage here to
What if
or
the
who
Shrine
do
Chi cut?
อาจจะต้องกดนี่มาแทนนะ
Who do
ช่วย
you
ดอทปะ
send away?
ช่วยดอทเก่งกว่าผมว่า
do you send away Zhang-Chi or do you send away Plume?
ไม่ก็พลูไม่ดีตั้งแต่แรกแหละ
Oh, that is a big question, huh? The 3 Amber also really
Anh đừng
just
lọc càng.
messed up the vibe of the Sharon.
Yeah, it's
ผมว่าก็ต้อง
definitely
ก็ต้อง
It's
หุบ
gonna be-
XC ป่ะ
It's not
I
gonna,
think
it's
this
not
is
gonna
a-
do a lot.
tough decision.
All right, he
Who did-
went
Oh,
who did he
Loan.
go
for
for? He went for Loan.
ผมว่าหุบ XC ตอนแรก
a little bit awkward here. The Plume, the Xuan Li has not buffed yet, so he's gonna send the strip anyway and take away all the speed buff at the moment. We got more defense buff coming out from the Freya, maybe.
Yeah, but he can just hold the. He can potentially just hold the strip on his Plume till next turn, and then he
Let's
can
see what's
strip all
gonna
the buff
happen here.
off. I think you
Ooh.
S2 here.
This is such a complicated game because it's not a bruiser game where it's just like, oh, big damage, big damage. There's so much decision making going on each and every turn because every move has like a good and a bad. There's a trade off every time.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
it's
'cause your
super
S2
แต่
complicated.
ยังไม่เจอตัวกี่ล็อกกลางเลยผมว่าตัวกี่ล็อกกลางก็เก่ง
100%,
นะ
'cause your S2 is just going to get stripped, but you hope that the Dreamweave can
เขาอาจ
stop
จะ
some of those.
มันต้องแบบรู้สปีด
dots
ออกมา
from
อาจจะกด
flying.
เป็นเกม3อ่ะถ้าเกิดว่ารู้สปีด
I
ตัว
think-
thinking
I-
about
ตัวฝั่งตรงข้า
I
ม
think I would hold the S1. Yeah, I would just S1. I would hold the S3 until he's used his S3, and then you press, try and get rid of them.
All right, big dot damage coming out. That's gonna hurt quite a fair bit. He missed a lot of dots on the Plume, surprisingly.
He did, but he got them all onto the XC, so I don't think it's that bad for him. Now, who do you focus here? I guess there is an argument to just go on the Plume, but you could also go on Freya because Freya's not an Amber. Just kill her, get her out, stop the turn meter cycling, or some of the
Wait,
turn meter
รู
cycling.
ปมันตายก่อนนะ
Yeah,
May
because
I
you probably
anti-
can't kill the Plume.
ต้องอัน
like,
ติตอนหลังจากออกเอม
immediately.
เบอร์
And oh, the debuff pushed back the Sharon a
Wait.
little bit.
Actually, he maybe can.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
cái tài này
go
đều.
for it. He only land one of the debuff though. Sadly, I think the Plume
It's
is
not-
gonna die before she gets to strip the defense buff away, so that's pretty good. The Shranchi get to move, but I don't think the Shranchi will make such a big difference over here. The Plume going
Oh.
to Amber is
เข้าไปเลย
kind of huge.
โดนพิษไม่ได้ลบ
It
บัฟ
is,
แล้วอย่างงี้
But she will have that S3 because he held it when she comes out of Amber. And the Loan only has one more turn left in that exile state. So when she comes back, gonna have to deal with that too.
โอ้ยหมด
Oh,
Một
the
lọt, chụp đã.
Shranchi getting absolutely
so
cooked by the
big.
Luvia debuff. Oh,
XL
Keka's
โคตรแรงอะ
not having options yet.
เอลแบบแรง
This
จัด
is looking really good for Kacker.
ตายค่ะ
Why
แอ
would
มเบอ
he
ร์เลย
switch his draft
Đua
like
xong lại.
that? I feel like Erwu can still go with the same draft that he did, but I feel like these Plume Lock sudden move is not working out for anyone.
No, so far that's two players that have tried it and two players that have lost. So maybe not the answer, maybe a bit of a cope answer into it. But the Loan can't win from here because the XL and the Sharon are just going to deal too much damage. Maybe already thinking about what he's going to do differently in game 3. potentially goes for that Freya lock again.
Maybe Keka is the first one to have a reverse sweep as a global player. He lost the first game just to win the next two. Maybe it's him.
He's just putting us on our toes. That's what it was.
Indeed, indeed.
เขาไม่ให้ออกอ่ะ
Alright, moving on to game
ห้าม
3.
กดออก
I
อ่ะ
wonder if it's gonna be a different
จริงมันแพ้แล้วปะ
draft here because they kind of did a similar draft, but this time Keka sort of went away with the Amber Bruiser unit and actually picked up a couple Bulwark CC unit, and maybe that scared away the
การ์ด
Freya
ตอนนี้มีอันไหน
draft
น่าทำสุดครับ
because maybe if he picked Freya
ก็
he
ถ้า
wouldn't
ทีม
have enough strip
Butcher
for the
Sentinel
Freya,
ทีมรับ
and then he'll be counter controlled
ทีม
by
รับก็
Keka.
Gladiator ครับ
Maybe. I do feel like looking at the.
ไอดีผมผมท
Do you
Gladiator
think there's a world where he plays into the Nathan and potentially just goes
ำนำเลย
for
ใบเดียว
something
ที่เหลือก็
easy?
อัพ Butcher Sentinel Archon
I think that will
Instead
force
of
him to
going-
pick some sort of speed buffer though, but I don't think he is going to pick any speed buffer. There aren't many speed buffer in the game that
อยากจะทำ
is
C ให้
super
XC
meta,
ย้ายมา
and
XL เลยดีไหมครับ
maybe if he can lock the Swan
ถ้า
Lee, he might
ตัว
fall.
ไหนใกล้ C5 ก่อนอ่ะทำ C5 ตัวนั้นไปก่อนครับ
When the
ทีละตัว
Swan Lee got actually
จะได้หยิบมั่นใจ
last time.
Yeah. So 2 games we've seen the Freya.
แต่ถ้าเกิด
it
บอกว่า
looked
C
a
พอ
lot
ๆกันอ่ะ
better in
ทำ
the
XL ดีกว่า
first
ผมว่า
game than the second game. It looked a lot
XL
more convincing in the
เล่น
first game.
PVE เก่งกว่า
So I
PvP
feel like he
พอๆกัน
needs to round that draft.
แค่
If he's
XL จะหยิบ
gonna
ยากกว่า
draft
แต่
the
ว่า
Freya,
Impact
you need to lock it and
เวลา
draft
หยิบอะ
around the Freya,
ถ้าเกิด
not
ชนะ
just
ดาร์
have
มัน
it
เก่ง
as
จัดเลย
a pick on 5 type thing.
Yeah, I think
Because I feel
the
like it
Fre-
loses a
แต่
lot
XC มันก
of
ลาง
value.
ๆนะ
also
หยิบ
the
สอง
Plume
พิกแรก
seems
ได้
kinda low impact.
แต่ว่าหยิ
The
บพิก
Plume
4พิก5ก็
used
ไม่ได้รู้สึกว่า
S1 and
มี
he
ดับ
had
ไหน
to
ที่แบบมัน
save
เก่ง
this
เป็นพิเศษ
field.
อ่ะ
So
แต่
it
XL
did
คือมัน
not really
มัน
do much for
ถ้า
the
มีตัว
team.
แก้คือเวอร์จัด
Besides providing very, very minimal, slow, and a bit of turn push that didn't really matter, and she kind of just died without doing anything.
Yeah, I feel like he was actually victim to his own speed in a way because after the Sylvia S3, he was so fast that he got to go again before the XL put her buff up. Whereas if he was slightly slower after the Sylvia S3, he probably goes after her. But because he was so fast, it was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, that was kind of rough. I think the plume just does not make sense. And he seemed to counter the plume on the enemy team very effectively. So he definitely did not need to pick the plume. And I feel like they're just trying to think about how plume may counter Sylvia just to end up not doing anything against Sylvia. And Sylvia just came on top way too easily.
Yeah, and here we're seeing the key animus for Kecker. It was that Jean Lee still rocking the Doom Crow on Gladiator, and he's running 12 Bloodbath, 8 Swift with Fury Edge. So pretty high damage, but tanky.
Yeah, pretty standard strong lead right there that I think most people will build the same way. Rocking about 320 speed kind of thing. And can dish out a very big amount of damage. But
Yeah,
it's going to
so-
be a bit slow.
A little bit. I actually transitioned mine over to Swift with Unbreakable.
Oh, you want to enjoy a bigger shield? Is that what you're doing?
Bigger shield, bigger damage. Swift Unbreakable with Fury Edge, so I have higher defense. Because I wanted to try and get higher defense than Zhang-Chi, so that even if I don't have a defense buff, I'm still hitting him for a decent amount.
All right, we got a Shuan-Chi. Oh, this time Sylvia is not in the lock position.
คือไลฟ์คุณเมื่อ
And
3
we
สัป
got
ดาห์ที่แล้ว
the
ตอนที่
Shuan
ลิตตี้
Lee
สปีดแซง
Freya.
XL ตอน
Once
หนึ่ง
again,
มา
the Kodak Shuan Lee
สรุป
getting
เป็นเพราะ
picked
อะไร
up by Ergu.
ผมเดาว่า
Okay,
มันมีเกรด
so
หลัก
what is
ร้อย
Kecker gonna answer
แต่ว่าเรา
this
มองไม่เห็น
time? Does
มัน
he
จะเป็น
go
เกรด
for
100
the
100
plume,
200
or
300
does he go for something different? I know a lot of people like to lock Plume into that Freya, so he's hovering the Plume at the moment. No, he's locked it. Plume is locked.
คือสมมติว่าเกรดตัวที่แบบเป็น100เหมือนกันอะแต่ในจริงๆอาจจะไม่เท่ากันอาจจะเป็น160กับ100 105แล้วพอมันเกรดมันห่างกันเยอะตัวที่เกรดน้อยกว่าแต่สปีดสูงมากๆอ่ะมันจะแซงขึ้นมาได้
He did not go for the plume. He's going a
สปีด
bit
เกรดมันจะ
slower
วิ่งเร็วไง
than
ตัวที่สปีดสูง
Valyrian and Thea.
ผมเดานะแต่น่าใช่แหละ
Is this like a
Kecker,
very good position
Volley
from
lock กลาง
Asao coming out from Ergu? Since there's no counter to Asao and Kecker is going rather slow.
Potentially, but what if he just picked? Yeah, you could be right actually. But he's not going for a Asal. He's speeding up if anything. He's going
Heinrich.
Heinrich and then Santic. We are seeing the Santic once again.
What in the world? That is crazy. He has the balls to
บุก
do
สุดใจ
that.
ว่ะคนนี้
And then we're
What?
seeing a Lilium hovered at the moment from Kecker. Is he going to lock that
เพราะ
though?
ว่ายังไงก็ต้องแบนเซิร์นหลีป่ะ
I
Probably.
mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you ban either Xuan Li or the Xuan Qi, I think this Lilium is pretty much untouchable. Am I right? No,
going
Keka,
for
you
the
joking
Sanya.
right now?
I actually think the Sanya is a very good pick because you can just basically boost up your Fia. I would assume they're going to ban the Loan. You can just boost up your Fia and your Fia is all your damage.
Nah, he's banning
ใช่เหรอวะ
Sylvia.
เช่นเนี่ย
He's gonna
เมื่อกี้ไม่ดีเหรอ
CC lock this
เมื่อกี้
one.
ตัวอะไรนะผมลืมละ
This
Lilium ป่ะ
this
Lilium เก่ง
Lilium,
นะ
I think.
Do you think?
Because there's no
Let's
hard CC, so this Sanya unironically can be kind of crazy. And we got the Archon Believer on the Fia Amelia and the Sanya.
แบรนด์แซนติก
Sanya and Santic out. We were both wrong.
น่าแต่แบรนด์อยู่ดีว่ะโดน
Ooh, Sanya
ban.
getting banned out. Is that Sanya even geared? Is it a ban bait?
We'll never know. So this is, I feel like this is big depending if he lands the silence. Because he needs to silence. If he doesn't silence, I think it's GG.
All
มา
right,
ครับ
guys, here we
XL
go.
มังกร
How is it gonna turn out?
โคตรคม
We got the big boost coming out from the Xuan Li, so I think that's gonna easily allow him to
กด
boost
สองมาก่อน
in
นะ
front of the Sylvia, but he needs to land all of the silence coming out from the Hendrik here.
ถ้ากดอันติ
But the silence only lasts one turn though.
โอ้แต่
Like,
ซี
I
เวีย
don't
ไม่
know,
แซงอยู่ดีว่ะ
like
เพ
how
ราะว่ากดอันติ
effective
ยังได้
is that
อันติ
against
ได้
the Fia Amelia?
กดก็ตาย
It's
ได้
a one-turn silence.
As long as there's a Valyrian, not very. If there's not a Valyrian, I feel like it's pretty good. But with the Valyrian, just giving that extra safety could be rough.
โอ้ยอย่างงี้ใบ
He gets the S3 off.
It's
and
ใบ
then
ได้
He's gonna
He
block
does cut.
after that as well,
He
right?
does cut.
เพราะว่าใบปะถูกปะ
So he needs to go for the silence. He lands the silence on everybody, which is massive.
Yeah, like how is he gonna get his block going and kill without this Fia just cutting in between and doing very mean stuff?
I think what you do now is you just
เว้ยแต่ว่าไม่ไหวกับเฟมิเลียอยู่ดีว่ะผมว่า
S1 for the block because you can get the block on S1 as
เดี๋ยว
well.
เฟียก็ได้เข้าเธอแล้วอะ
That's true. That's true.
เหมือนได้เล่น
But
ละ
to do
So-
that, you need the buffs to be away because it steals buffs first and then it applies the block.
อ๋อแต่เขาจิ้มอย่างนี้เลยนะ
Sure.
Oh, we got the block from the Xuan Qi.
อ๋อบอกไม่
maybe?
ติดเหรอ
Ooh,
But
this is
I don't think he
looking
landed
rough.
that block though. Sadly, yeah,
Come.
it's looking really rough right now.
อ่ะกดหนึ่ง
I don't think you can
Everything is-
afford to S3 because it's going to proc the Fia.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then the
don't think they can do
Sylvia
that.
is
Got
also
some,
out
right?
of silence,
Man-
so she
man,
can get a turn
Fia
very,
lang
very soon
really.
here because that's a pretty fast-looking Sylvia.
อุ้ย
Oh,
he
he
went
goes
อ๋อ
for
แต่ว่าอ๋อ
Heinrich.
มันจะได้7สแต็กปะ
You know
อ๋อ
what?
แต่
I think if this was actually a Codex Heinrich, he could have S2'd again and then he'd probably be fine.
อ๋อ
Oh,
ไม่เด้งว่ะไม่ถึง
he has a
ไข่
window
ใช่ไหม
to kill, but then nobody's gonna be able to follow up, and Sylvia will cleanse everything.
กับ
This might
Does
be
that-
GG.
Ooh,
อุ้ย
and
เจ็บ
it
ไหมเนี่ย
blocks the
do?
Fia.
Is it over? Like this one skill 3
I
might
think
even
it
kill.
is. This
Ta-
might
sai
even
tẹt.
kill everybody.
บึ้ม
Oh
23,000
my god.
แต่ว่า
The
Oh
fear
my
is just too strong. I'm not
Yeah,
sure about
and-
letting the fear through, man.
เฟียตอนนี้
That
โอ
is
ทุก
kinda
คนเลยไหมครับ
Fully stabilized.
ถ้าที่ผมเจอนาทีก็
Do
เกือบ
you
ทุก
think
คน
if
แล้ว
the Heinrich was
โอ้
on
แต่ว่าบางคน
Codex
ก็เล่น
and
ทางพีทไหม
S2'd again,
แต่ว่า
that
แบบ
would
บาส
have
ผ
been
มว่า
a
ไม่ค่อย
different
เก่ง
story 'cause he would have had
เก่ง
another
แหละแต่ว่า
silence. So
โอ
he
เก่ง
could
กว่า
have repeated the whole thing.
Yeah, that is still that's a maybe. Maybe it's gonna work out, but unfortunately, it's still kind of shaky, I believe, because the silence once again is only one turn. If the silence is like 2 turn, then I think it could be like an easy game for Hendrik. But because it's only 1 turn, it's just overall a
ไม่ไหวกับ
very,
เฟมิเลีย
very
หรอก
shaky team. There's
Yeah.
always
โกง
a
เกิน
risk
ตัวว่าเลย
Amelia going in between.
I feel like once you see the Valyrian lock, I feel like it's too difficult to go for this type of comp. Like Valyrian just shuts down most of this.
Yeah, you have to land the silence. You have to land the block. You have to kill at the right moment, and then these healers are just ready to cut in between all the time. So it's really unfortunate.
เพราะว่าถ้าเป็นเนวิดแทนเฮลิ
It's
เก่ง
just
ก
a
ว่าปะ
matter of time. Next time Fia gets her
ถูกไหม
S3, the game is
เพราะว่า
over
Nevet
because
มัน
she will kill
มัน
everybody.
บล็อกบัฟพร้อมกับ
I
ทำซี
think
ซีพร้อม
if
กัน
it's
นะ
a
แต่ว่าเฮลิ
Codex
มันคนละ
in
ส
the
กิลไง
vet,
ไอสกิล
he
ซี
will.
ซีมันสกิล2แต่สกิล
Because
บล็อก
like
บัฟ
at least
มันส
you
กิล
can
3
apply 2 things at the same
พอ
time.
เราใบไปก่อนเราบอ
And
ล
then
ไม่ติด
you
มัน
can
ก็ตี
kill
ไม่เข้าโล
through
อะ
the amber with the Xuan Chi skill 3 maybe. but
I do feel like he was slightly unlucky though, because he did miss the block with his Zhang Qi on the Luan. So he maybe could have killed off the Luan if that block had actually landed.
but then you still have like the threat of the fear looming because he does not have any healing.
ค่าฟิเลียไง
So
Right.
another good S3 and you can see that they will all die at this point.
Yeah.
เข้าใจเลยว่าทำไม
this is the
ตาแรกเขา
difficulty with
เขาแบนฟิเลีย
Henrik into Valyrian. If they
ฟิเลีย
have
แม่ง
buffs, he's not
หมาเกิ
actually
น อุปสรรค
applying
ทีม
any
บุกเลย
debuffs. He's just stripping.
Very aggressive team, but didn't really pay off.
เล่นเองก็ไม่ได้อีกทีม
The
บุก
only person to not win in the first game, just to win the next two. Keka is just different.
บึ้ม
Just
Taiwan.
built different, and the fear coming in
คม
at the
พี่เก๊ก
end. I mean, Kecker basically drafted 4
ปื
supports.
นมืด
in
มัง
the
กรยังพอ
line.
ได้ลุ้นครับ
Pretty
เพราะว่าถ้า
much.
ชนะเฟีย
But
มัน
hey,
ต้องมีลูเวีย
That's the
ชาลอต
I know.
เนเธน
If it works,
ใช่ปะ
it works.
พวกนี้
And it obviously worked for
ถ้าทีม
him
บุก
right
นะ
there.
แต่ถ้าทีมรับก็
That's the
หา
Keka
ตัว
I
ฮิว
know.
มา
So
สู้หิว
Globo
หลิง
had
หลัวซาเนีย
three player
หรือไม่
making
ก็
it
โล
through
วาน
to the quarterfinals
มามาร์คหัว
tomorrow. That's very cool. I thought Globo was going to demolish here, but we still stand strong. We
ไม่งั้นไม่ไหว
still
กับ
can
ฟิเลีย
provide some quality play.
ยกเว้นไม่ก็ได้แมสไปเลยอ่ะ มาปาดไปสแต็ก
We
ไม่ขึ้นเลยเงี้ย
definitely can. And I think we have one more matchup after this. So we've basically got
ถ้ามือมัง
most
กร
of the
ยังพอได้ลุ้น
players
ปืนมือ
through
มังกร
into the
ผม
next
ว่าพี่เก๊ก
phase.
แตกครับ
Do you have a favorite
ใบ้สอง
so
เทิร์นนะ
far, looking at all the players that have went through?
แต่ว่าจริง
I
ๆกด
think it has
เน
to
เวต
be,
มาแทน ปืนมืดไม่เก่งวะ
it has to be X, right? It has to be X. It has to be that CC mastermind right there. That was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I think it is for me too. I feel like it was just a little bit of a different draft that we haven't really seen from anybody else. And I feel like it's really hard to play against because if you're not used to that type of thing, how do you play against it?
Indeed. But then you kind of expose it today, so maybe he have to like adapt a little bit tomorrow.
โอเคเดี๋ยวผม
Switch
วัน
the
นี้
bill a little bit.
ประมาณนี้ก่อน เดี๋ยวมา
That
ไล
could
ฟ์
be
ต่อพรุ่งนี้นะ
interesting.
Maybe,
ดูแข่งรอบชิง
maybe. But
โอเค
we
ครับ
still know that he's
ใครยังไม่กดไลค์ฝากด้วยครับ
sleeping,
แล้วก็
and he
ฝากกด
didn't
ติดตาม
really
ด้วยขอบคุณ
show
มาก
any of that
ไปแล้ว
stuff.
เจอกัน
Like, he didn't do a turn dot or anything like
พรุ่ง
that.
นี้
So
ประมาณ
he
6
still
โม
has
ง
that
เหมือนเดิมครับ
stuff.
บ๊ายบาย
Yeah, exactly. But that was a pretty clean